Baby, put it on me. I like it just like that. Just like that. I've been a nasty girl, nasty. I've been a nasty girl, nasty. I've been a nasty girl, nasty. I've been a nasty, nasty, nasty. Is somebody gonna match my freak? Is somebody gonna match my freak? Is somebody gonna match my nasty? I got stamina, they say I'm an athlete. Is somebody gonna match my freak? Need somebody with a good technique. Is somebody gonna match my nasty? Pillow talking got my throat raspy. If you keep up with me, I'll keep on coming back. If you do it too good, I'm gonna get attached. Cause it feels like heaven when it hurts so bad. Baby, put it on me. I like it just like that, just like that. I've been a nasty girl, nasty. I've been a nasty girl, nasty. I've been a nasty girl, nasty. I've been a nasty, nasty, nasty. I've been a nasty girl, nasty. I've been a nasty girl, nasty. I've been a nasty girl, nasty. I've been a nasty, nasty, nasty. Big time, pull up, make a scene.
Good morning. Happy November 3rd. Happy Sunday. Happy New Week. Happy Scorpio new moon. All that good stuff. Shout out to shout out to people being in love, yo. I love to see it. I absolutely love to see it. Shout out to you if you're in love. Um I wanted to do a quick live, and if anybody wants to join, hit the link. I'm gonna post it. Hold on. I'm gonna talk about the new moon in Scorpio. Um, some intentions that you could have set for the new moon in Scorpio if you would like to see them come to fruition within the next 6 months. Because as I've said before on previous streams about astrology, any new moon intentions that you set typically come to culmination by the full moon of that same sign. So we are currently in Scorpio season, and that means in 6 months we will have um, a full moon during Taurus season in Scorpio because they are opposites. Anytime you have a new moon in a certain sign, it will always be 6 months in their opposite sign that the full moon occurs in that sign. So just to reiterate, we are currently in Scorpio season, hence the new moon in Scorpio. 6 months from now, we will be in Taurus season, which is the opposite of a Scorpio. And we will have a full moon in Scorpio during Taurus season to culminate that which you have begun right now during the new moon in Scorpio. I think the new moon in Scorpio has been very powerful because if you think about October, you probably were having some shifts. You probably were experiencing some shifts, especially if you are one of the fixed signs. So, fixed signs meaning Leo, Taurus, Aquarius, and Scorpio. Typically, when there's a transit in a specific sign, um, their elemental group will feel it the most. Um, so, shout out to you if you are a Taurus, Leo, Scorpio, or Aquarius. It happening on the first day of November, meaning 11/1, meaning 111, which is an angel number, also made it a very powerful new moon to set intentions by. And in case you think astrology isn't real, Thugger is a Scorpio moon, and he just got released on in conjunction with the Scorpio new moon. Okay. If you are an earth sign, this Scorpio new moon highlights identity and prophecy. If you are an air sign, the Scorpio new moon highlights renewal and balance. If you are a water sign, the Scorpio new moon highlights ego death. And if you are a fire sign like myself, the Scorpio new moon highlights power and money. I can attest to it highlighting power and money. I won $130 yesterday. So, I mean, that's not a whole lot of money, but I mean, I think we can safely assume that the transits had something to do with that. So, like it says here, according to Cosmopolitan, new moons are a time for rejuvenation and manifestation. If you have a lack in your life, this is the time to fill it through a new experience, person, or item. We must make space for beginnings and foolish behavior during new moons. Mind you, we are all fools when beginning something new, so don't be scared to get experimental. Don't be afraid of the word fool either, because just because you are a fool does not mean that you're an idiot. It's literally just another word for novice. You are beginning something, so therefore you have to be a fool before you become an expert, right? You're beginning something new. So that makes you foolish since you don't know everything that you would need to know to necessarily, make the best decision. You're learning. So you're going to be foolish towards some things. A new moon is when the moon and sun meet, forming what astrologers call a conjunction. I have a conjunction in my chart since my moon and sun are both in Leo. New moons are a time for setting intentions and goals. So I already set my intentions for the new moon. I hope you have too. If not, you still have a little window. I think if you don't do it by today, though, you might be, you might have to wait until the next one. Because every new moon, you have the opportunity to set intentions, but it's helpful to know what sign that the new moon is in so that when you make those intentions that they are in alignment with the energy that is currently its most powerful. Not to say that you can't set intentions elsewhere or elsewise, but you certainly should pay attention to the fact that we are in Scorpio season, and Scorpio is a time of transformation, death, rebirth. um those are just some of the themes that Scorpio embodies. Self discovery. It's a perfect time to dive deep and release old patterns so that you can embrace new beginnings. Shout out to everybody in the building: UFO Kamikaze, Jason, Chef Mike, Kenshawn, uh, Aria, Indigo Flow, Howdy Doody. Shout out to Indigo Flow. Link, good morning, good morning, good morning. So, yeah, this is a time for the Phoenix rising. Okay. Um, I hold on. Let me pin the link to the top of the chat for y'all. Olan Star, Olan. I really needed that extra hour, y'all. I don't know about you, but that extra hour did me right. It is exactly what I needed. Oh my goodness. Whew, that is exactly what I needed. I woke up feeling super refreshed on not as much sleep as I normally would get, which was interesting. I'm not mad at it at all. Okay. Um, pin message. We've pinned the message. I have to learn how to also add a poll to my chat. I looked up the directions on how to do that. I don't have anything to poll y'all about today, so I won't be doing that today. But the next time I do a live stream, I'll probably put a poll up just to get some engagement with the chat. So shout out to everybody here. Um, yeah, so like you see here, I'm just going to read it in case you don't feel like reading along with me. You can just hear me. Sometimes the blocks on which we've built our lives fall apart without all that much warning. Naturally, abrupt endings can feel incredibly disappointing. The fear comes from a lack of knowledge about what to do next. How are you supposed to plan for a rainy day when you're watching the flood rise? What do you do with your savings when you have nothing else left? Although some of you may feel like your home is in flames, I invite you to calm your tender hearts by connecting with your inner peace. Easier said than done, I know, but on November 1st, we had the moon connecting with the sun to form the new moon in Scorpio. Tightly atop each other, the new moon and sun represent your career defining phoenix moment, along with the scorpion. The phoenix is one of the symbols representing Scorpios. Did you know that? Everybody thinks of the scorpion, but nobody thinks of the phoenix. Mentioned in Greek, Egyptian, and Arabian lore, the phoenix is fabled to live for 500 or more years. As the story goes, once the phoenix reaches the end of its life, the fiery bird begins its flight to Heliopolis, or Heliopolis, Egypt, known as the city of the sun. There, the phoenix builds a nest out of cinnamon twigs and resin on top of the temple of the sun. As the sun blankets itself over the phoenix's nest, the weary bird transcends our realm, setting itself, the resin, and spice all aflame. Now, I want to stop right there because y'all be messing up the words weary and wary. Hold on, let me add some folks to the stage. Shout out to DJ Kuda and AB Media. Welcome, welcome. Happy new moon in Scorpio.
Hey, what's going on, Toya?
Hey, what's up? Can you hear me?
I
Yeah, we
can.
can.
Okay, what's up? What's up?
Too long time, Buddha.
I came to get my what's going on, AB? I came to get my portrait read, man.
Not your
About
fortune.
That's your
I'm
fortune.
happy.
Don't tell it to Miss Cleo. Call me now for your free tower
Call
reading.
me
Right,
now.
right. Oh, you know.
God rest her soul.
Hmm.
Yeah,
Shout out to Miss Cleo. As much as we make fun of her, like she was a moment.
yeah, she was. Yeah, yeah. I think Kaya turned into Miss Cleo at this point.
Oh
Um,
wow.
if you want to do a poll, it should be on your like you make a comment on your live chat. It should be the plus button if you want to make a poll.
Yeah, she kind
Oh,
of went
the
quick
plus.
though. Like, yeah.
It's like a circle and a plus. That's how you make a. That's how you make a chat
Oh, oh
poll.
my gosh! I never clicked that button, AB.
Wait, what? Wait, say that again.
If you want to make like a chat poll, it's that little plus button.
Oh my gosh! I've never actually clicked that button. I have
Wait, what does it
seen
do?
it. It makes it so you can start a poll. You know how you always have polls on your streams, DJ Kuda?
Oh, yeah.
I never knew how to do that, and I was just saying that, and AB Media just
Don't
unlocked something for me.
and don't feel bad. And don't feel bad. I learned that yesterday.
No
Ah!
idea.
Don't feel bad. I learned that yesterday. So don't feel bad.
Been live
Hey, but
streaming
now
for
you
like
doing the
2
Lord's work
years.
because you pushing it as soon as you found out. That's dope.
I'm like, oh,
So
that's
yeah,
how
but
people do polls. Okay.
So you
Yo,
put plus in front of it.
no, there's a next to the chat box. There's a circle with a plus sign and then a heart. So that I've always used the heart to engage and put hearts and emojis in the
Oh,
chat like I'm doing right now.
Right.
But I've
mm.
never actually hit that circle with the plus. I don't know why, I just never did. But yeah, that's where you where you go to start a poll or a Q&A. That's so funny. Thank you.
Oh, mine it's like it's like a bunch of bars. Like, it's like it looks like a signal sign, and I hit that, and I do the poll.
On
Hmm.
on YouTube, Kuda.
Yeah, on YouTube. Yeah.
Oh, okay. All right. Well, maybe it's something different over here, but
Hmm.
either way, I'm
Yeah.
gonna go ahead and read you your new moon in Scorpio
Oh, please.
horoscope, Kuda. I'll go down to Capricorn because I know that's what you are. I'm not sure what
Yeah.
you are, AB.
Aquarius.
This is about to be fucked up.
Oh, okay. So as the new moon lights up your house of goals and community, DJ Kuda, you are being welcomed to look at the dreams and ambitions that make up your to-do list. Instead of focusing on whether you can satisfy your thirst for eminence, spend some time thinking about how you can maintain a streak of success. The key to your goals is closely tied to how you express your emotions and ego. Ooh.
Hmm.
And
That's my
yeah,
grandmother's cat in the background, if you can hear that. I'm so sorry. She's being really
it's
loud because I didn't let her lay in the bed with me this morning.
Oh.
good. Cats are guardian angels.
And she's
They're,
white too, so she's
oh my
super
god.
angelic.
Oh
Yeah, she's all white completely.
man.
She's
Nah, the horoscope is true. The
I was
horoscope is
about to say I think it is because you've been seeing an uptick in your viewership lately, right?
yeah, yeah. And I got monetization back. And
Oh, congratulations.
Yeah, whoop
yeah,
whoop.
thanks, man. It's about a whole year, y'all. Jesus Christ.
Shout out on getting that back though. That's what's up.
Yeah, hopefully I'm trying to, it goes back to the horoscope though. I try to keep it up.
Yeah. But this is a
That's
good time
how
to do
we gotta build
whatever
it
it
up.
takes. It's a good time to do whatever it takes to keep that up though. You can
Yeah,
maintain
but
Definitely.
that.
see, that's something. No, but that's the thing. Like, it's one of those things that when you build it up, you
Hmm.
can lose it in like 2 seconds.
Well, yeah, that's true.
You
But
know? So,
right now is a good time to set some intentions about that. And then by the time we
yeah.
get to Taurus season in May, the
Hmm.
end of
Mhm.
April, beginning of May, you should be able to look back on these 6 months and see
Well,
something
no, all
from it.
next year should be good for me. It's the year of the snake. So,
Okay.
I know this year was dragon. I know next year is like the year of the snake, so like next year should be like any baby born next year is literally like year of the snake baby. So all the babies born this year was dragon,
Mhm.
and dragon everybody should have saw an uptick in finances. But I don't know. Wow.
New beginnings.
So
Cheers to new beginnings.
Yep.
right. Okay, so we got ABs here, Aquarius, right?
Yes. So I'm going to read
Okay.
Aquarius. It
What
says
does yours say? Have you read
it's
yours already?
I'm going to read it now. I'm going to
Okay.
read Aquarius now and then I'll read mine. Okay,
Okay.
AB. You've been quietly laying the groundwork for a major career shift. And with the new moon in Scorpio, things are finally coming to fruition. This is the turning point you've been thinking about for some time. Don't be surprised if the path forward requires a short term sacrifice, whether it's a pay cut or feeling a bit uneasy about your financial situation. This discomfort is only temporary. Trust that this new phase in your career will bring long term rewards. Your willingness to take the plunge now will set you up for greater success down the line. So, again, if you're setting these intentions now, don't expect for them to turn over right away. But by the time we hit April and May of next year, you should see some return for whatever you're starting right now.
Mm.
That's how new moons and full moons work. You start things at the new moon, they culminate
Right.
by the time that full moon comes around. And it's a 6 month
Right.
period, no matter what the sign is.
Right. Because it turns like there's like a whole dark side of the moon that we never get to see, and it comes by the time it comes back around. Yeah.
Yeah, I've been trying to work on my drawing a bit,
Okay.
focusing on the human shapes and stuff. I
Okay.
actually wrote my own program to kind of help me do this on my own terms, and then I'll take it into a stronger editor and work on my illustration and stuff like that.
That's
Nice.
good. Cool.
I
It's,
love that.
it can be a dirty process, but that's part of the game.
Yeah, if you're not willing to get your hands dirty, then what are you really doing though, right?
Yeah,
That's true.
At least that's how I feel. I'm never afraid to get my hands dirty. I'm never afraid to dig in and do whatever it
but
takes.
yeah, I wrote my own little program to kind of help me do that and other tasks, and I can tell you, programming is not coding and programming is not for the faint of heart.
No.
It's
Mm.
not for people that are in their feelings.
But it's also not for everyone. So shout out to you for
Agreed.
taking it up.
Agreed. That's why I'm slow to talk about it because I know I can give anybody a headache at any given time, and that's not my objective at all.
It's a different language, man.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
You know?
So mine says this new moon is calling for me to focus on my home life and reflect on the items I've held on to.
Mm.
Ooh. As I sort through my space, I might find myself wondering, what was I thinking? Instead of judging my past choices, pause and reflect. What did these things mean to me at the time? What
Mhm.
experiences shaped those decisions? And by taking the time to understand why certain things mattered to me, I'll gain a deeper understanding of who I was then, who I am now, and just how far I've come. Bruh,
Mm.
that is so resonant. Because I felt like this
I'm already
whole
here.
time,
Right.
yeah, this whole time that I've come back to New Jersey has felt like um,
Yeah.
letting go
I
of
say,
items that
damn.
I've held on to. It has been
Yeah.
a letting go of friendships, material things, ideas,
Hmm.
And
all
then
of
the
the
other day
above.
you did say you miss Texas.
I do. I do.
Yeah.
What's up, Detro 068? I mean 0861? I do miss Texas. I do, but it's like I have to think about what shaped the decision for me to go, what
Hmm.
shaped the decision for me to return back to New Jersey and understand why any of this matters. Like I'm very clear on what that meant in terms of my larger journey.
Okay.
Um I think when you look back at the things that transformed you in life, you start to realize just why it had to happen that way, even if it was uncomfortable. Um, it helps you to kind of make peace with why things may have been uncomfortable or even downright painful
Hmm.
at the time because you have to knock down some things in order to make room for some other things. I always go into beginnings by um, understanding that it's going to come to an end. Whether I'm ready for that end or not remains to be seen, but I have to make peace with the fact that when I start something, it will eventually end for the best possible outcome. Honestly, like even if it hurts, even when you're like, man, I didn't want to let go of that, or I didn't want that to be over, you look back and you're like, oh, you know what? If this didn't end, I wouldn't have been able to start XYZ. So I'm gonna play a video real quick, just of somebody explaining what the new moon is slash means.
A new moon, let's recap, is generally likely to correspond to some sort of a new beginning, to some sort of a fresh start. You could also see symbolically the new moon as the time to sow seeds. Now, since we're only sowing the seeds as we speak, we cannot yet expect to see results straight away. We are likely to see results. We're likely to see some of the outcomes of whatever we've planted at the time of the new moon. We're likely to see them around the time of the full moon. So approximately 6 months from now. So this is the beginning of a new cycle. Now, not every new beginning has to be super loud, super visible, super, I don't know, like in everyone's faces. It can also happen internally. It can be something that is a lot more subtle. And subtle, I believe, is actually a keyword for this new moon.
Hmm.
All right. So I don't think the Scorpio new moon is necessarily subtle because it deals with transformation, rebirth, death. Um, but you get the point.
Yeah.
I want to run something by you because like out here they do they do like the by the year in certain places, like like I said, the year of the dragon, year of the snake, right?
Hmm.
Mm-hmm.
And they said in Japan they do it by bloodline. So I'm like, I didn't know they do it by bloodline in Japan. So I'm like, I don't know how does that work?
Yeah,
Instead
that
of like Zodiac. Yeah.
Interesting.
Have you guys ever heard of anything like bloodline related when it comes to like Zodiac or any type of like esoteric stuff?
No, I've never heard anybody do by bloodline.
well, I will say that
It's a
the only
Japanese
thing
thing.
I've heard about that is many times whatever your parents' signs are also shows up in your chart as well. And so,
Oh,
I mean, I don't know if that's similar to what you're referring to, but I know
Mm-hmm.
that your bloodline tends to dictate what you need to be in order to continue it or to make it better.
well, I mean, I think they go by like blood type, and then I'm not. I know it gets into bloodline, but I know they go by blood type, and
Oh yeah, I don't know nothing about
I,
that.
I'm not sure how they do that. Like it's weird, but it's interesting at the same time.
Yeah,
You
I'm not
know,
sure how that would necessarily work.
yeah, I might take a look into it. I gotta dive down a couple rabbit holes, and then I'll probably talk about it on the show.
Well, in terms of numerology, 2024 is an 8 year.
Yeah, so that's my bad. It's my bad. It's a club in the
Somebody
background, but
having a party.
my bad. Yeah. I'm always at the club, but 8 is supposed to symbolize money, but like this year, I don't know. It's weird. This year is the year of the dragon. This year, like Chinese wise, Asian zodiac is supposed to symbolize money. So it's weird, you know.
Yeah, 8
The,
is
the
associated with
dragon,
prosperity, financial success,
yeah,
abundance.
infinity, yeah,
Yeah, yeah. But it's also karmic and divine justice.
yeah,
Mm.
So I think for me, this year has been very rough. I've been very verbal about how rough this year has been for me, but
same,
but I'm
same,
looking forward to next year.
yeah. Well, I mean, yeah, you gotta prepare for it now. Like, like I didn't learn until later. Like, if you want to be up on fashion and stuff like that, you got to dress like a season or two ahead of time.
Oh yeah,
And be a season or
Mm-hmm.
two ahead. Yeah. So it's like it's the same thing
or
with the year. Like I guess the people that's talking about next year now in November are the ones that's gonna really implement. Because if you put anything in motion this month, by the time New Year start, you already on the ground running. So
exactly. That's why I'm
Yeah.
not doing. I don't do New Year's resolutions. I spend the last couple of months of the
yeah,
year trying to implement whatever it is that I want to see come to fruition for the next year. Because I think
yeah,
when you get a early start on it before everybody starts their whatever, it makes a
mm.
difference.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. It's fourth quarter now.
Right, right.
Yeah,
And anybody who's ever worked corporate or understands fiscal calendars knows that fourth quarter goes into January.
yeah.
Mm.
I'm scared right now
So,
to take my certification because I'm like, shit, it's around tax season. This is where all the accountants and the
hmm
tax accountants and the CPAs, all of them going crazy right now. And I'm like, shit. Shit. Oh my god.
But so yeah, I have now pulled up the New York Times post about the new moon in Scorpio,
Okay.
and let's see what it says for y'all too. Um, oh no, it doesn't
It
go
just
by
got
time.
what did it just come out of? It was in a certain sign for like a good minute.
What, the moon?
Yeah, it was Sagittarius.
No, the moon was just recently in Leo.
Leo. Okay, your sign.
Yeah.
Yeah, like the moon moves through signs a lot quicker throughout the month.
Yeah,
Uh,
yeah,
because obviously the sun moves slower, but
Hmm.
it's not really. Here's the thing, it'll be in one sign for a day or two and then it'll move on to another sign the next day. I think it's more impactful when you are thinking about the new moon and the full moon. The other phases aren't as impactful as the new or the full moon. So
yeah. The
whatever
last.
sign the yeah, whatever sign the moon is in on a particular day, you can kind of use that as a tool for the day. But obviously when you're talking about a new moon, that that energy lasts a lot longer, and the full moon, energy lasts a lot longer.
Hmm.
But I just love having a astrology talk. It's Scorpio season. Scorpios are my favorite sign besides myself. I have
Yeah,
a I have a I have a obsession with Scorpios that probably should be examined because
God
it
bless
doesn't
them.
make
But
sense on
yeah,
paper.
they create all of them are crazy as shit in their own little way.
They are. But it's a kind of crazy that I appreciate. I love
Hell
um
no, they manipulative. They manipulative
they
as
are. They are. That's why I said it should be studied why
bullshit
I'm so
clause.
into them,
Hmm.
You tell
cuz
you
it
gotta
doesn't
watch
make
out
sense.
for it.
Yeah.
Uh-huh. Yeah. Even the quiet ones. The quiet ones are the worst ones. It's
Oh,
not
they
the
are.
the
Those are
obnoxious ones. You can have fun with the obnoxious ones. 'Cause it's like, all right, well, you committed to be obnoxious, but it's the little quiet ones. Them the ones you gotta watch out for.
yeah, they're the sneaky ones. They're the ones that will never let you know what's going on with them, but they want to know
Hmm.
what's going on with you.
Yeah.
But I don't know what it is about that. I'm intrigued by that. I'm intrigued by the person who's sitting in a corner and doesn't want to be noticed, more so than the person who's loud and boisterous.
Hmm.
I'm intrigued by those types. That's why I tend to not like Leo men, because Leo men are very loud and um
They can be, but you it's like a period though. They gotta let you gotta get to know them first before they open up like that too.
yeah. Well,
But
I
sometimes you
think it
meet them like
depends.
that. Sometimes, yeah.
Yeah, I was
'Cause you
gonna
can meet
say
them
it
like
depends. If they're already like the jock of whatever, um, then you there's not much that you need to do but watch them to figure out what their thing is.
yeah.
Because Leos are just very extroverted in general, which is why it's funny. Do you think I'm an introvert or an extrovert?
How I look at Leos, I think Leos are extrovert when you guys know when you have company. Because my best friend, she's a Leo, and you guys have the hospitality thing about you guys. So it's like when you guys expect company, and you guys definitely turn up and try to take care of your company as much as possible. So I get that, but I think you guys are extroverted, like low key. If
I
you're not
always thought
around
I
people,
was an extrovert, but when I've talked
I
to
mean
other
introverted.
people, they think I'm
Mhm.
introverted. And it's just so weird to me because I don't think I'm introverted, but I think that it's what you said. It depends on who I'm around. Like
Yeah,
I'm an only child, so I think my tendency to be introverted is more closely connected to that versus my actual
right,
personality. Because when
Hmm.
I'm
right.
around people, I can be very outgoing.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. Like I'm similar. Like I'm the youngest child, but I've spent like my teenage years damn near alone. as the only child. So it's like,
Well, you're
um,
lucky.
yeah.
I'm my mother's only child. I'm my father's seventh, and
Wow.
God damn.
most of
Daddy was
my
rolling.
yeah,
Papa,
all of my
Papa's
siblings are old
rolling
enough to
out
be my
boulder like shit. Mm-hmm.
all of my siblings are old enough to be my parents. In fact,
Okay.
Wow.
I went to school with my nephew. He's the same age I am.
Oh
So
my
you're not the
God.
only child. You're an isolated child.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
You're independent. You're by yourself. Damn.
That's so interesting.
Yeah, that's the crazy.
and I haven't even met one of my sisters. I only found out about her at like 10 years after my father passed. My mother told me about his first child.
Wow.
Hmm.
Isn't see, and that's another thing. Family dynamics play such a huge role in how you interact with the world.
Yes.
Because I always
Yeah.
say that my not having siblings is what I blame my quirkiness on because I didn't have anybody to bounce ideas off of before I went out into the quote unquote world.
Hmm.
Me going out
Mm.
into the world and having any type of influence happened at school, which is why I enjoyed school so much
Mhm.
because it was like, oh, I get to actually talk and interact with people versus my books and my dolls.
Hmm.
Yeah. I mean, it creates I wouldn't say it creates a complex. It creates something where like things around you have to have an identity. You know, like if I had a brother, this is how he would act. If I had a sister, this is how she would act. Or if so it's like you have to kind of really substitute things with I wouldn't say a perceived identity, but you have to have things around you that has identity.
Hmm.
Yeah, I don't think
Oh,
I've ever struggled with identity. I think when this is where a Leo being ruled by the sun it comes into play because the sun knows what it is. The sun knows what it does. The sun does not compete. So I am very much that. I embody that energy and spirit for sure. Like I don't compete. I don't. Like I'm a competitive person in general, but
Hmm.
you're never going to get me to try to get in front of you and show you what I got versus what you got.
right,
Like I'm the
right,
sun.
right,
I'm shutting it
right,
all down. Soon as I come out, like what you mean?
Hmm.
There is no light brighter than mine.
right.
And I don't mean that to
Yeah, I know,
sound
I know, I know
cocky,
what you're talking about.
but
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, you get
it's
what I'm saying.
it's like I'm not gonna perform for you, but
No.
I
Right.
am gonna shine. Yeah, yeah.
No, not at all. What's up, compassionate and callous os? Shout out to Sick Diggy in the building.
Hmm.
My stepbrother from another mother.
Hmm.
I was somewhat similar because I had OCD like shit when I was growing
Uh-oh.
up. I had OCD real bad.
Oh, really?
'Cause I,
Oh, I just clicked the link that compassionate put out. I will do that. I will do that. Thank you. Shout out to Rainwater. Is that one reason why we're cool, Indigo Flow? What reason is that? I'm not sure what you're referring to when you say that, but yeah, I I'm the sun. It is what it
Oh
is.
shoot, UFO. What's going on, UFO? Okay, I can see the chat. What's going on, Link?
I think my OCD has started to come out in my older age, to be honest with you.
What do you mean? Because I had OCD bad when I was young.
I'm very particular about organization and things, and it drives me nuts when people don't honor that or uphold that.
Yeah, I've
With
noticed
what?
I've gotten a lot crankier since I've went past
Same,
40.
That's all.
same.
I'm learning bookkeeping. That's all bookkeeping is. What's going on, UFO? What's going on, Indigo? Yeah, I mean,
Okay.
shots to compassionate too.
Should
No,
be.
organization shouldn't be bad in older age, but yeah, I can see where that could turn into a thing. Yeah,
Yeah,
Well,
my
when
pay.
you're amongst people who don't respect it, that's when it becomes,
Yeah.
you know,
yeah. I mean, it's like being tidy.
yes,
Yeah,
precisely.
it's like
Hmm.
it got nothing to do. I mean, it has everything to do with organization, but organization is being tidy. Just like, hey, have that clean.
Mm-hmm.
Take it's
Right.
like taking care of it.
I'm just typing to UFO kamikaze. I am very childlike. I'm I my quirkiness is childlike innocence for sure. But that's
It's
also a
what
byproduct of being a Leo. Like that's most Leos you'll find are like that. We're just curious like children for most of our lives.
Mm-hmm.
it's what we talked about years back. It's like everybody has like an inner child that they trying to preserve or
Mhm.
appease to a certain degree.
Yeah.
You know,
Yep.
I was watching this footage, and it's funny. I just put up some Final Fantasy footage. I was watching this footage on some Final Fantasy stuff, and somebody commented my inner 11-year-old self smiled, and I'm like, damn.
Aw.
You know,
I do
yeah, I
like your
thought about,
smile, Kuda.
Mm-hmm.
huh?
I do
Nah, I
like
have
your
a whole,
smile.
I have a bad smile.
No, there's
I just
some
laugh a
people's
lot. That's why.
there's some people smiles that as soon as you see it, it makes you smile too. Like there's some people where you're like, "Ooh, don't do that again." But then there's other people
Mm-hmm.
where you're like, "Oh my gosh," and you have one
Yeah,
of those.
I appreciate that. Yeah, I mean, laughing is good for you. It can be contagious. So
Yeah.
For sure. For sure. It
yeah.
typically is. But then it depends, right? If you're talking to somebody who is in low energy or
Mm-hmm.
they are depressed or whatever, then it's not so contagious. You have to work a little harder to pull that out of them.
Right.
Mm.
But I think like I'll tell you a story. When I was little, I used to have an effect on my uncle that no one else could have, and it was simply just um, bringing a joy or a jovialness out of him that most times people didn't see. But that I think naturally my childlike nature, even though I was still a child, it just was something that brings it out. It brings it out of people still to this day, but for him particularly, because I think a lot of people just saw him as a curmudgeonly old man. But whenever he was around me, it was nothing but smiles and laughter. So
You just brought it out of him. You had a
yeah,
way of just bringing it out of him. I guess he was like because like you just I don't know. Certain people just do that. Certain people have that kind of effect on others.
yep.
Like when they come into a room, they just light it up and everything.
Yep. Again, the sun. Leo is ruled by the sun. So any Leo you know, if they are operating in high vibration energy, they
Mm.
will tend to have that effect no matter what. But obviously, it goes deeper than just your sun sign. It's also where your other placements are as well. Shout out to 18th letter
Mm-hmm.
in the building. Hi, 18th.
Salute, Rakim.
Yeah.
Salute, Rakim.
Yeah, my bad, yo. I don't know why it keeps going out.
That's okay.
Mm.
I'll keep adding you.
I know, right? My bad.
It's
Mm.
all good. It's all good.
Hi,
I
I'm
was
the
saying
stepbrother
I
from
don't know
another
how to
mother
keep
that
up.
she likes to tease.
Mm-hmm.
What's going on? Is it
Neymar.
Neymar.
Nayama?
Neymar.
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 Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
okay.
Not to be confused with
Hi.
Neymar. Neymar.
Neymar.
Neymar.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would say it was hard to keep up with like all of these zodiac signs and like the houses and stuff like that. Cause that's kind of where I stopped. Like when I started learning about the houses and stuff, I'm like, damn, I'm gonna have to sit down with this one. So that's kind of where I kind of,
Mm-hmm.
struggle with when it comes to zodiac, like the houses and
Mm.
stuff. But like
Well,
personally,
let's talk about that because
um,
it's really it I can explain it to you simply. I'm going to pull up a visual to explain
okay,
it, but it's very simple. So, just like there are 12 signs in the zodiac, each sign also has a house. So,
right.
there's also 12 houses in the zodiac. If you look at this wheel, you'll see in the center of it all the numbers 1 through 12. So it starts here where Aries, this is why Aries is considered the first sign of the zodiac, and you go all the way around to the last sign of the zodiac, which is Pisces. That's the 12th house. So as you can see, each house represents a certain energy. First house, self. That makes sense, right?
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Aries is all about the self. Um, Taurus, the second house, is about value. The third house,
Mm,
Gemini, communication. Gemini is ruled by Mercury. Mercury is the planet of communication. Okay.
mm.
So when you're thinking about houses, it's whatever your sign is whatever it is. But then the house that it represents, it's how it expresses itself. So Capricorn, I don't know what house your sun is in, but let's just say it's in the ninth house, which represents higher learning. That means that as a Capricorn, you prioritize higher learning.
Yeah, 9 is my life path number. I thought it was 8 for a long time. It was 9.
Yeah, but that's something different. Life path number and houses do not correlate.
No, I'm just saying the number 9 always follows me, so I wouldn't be
Okay.
surprised. Yeah, yeah,
Okay.
For
9
some odd
follows
reason,
me.
I'm stuck on 7, but
Yeah,
See,
when
it's
you
stuck
pull
on
up your
7.
chart,
Mm,
but when you
mm,
pull up your chart, AB, it'll tell you what house of Aquarius your sun is in. So you're an Aquarius, yes, but
hmm
depending on what house that Aquarius was in at the moment of your birth, that is how you express your Aquariusness, for example. And for me, I'm a Leo, but Leo was not in the fifth house when I was born. Leo was in the eighth house, which rules transformation, rebirth. This is probably why I have such an affinity towards Scorpios because
hmm
my Leo sun, or the sun and the moon were in Leo when I was born. So my sun and moon are in Leo, right? But as you see here on the wheel, Leo is the fifth house. You see the number five is correspondent to Leo, and that rules pleasure.
mm
Maybe not a coincidence that I end my streams by saying peace, ease, and whatever you please, because I'm all about the heart. I'm all about pleasing. Um,
Mm-hmm.
however, it expresses itself in transformation, rebirth for me. So I've been through a lot of things in life. My life has taken on many different um, expressions, let's call them, because
hmm
I've had to deal with birth and rebirth so many times within my life that I've had to transform a lot. You guys are witnessing another transformation right now. I'm a different Toya than I was when I came into the space. I've already experienced two transformations within that 4 year time,
hmm
4 year
Oh, we
period.
remember one of them.
Okay, name it. Name one.
What was it? There was a time you were like, you had ah, can't really describe it exactly how you transform. You know, it's just like,
You said you remember one though. So what
I
do you
remember how
remember?
you were I don't remember exactly you transformed. I remember like you had to make some changes in your life, so to speak, when you relocated from Jersey to Texas for a
There
while.
you go. That is one. That is one that I was referring to. So there's two
Mhm.
major
Um,
ones, right? One
I
And
was
remember
my
you
moon.
shaved your head for a little bit.
yeah.
But that was how you guys met me. So that wasn't a transformation that you witnessed.
Okay.
I had already had a shaved head when I came to the space. Um
Okay.
I had actually done that maybe 4 or 5 months before I even stumbled upon the space.
Hmm.
So
Okay.
that's how you guys met me.
Uh,
But in the time that I started creating content, like Nema just said, you witnessed me to make the decision to and follow through on moving to Texas. That
yes.
was a major
And
transformation for sure.
also you dropped a lot of weight. I remember.
Right? But again, not a transformation that you witnessed. That happened
hmm
in 2010. So I
Yeah.
wasn't
Oh
even
yeah,
thinking
you
about the
mentioned that.
space back then.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You mentioned it. We were just because I remember that. I remember you moving to Texas, then coming back to Jersey.
Yep.
I also remember like
Are you sure that's the
having your
same
mother
person?
on.
It is.
No.
Promise.
Well, Toya is a household name. That's the
hmm
one.
Hmm.
Household name.
Yeah.
Whether I want to be or
Um.
not, Kuda.
Right. I know.
It's
I
all
know a
cool. It's
couple
cool,
of them.
Coda.
After the big chop, started growing your hair.
Hmm.
Yeah,
Um,
while I was in Texas, I started growing my hair.
mhm.
but I was
The
So
keeping
what are
it
you
movie.
short
growing out
for a
dreads?
while. Now,
Yeah.
yeah, I started my lock journey in July of 2023, so it's been a year
Mm-hmm.
and some change
You
now.
fully locked already now.
Mm-hmm. Not easy to maintain locks. I mean, yikes.
I
You
think
gotta
it's
distract
relative.
yourself. Yeah, it is easy after a while, but you do gotta
Yeah.
distract yourself in the beginning.
I
Yeah,
think
you
the
know, gotta
hardest
watch
part
every
for me
twister.
has been realizing that I can't keep my hair as kempt as I've always done. That's probably been the hardest part of my lock journey, like nestling into the fact that I'm going to have new growth more often than not. It's going to be
Yeah,
fuzzy and frizzy. I'm going to have,
yeah.
like, I don't know if you have any of these,
It's a
Kuda,
natural
but
look.
I have
Mhm.
some boneless locks, is what I call them.
Yeah.
I have
So
a
like,
few that are
yeah.
just really thin and refuse to like puff up or stay locked. Like there's a
Mm-hmm.
few
Mm-hmm.
on my head that have not locked yet,
If,
even
I
though
mean,
it's
if
been
that
over a
happens,
year.
just gonna happen at your new growth. So you're right
Yeah,
about new growth. What happens, gonna happen at your new growth.
yeah.
So those are gonna turn into
And
tips.
I've never had the patience for locks, so I just just
Me
stuff in
neither.
box braids and whatnot.
I would
And
love to
braids
know
up.
what you look like, Nema. I have like you know how you see somebody, you talk to them, and you just
Mm-hmm.
imagine what they might look like.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
I have an image in my head just based on some of the things you told us about your physical attributes. But I would love
Mm-hmm.
to know if I'm anywhere close to what you actually look like.
It's I don't know. Maybe in the future I might show my face, but but that would be like
I'm not asking you to. I'm just saying that I would love to know.
Mm-hmm.
No pressure as far as
I
that
don't
goes.
know. I mean, because where I come from, we have a very unique appearance and everything. So, but I also I joke about having vitiligo, which is very prominent on my face,
Yes,
and I
one of
learned
my
that.
best friends has it, and I was around to witness his skin change from when we were younger to now.
Yeah. Hmm.
Wow.
I mean, it's interesting,
I think that Legos. I'm not gonna say it's cool, but like I think it's cool.
Yeah, I
Oh no,
think
it's
it is
okay.
too. I think it is too,
And,
especially when you have people like Winnie Harlow like making it fashion, for example.
Yeah.
yeah.
I
Mm-hmm.
think it's
Hmm.
great when you have people who are out in the front and telling folks about it so as not to be scared of it because I think there was a time where there was a stigma attached to it where people would point and stare at you, but I don't think that
I think
happens so
Michael could
much
have done
now.
it. You think Michael
Michael
Jackson could
Jackson
have
had
done
it.
it?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
There was a
I
I
think he
forgot
could
what
have
his
done
name, a
it. If
gentleman.
anybody could have
Yeah.
done it, it would have been him.
Hmm. It
Yeah, but
started with
I
his
don't think
hand.
he really talked a lot about it. Like he
Mm,
wasn't like taking the
It went
standpoint of
left.
being an advocate of educating
no.
people.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it went and left. Like, wasn't it like right before his like bad era, right? Like right before the bad era.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It actually started. You have to go back to like Thriller because remember he was wearing like the rhinestone gloves and everything
Mhm.
yeah,
because it started on his hand on one of his hands,
Okay.
yeah.
and that's where it
Mm-hmm.
started. And that's where then
But
it started
I
on
mean,
his face. And
right after he got rid of the vitiligo, though, his bad era was like I think that was his best era, right? I think technically,
no,
What's up, Big
because
Maple?
remember,
Thriller
uh,
came before the bad era. Bad was like '80s, right?
Bad was 87. Thriller was 82.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so bad was late '80s. Okay,
Yeah, Thriller came out in October of '82. I remember
so
because I
early
was like
'80s.
a
Okay,
month and a half at that time.
yeah, he went red pill like mid '80s, bro. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But I remember in my personal life, in me personally, I remember I went grocery shopping one time and I noticed there was a woman
So Andre,
and yeah, yeah, Andre.
That's Big
But
Maple
anyway,
Leaf.
yeah, baby, yeah, little Maple Leaf. Hey, what up, man?
Big,
Mm-hmm.
big Maple Leaf.
Little
Put some
Maple
respect
Leaf.
on his name.
He's like a little brother. He's around the same age as my
He
youngest
is.
sibling. So
He is.
I call him my little brother.
Mhm.
Mm-hmm.
That's my little brother. Um, but I remember one time I crossed paths with this woman here. She was with her kids, and I looked at her. I said, and I know she had vitiligo very well pronounced on her hands.
Mhm.
I looked at it and I said, your hands are beautiful. I said, and she said, what? Your hands are beautiful. And then she noticed my face and I said, oh. And she had a big laugh about it. But we were really we were able to
Were
interact
you
about it and understand.
flirting?
No, I wasn't flirting. I wasn't flirting.
Would you
I
date a
wasn't
girl with
flirting.
vitiligo?
No, this is a woman. This was a grown woman, and
Wow.
and she was just it
Yeah,
was we
sorry, I
going
got to get
grocery
ready to go.
shopping. Oh,
Okay.
okay. Hey, take care, AB.
All
Hope
right,
everything works out to you
Have
on
a
this Sunday. Have a blessed
fantastic
Sunday.
day, and thank you for coming and
Yeah,
joining us.
sure, no problem.
Peace,
yeah.
baby.
Oh, by the way, before I continue, considering what day it is today, have you guys rolled your clocks back for an hour?
Yeah, you don't have to do it
I
anymore. It
felt
kind of just
something,
happens.
but I didn't know that was it.
Yeah. Excuse me.
Yeah, all the clocks are digital now, so you don't have to
Yeah.
actually roll them back. They just do it themselves.
Well, yeah. Unfortunately, there's certain things we still have that are analog. However, and sometimes you
Okay.
gotta roll the clock back, like the clock on the wall.
Okay, yeah. I
So,
don't
but
have
yeah,
any of those.
consider yourself fortunate. My
Well,
case.
I mean, not that I wouldn't know how to, but I appreciated the extra hour of sleep. I'll tell you that.
Mm-hmm. And it's on a Saturday. They had to do that, so you knew, anybody who
I don't
was
think you
having,
guys can hear.
they had an extra hour just to while out too.
You know
Well,
what
let me go
I
ahead and
find
come back.
funny? We
Mm-hmm.
call it daylight savings time, but when we roll the clocks forward, why don't we call it daylight spendings time? I'm serious.
Brilliant!
Like, why don't we do that? I really honestly
Brilliant! No, 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 no. I said brilliant. I'm
I heard
serious.
you. I heard you. But yeah, I'm like, why don't we call it daylight spendings time? Because we're spending more daylight. I don't know.
Man, up here in Norway, I remember like because they have it on specific dates. What they do here is like the last Sunday of October. That's when you roll the
My bad.
clocks back 1 hour.
Okay.
But on the last Sunday of I'm sorry, the last Saturday night, Sunday morning of October, they roll the clocks back. Yes, but they do the same thing on the last Saturday night, Sunday morning in March to roll the clocks forward.
Wait, so
And
the clock went back last night, right?
that's
Sure did.
correct. It's
Okay,
winter time
I didn't
now.
feel it.
Hmm
Come here, girl.
What
She
what
wants my
um
attention so bad right now.
What you got?
what
Who you
time is
talking to,
it?
Toya?
Kitty cat.
What hold
My
on.
grandmother's kitty
Oh,
cat.
okay.
What time is it where you at, Toya?
It is 10:34 a.m.
Okay, it's 10:34. Okay. All right, so we back on the same time because you guys were an hour ahead of me. Like half the
Hmm.
year, you guys are an hour ahead of me, and then the
Hmm
other half of the year, we're the same time, but like 12 hours.
Can you hear her purring? She's on my lap right now.
Hang on.
No,
Not really. Can't really hear her purr.
yeah,
What
she's a
breed is
white
she?
cat. It's the older cat.
No, she's only a year old.
Oh, so she's
Oh,
a
it's just a
baby.
kitty.
Stop
It's just a kitten.
trying to step on my laptop, girl. You gotta sit down. She wants
Oh
my
man.
attention so bad. My goodness.
Oh, yeah, you got
She's an indoor cat
Velcro
or an
cat.
outdoor cat.
She's indoor. She's indoor. It's crazy. Like
Uh,
one of the reasons why I didn't want to move back home with my mom and my grandmother is because they have four cats in here, and I'm allergic to cats.
Oh shit.
oh.
Yeah. So like there was one
Like
that
pet
was
dander.
already yeah, there was one that was already here that I didn't have an issue with because one doesn't really do too much.
Hmm
But then last year my grandmother brought three from a litter, and
hmm
it's just to me it's too many cats under one roof. Now the one that was already here was an indoor outdoor. She goes outside every day. But the other
hmm
three that are sisters, they stay in the house. One's all gray,
Wait, four
one's
girls?
all blue. Yes, exactly.
Jesus.
So it's a house full of cunts. Okay?
Ah!
Um,
Oh, consider yourself fortunate. I remember.
My
really
house a
did.
It was
clean though.
actually you're right. You're right. You're right. A
Is
lot
it
of cunts, a
fortunate?
lot of cunt energy. You can't deal with them. There's too
No,
much negativity up in here. Too much
exactly.
feminine energy.
It's too much feminine energy for sure. Way too much.
Too much
I'm
feminine
glad I
energy.
I'm glad I have a job and I'll be out of the house for like 12 hours a day, Monday through Friday. So
Yeah.
that gives me
Oh,
a nice
that's
reprieve
great.
until I get back on my
Okay.
feet and get my own place again. This has been
Get your shit
3
together.
months of sneezing and sniffling.
Okay.
And then
It's
fall allergies are a
time.
different beast than spring allergies.
Uh,
Fall allergies are the worst.
Yeah.
Man, I got an uncle, I got a cousin who both have allergies. I got a younger brother who's apparently who's allergic to pollen. So it's springtime is worse for him. So I can imagine how bad it is for them. It's just constant sneezing and everything.
Yeah, I don't have
Um,
I used to have seasonal allergies, but I really don't suffer
mhm,
from them anymore. It's really only when I'm
mhm,
around dogs or cats now.
yeah. Oh,
Just the dander. You have
Yep.
to take Claritin. You take Claritin, or which one do you do? Claritin or what's the
I've
other
just
one?
been thugging it out, honestly. I've just been thugging it out because I don't like taking anything besides
Right,
huh?
vitamins.
Fair
right.
enough.
So I just keep
You
a
feel it
box of
real good.
tissues in my bedroom and I try to like not rub my eyes, you know?
Uh-huh. Oh
Yeah.
yeah, I can imagine that. Was it like I remember one time I was seeing a woman, but she had a cat.
Hmm.
Now I have two brothers. One of them is allergic to pollen. The other is apparently has a minor cat allergy, and I wasn't sure if I was allergic cat. So we stopped by and we had stopped by the pharmacy. Had to get some surgical masks.
Hmm.
And so when I got to the place, I met this cat. He's a Norwegian forest cat. He's a very mischievous cat. He's an outdoors cat, but he's very temperamental. But when I came near him, I didn't have any issues. But it took the fun out of wearing the mask because I was hoping I could just do like the Darth Vader voice around him or something like that for
Okay.
shits and giggles.
I love
Luke,
shits and
I'm
giggles.
your father. All right, rest in peace, power of paradise, James Earl Jones.
Yeah.
I ain't gonna lie. This year was bloody as hell too. Nobody never just called it out yet. We lost so many people. We lost so many people this year. So
Hmm. Well, some
And
of
and
them
you
it was
know
their time to go.
the end of the year is when we start to see a whole lot of that. So we brace
yeah, the road
yourselves.
to
Especially
yeah the road to Thanksgiving and to Christmas is fucking wow.
Hmm.
Didn't Betty White
yeah,
die
yeah.
like the day before New Year's?
She did, and I'll never forget that. Like, dang, she
Yeah,
almost made it.
She lived
yeah.
to hey, she had a good run. She had a good run. But it was her time to go. She had a good run. She was
Yeah.
the last of she was the last of the Golden Girls. Can you believe it?
Yeah. What
Yeah.
Barbara Walters doing?
Wait, is she still with us?
Barbara
I'm gonna
Walters?
have
Yeah,
to look that up. Yeah.
yeah.
You gotta
Oprah done
be
took her
kidding.
spot.
Oh no, she
Y'all,
died. She died in 2022. She died on December
Yeah.
wait,
30th
Barbara,
of 2022.
wait, she died?
Yeah.
Dang.
God
She
rest her
died
soul.
at 93.
93. Oh,
She was
okay.
that
So she was
old?
Yep.
yeah.
She made it to 93. She died
Hey.
right before
Dang. I mean, she was
2023.
doing interviews in her 80s.
She was. She was
Damn.
diagnosed with dementia in 2017 and it progressed quickly. Yo, you know what I want to
Oh.
know about that? Is that just something that everybody gets when they get old, or do some people not get dementia?
I think it's the
There are
trauma
people
of
who
living.
don't.
It's the trauma of
Go ahead,
living. You
Queen.
taking too much information.
Yeah, I feel like
I
you might
think
be right about that.
I
You
think
go
there might
crazy.
be there's a genetic component to that, but that
There is a genetic component. There is. You're right.
mhm.
But I just
But the
wonder
thing
like
is
why some people get hit so hard with it versus others.
I think it has a lot to do because it's not just genetics. There's there's the concept of epigenetics, Like certain genes are activated due to
Yeah,
certain conditions.
yeah.
So some people could have that, could be genetically predisposed to have a disorder, but not necessarily develop it. But some people, I don't know, it could be they have the genetic predisposition, they have the, they're predisposed to it, and the right circumstances causes it.
This is why I
So
love Google.
excuse me.
I said, this is
Google
why I
be
love
lying
Google.
sometimes though. Google be lying like shit.
Okay, it says
Yeah.
epigenetics is a field of study that can help explain how dementia develops and progresses, and how
Hmm.
environmental factors interact with genetics to increase the risk.
Yep.
Epigenetics relates to dementia by modifications that can be induced by
Wow.
environmental factors and can increase the risk
Hmm.
of chronic conditions like neurodegeneration. Wow.
Hmm.
Because also, like, Alzheimer's is separate from dementia, but they are closely
Yeah,
linked.
I was gonna mention. Yeah, I was gonna mention Alzheimer's. Yeah.
I mean, Alzheimer's is that is just that's a slow, painful death. I remember comedian Mike Myers when he talked about the death of his father. He said, "When my dad passed away, he was no longer my dad. I lost my dad like years before his
Yeah,
death
My
because his
yeah,
brain
condolences.
had degenerated." Yeah.
yeah.
My
Mike Myers, a
condolences.
comedian. Yeah.
Can you guys hear me?
Yeah,
Yes,
we
I
hear you,
can.
Kuda. I can
Okay,
hear you
my
clear,
bad.
loud and
My
clear,
bad.
brother. That's
Yeah,
cool.
my bad. 'Cause I'm like all these people back here partying and shit.
Yeah, they are partying hard. It sounds like you about to go get a plate. Get me some.
Yeah, I know, right? Shit. It's hot as hell. I'm about to have when I come back, I'm gonna have a hot food contest because like I can eat anything hot now. Like being out here, like I never ate
Hmm.
food this damn hot, man. Shit, I tear some shit up back in the shit.
What do you mean,
Hmm.
Alzheimer's? I didn't say that. I said Alzheimer's. I didn't say Alzheimer's.
Alzheimer's is
He said
funny as shit.
Andre, she said Alzheimer's as in the brain disorder.
Yeah,
He didn't hear you
Alzheimer's.
right. It is
Alzheimer's.
cool. Now, if
Somebody
we were
called the
talking
Amber
about,
Lamp. Amber Lamps is crazy.
It is. It is.
uh,
Somebody called the Amber
it could
Lamp.
ambulance.
Somebody called the Amber Lamp. Oh shit.
Uh,
I think that's look because like Toya's a grammar and a word Nazi, right? Rightfully so, because I get it. But it's like I think it's better. I think it's better for you to like. It's good that you get like word jokes,
hmm.
Yeah,
you know,
because I'm not
instead of
like,
making you mad.
yeah, like I do. And that's the thing. I can appreciate, I tell people all the time, I can appreciate slang. I can appreciate
Yeah,
alliteration. I really can.
yeah.
It's not that I feel like it has no place. It's just that if we're,
Intentionally is good. Yeah,
yeah, like if we're
yeah.
if we're just using the wrong word knowingly, then that's a problem. But if you don't know, like if you know that you're just using a colloquialism, for example, that's
Mm,
fine. There's a place for that. But when you're
mm.
speaking, like when you're speaking intelligently about something, then you need to use the proper form of the word. If we're having lighthearted conversation, it's fine not to. So I just want, it's just one of those things where I think people need to leave space to learn, right? Cuz for example,
Yeah.
I was just going to talk about that when you mentioned it, because a lot of, you'll hear people say rampant. Rampant is not a word. Rampant is the word that they're trying to say,
Yeah,
but
rampant.
because they've
Yeah,
heard
yeah.
it said wrong so many times, people really think RAMPID is a word, and it's RAMPANT, which is not
Oh, I didn't even
pronounced
think
that
about it
way.
like that.
Yeah.
Here's a
Okay.
word. Here's a word I use a lot, but I use it in proper context, and that is frivolous. You know
Yeah,
what I'm saying? Because people
yeah,
will say certain things. They will say certain things frivolously.
Mhm.
yeah.
Or flippantly.
Yeah. flippantly, out of
Yes.
context.
Yes.
And sometimes you just look at people like, do you even know how to use that word? Do you even know the definition of that word?
Andre
Just like,
in the chat with jokes. Yeah, I know what ramping means in Jamaican. If in patois, that's a totally different subject though.
Yeah, but hold up, but Andre, that's not ramping. It's like rump.
Right.
R-O. Yeah.
Right.
You want to rump with me, boy?
Right.
Rump.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah,
Specific versus
Pacific is crazy.
specific.
Yeah, yeah,
Oh my
Pacific is crazy.
gosh.
Yeah, yeah, that's wonderful. Yeah, yeah,
Specifically, instead of
yeah,
specifically, they say specifically. I'm like,
yeah.
The
who
one
was
that's
it?
grinding my gears the most right now, the most hot button one that's bothering me
What's
is
that, Peter Griffin?
it's also too because that's redundant.
Wait, say that again.
When people say also too,
In okay, okay. Like when they're adding in something.
it bothers me to no end when people say also too
Hmm.
because it means the same thing. Why are you saying
Right,
also
Andre.
also?
Hmm.
I have a habit of saying like second. Sometimes I say like
Me myself
I'll use
personally.
I me myself personally. I on the other hand, or I'll
Yeah, see
say
that there's nothing wrong with I on the other hand, but I myself personally, you just said me. That's literally what you just said.
uh I personally do not
Damn,
look
yeah,
at
that is
this
like three
as a good
different
way of
me
saying,
contexts.
Yeah,
or like double negative sometimes.
yeah.
We don't know
Never not.
nothing. Never not.
Yeah, truthfully honest.
But that, but
Exactly.
the fucked up part is that all of these big words, shouts to UFO kamikazes, word salad. But the fucked up part is that the people that curse the most are actually the more truthful.
Yeah.
Hey, Chef Mike. Whoa, was
Yeah,
that a
that's a
Halloween
good one.
costume? But
For all
that's nice. That's
intents
a
and
nice avatar.
purposes, and it's
What, Papa
also
Legba?
yeah,
Is it
Papa
Papa
Legba.
Legba?
Mhm.
What you mean? Oh, I thought it was. I was thinking more like Baron Samedi.
Samdi.
Samedi or Samedi? Okay, Samedi.
Samdi
Okay, Baron Samedi. Okay, I
in
keep getting that
French.
like
En
oh Samedi.
français.
Oh, it's French. It's French. Okay,
Mhm.
I was thinking West African.
Mhm.
You know,
Samedi. Samdi.
is it Samedi? Baron Samedi. Okay, because I was thinking Baron Samedi. Or something like that. But
Yeah.
yeah, I was wrong. Eh? Pardonnez-moi. Excusez-moi.
My friend had a mixtape named Samadhi.
I love when I'm able to pull out some of my language knowledge on
Hmm.
people because they
Mhm.
always get surprised, especially when I bring out my Hindi. Yo, you got to see the
Arre!
Indians go crazy when I speak Hindi to them.
I'm studying to get my TEFL. I'm like, man, I gotta hit up Toya. This is annoying.
I got a good friend. There's a friend of
'Cause
mine.
I know you know how to make it make sense. You know.
Yeah. Everything is talk outable. That's my that's my addition to this language, right? Talk outable is not a word, but you know what I mean when I say it.
Yeah.
Hmm. Talk audible.
Yeah.
Yeah.
A word or a concept that can be used within context of a certain conversation.
Yep. Exactly. But if I could get people to stop saying also too, I would be a happy camper.
Furthermore, as well, let's not forget that.
You gotta be able to teach a 7-year-old. You gotta be able to explain it to a 7-year-old. I don't know
Right.
why they use the age 7, but yeah, that is a phenomenal age to start learning all of this stuff.
Andre, cut it out. I'm definitely not. Them Indians do not mess with me like that. They do not.
No,
So
No.
you don't
no.
eat chicken Bahraini. You don't eat
I do.
samosas.
Chicken
I
I
tandoori.
know you
love
do.
let me tell you something. I just bought a
I,
box of
I,
vegetable samosas yesterday.
those samosas are
Okay.
bomb as hell.
They are. You
Um,
throw them in the air
Yeah.
fryer. My favorite, I think my favorite Indian
You eat
like
hummus? Black people don't know
mm,
about hummus. You eat hummus?
hummus. Yes, I eat hummus.
hummus.
You
Yeah.
pronounce
You,
it
you
hummus,
I grew
but
up in the
yes.
Middle East, so you
All
know.
right, Toya. Hummus.
Yes, I
How
do.
you
I like
pronounce it?
it. I like it a
Hummus.
lot.
Uh, what about Baba Ganoush?
Baba
That's
ganoush.
okay. It's not my favorite. But it's okay.
Yeah, yeah.
But
I think
yeah,
all of that
I
stuff is a delicacy.
I love Indian food though. Pakoras are my favorite Indian snack, and
What about
that's
non
just
bread,
fried
and
vegetables. Pakoras
Chapati,
is usually
naan
onion,
bread.
eggplant.
Hmm.
I love those. What's up, Big Maple? What's
so
good?
do you love India enough to vote for Kamala?
No, no, I don't. No, I do not.
Oh my God. What's your thoughts on like the sisters that's for and not for Kamala? Like, I know. Have you seen the difference?
Um, it's just more hive mind rhetoric.
Mm,
Like from down to her being an AKA. It's hive mind rhetoric. If there's one thing you know about me, I am not of the hive. No hive, none of
Hmm.
them.
mm,
And I think it's
mm.
like a gift from being an only child. I don't have any sisters and I'm not trying to buy none. So I'm good. Like I just
Right,
really I'm not
right,
into jumping on bandwagons. No, thank you. Like I know some people think that
right.
she's a black woman. I happen to be one woman who does not see her as a black woman, and that's fine. You know,
Mm.
I just
So,
don't.
Do you
so
think people are bugging though? Because people try to make black people feel some type of way about the lineage thing, but you got white people looking at her the same way. Yeah, why she
Yeah,
pretending to be black? You know?
right. I think
Yeah.
people want to latch on to things that look familiar. It's the same way we were just having a conversation about words. People think that because a word sounds like something that they've heard before, it must be the same word. And it's like, no,
Yeah.
that's a totally different word.
Certain
Antonyms,
things are just said
synonyms.
frivolously, you
Right.
know. Some
Yeah.
things are just said throw without just they just throw words around or bandy them around with reckless abandon.
Exactly. And I'm not a reckless abandon kind of chick. I love
Only
boundaries and
only
parameters.
person only person who should be reckless among us is everybody's favorite second hardest working Haitian down in South Florida after Wyclef Jean. Yes, I'm talking about
Yeah.
Mr. Z.
Oh, shout out to Mr. Z. That's my real
Shout out
brother
to
right
Mr.
there.
Z. Yeah, I'm supposed to get Mr. Z. Cool.
Mm.
I'm
Black
gonna say
people.
good morning to everybody, and
You know what I'm saying?
Toya, it was good to meet you.
Hey,
So, Toya,
You got
wagwan
smoke
bread
for me,
man.
Andre?
What you
you said
do,
you're not a
man?
part. You said you're not a part of any hive. What about the beehive?
Nope, never been. Never
Man,
been.
Beyonce tripping, Cardi tripping,
Yeah.
goddamn Lizzo tripping,
But
Megan
Ugh.
honestly,
tripping.
are they tripping or are they just doing more of the same that has always been done? That's how I look
Yeah.
at it. It's just
Well,
more of the
I
same.
know the check cleared. The check cleared. So
Exactly. Everybody's
yeah,
for sale. And once you realize that, a lot of this stuff will start making sense to you in terms of your participation wasn't needed anyway. But good luck.
mm,
Mm-hmm.
That's how I
Because
look
even,
at it.
because
I'm a
even,
little nihilist when it comes to politics.
because
Fair
even Cardi
enough.
you
B
gotta
speaking
be.
out recently, like even
Yeah.
Cardi B speaking out recently, like, are you really surprised? Like,
But they ramping up this last quarter. They going crazy at black people, man. Like it's like damn. It's like we get it. Yeah, go vote. Cool. Good.
No
They
voting,
bringing
no
out people
bucking.
they're bringing out people we don't even care about. Look, y'all, it's CeeLo Green. It's like, oh, okay. There's only like three songs I want to hear, and then I'm about to leave. But like, okay.
Mhm.
it's crazy that they even used Cardi B to speak in the first place, like admitting to like drugging dudes and doing all kinds
Well,
of
I think
weird
she spoke
stuff.
for like Bernie
And like,
Sanders a couple years ago. I thought she was pro Trump, but I forgot that was Amber Rose. I forget. It's like, why are you using these people? Like, it's like, what is going on? Like, you
and even
know,
worse than her admitting all that stuff, like she even had the nerve to be in a movie about the same stuff.
yeah. And she forgot. Like, she went up there and choked. Like, She had to get her phone that she couldn't read the shit on her phone. The teleprompter, I guess. Whoever's programming Kamala's teleprompter, they setting her ass up. You know, you got to be in charge of that shit.
I'm just waiting for who she really is to come out.
I don't want to see it. I don't. It's not even worth seeing by the time
I
we
don't
see it.
I don't want to see it. I know it's going to be disappointing, but the reason why is
Mhm.
cuz I want everybody to eat crow.
What do you mean eat crow?
All the people who swear they know that she's a black woman or that she's this or that, I
Eat
want
humble
it
Okay,
pie.
okay,
I want it to all
okay.
come out so that they can all eat crow and be like, "Well, we thought, well, I thought."
If
Yeah,
she
you
came
thought.
out with like some collard, if she came out with like some collard greens or some or a sauce or something, would you review it?
Oh my God, absolutely not.
Ah,
I would be so offended.
I'd review it, but I would be critical of
Yeah,
Kamala's barbecue sauce, and she got like the little Texas hat on and shit.
for real.
Oh god.
For real. If Joe Biden could come up on the Breakfast Club and say if you don't vote for me, you ain't black, then she might as well come out with some chitlins or something. Some
Yeah, I
I
mean
don't
a,
it's
care.
a
you
watermelon
know
blend.
we
Like,
we
I,
actually get the black slavery jokes like it actually blends over well with black people, but
Hmm.
like,
it's just like it's bad though. It's at our detriment.
like,
Yeah.
Like we'll
I
laugh
heard.
at being shorted.
I think she's just code switching because, like, she's a black woman. I seen a video of her saying she's Indian, like out of her own mouth, and
Yeah.
like someone else was telling me that apparently she, I don't know if it was like a video she did like in Montreal for whatever reason, but she was there speaking French and shit, sounding like one of them. So I don't
Yeah,
know.
they said she's Canadian. They said she's not even American. Like she's
Nah,
Canadian,
She
but
grew
she
she's
up.
was
got
born
No,
Indian,
in the U.S.
actually,
Jamaican.
but
she
she
grew
grew
up
up
in
in
Canada. She grew up mostly in Canada. She grew up for
Yeah.
the most part in Canada, but she's not a Canadian like that because she was born in Cali. She moved
Uh,
to Canada when she was a kid with her mother, and so
that shit
she spent some
confusing.
time in
That's
Ontario
confusing.
and Quebec. So naturally, she speaks French. So
That's
what's the problem?
confusing. Yeah, that shit confusing.
Eh,
You're
I mean, if
Canadian, Indian, Jamaican. Went to school at Howard University.
she
And
became an
pledged
AKA,
AKA.
Yeah,
Hmm.
yeah, yeah, AKA, nigga. Shout outs to Beach though. Beach is AKA. I asked the question like, do you guys feel some type of way about I won't say being ruled, but having somebody in charge that's a part of like let's say masonry or fraternity or sorority and stuff like that. Do you guys trust those type of people to be in charge? That's what I'm saying.
The cynical one has stepped into the building. Shout out to the
Yes,
cynical.
cynical at the
mhm.
pinnacle.
Hmm.
That's nice. That's a nice one. The cynical of the pinnacle.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So would you guys trust somebody that's in a I guess a secret society?
No. Why? Which is why
And
I'm not in one. But again, it's not. It like this is what I mean about being so removed from the process. I feel very much like my opinion doesn't even matter. So like, why do you care if I vote or not? Like, this is how I look at it. Like, if you're not down with the quote unquote team or in a hive, none of this really matters. I opt
But
out.
but I get the inclination that you look at it as more of like freedom, not like oh don't vote. It's not gonna matter anyway. I think you look at it more of like freedom,
Yeah,
right?
because to me, if it's a right, I have the right to participate or not.
mhm.
Right.
That's
So
just
you're
it.
not
Like,
looking at it like oh my vote don't count, so why do it anyway? It's not like one of those useless kind of things. More so a freedom thing.
yeah, I think it doesn't count. I do think it doesn't count, but I also think that what does count is something that I would never be a part of anyway. Like, I think if you're not in a certain tax bracket to affect change, then really you're just a cog in the wheel. And I'm very clear on the
Right.
fact that that's what I am in terms of
Your
where
head
I sit
count.
in society. Yeah. Like,
Right, right.
so so I can choose to either go in the line with everybody else and get behind somebody, or I could go a path that nobody else is taking and still live a life. So
What do
that's
you
why I
think would happen? What do you think would happen? I mean, not even just, well, I will even say with women also, if Kamala becomes president.
what do I think will happen with women?
Well, what do you think will happen in general? And then if you think something will happen with women, what do you think will happen?
Um, I I think I think there will be like a whole bunch of fake pride about the first, whatever you want to call her, woman president.
Mm,
There will be a lot of fake pride about that, and again,
Mm.
everything is marketing, right? How lucrative can we make this moment? So I don't think
mm,
it's really about policy. It boils down to America, like, and I'm sure you can attest to this, DJ Kuda, being outside of the country. If you go anywhere outside of this country, everybody's laughing at us. So it'll just be more
yeah,
fodder for that. Like, we're idiots.
yeah.
Like, generally, by and large, Americans are idiots. I do not think I am an idiot. However, when it comes to awareness about the world around us, we think we are it, and we are not. And so for that reason, I feel like it'll just be some kind of marketing push or ploy to
Mm.
talk about, oh, look at how progressive. No, there's other countries who've been electing women as their leaders for years, and
No,
we're
but I mean,
just now.
I can see it the same way because it's like, I can see why other countries would call us idiots.
I can
Even though I
too.
personally don't think I'm one, but yeah, yeah. I've done a lot of dumb shit too, so you know.
When I studied abroad, that was when I realized how foolish I was, because I was
Yeah.
bringing up things that were only relatable to you if you were an American. Them kids in that
Yeah.
class that grew up in Australia had no idea what I was talking about. And I thought that
Mm,
it was so major. I thought I was making points,
mm.
and I was not. No one
I
cares.
mean,
No one cares
that's the
about our
world.
popular
Yeah.
culture. No one cares about the things that we think are so major and detrimental. The
Yeah.
minute that the world starts to see itself as a community in terms of what happens here is eventually going to happen there, then we'll make some progress. But because we look at ourselves as a singular entity amongst the world of people, this is why we lose.
But I mean, America is isolated. It's an
It is.
isolated incident.
It is.
And Americans aren't used to talking about America as an isolated incident because I'm not even gonna lie. The average American think America is big. America is
Right.
huge. Don't get me
Right.
wrong, but it's
Right.
actually really not
No.
what the average American think it is. Yeah,
Exactly.
yeah,
That's all I'm saying. It's obvious that
right.
this is not the worldview. And because
Yeah,
we obscure the worldview in favor of our own mirror, we just refuse to see it. And
yeah,
that makes us idiots by itself.
yeah, yeah.
You know,
And I
I
mean,
don't
it's a luxury. I mean, a lot of people like to be dumb. Like it's a bliss to be dumb.
ignorance is
Ignorance is
bliss.
bliss.
Ignorance is
Hmm.
bliss, right? It's a bliss to be dumb or gullible.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know?
Or naive even, because
Yeah,
you're just going to be more
but
likely to
not even
believe.
that. Aware of your naivety. You
Naivete,
know?
yes.
Your naivete, yeah. Because see, the thing is, the person that's aware of your naivete is also
Mhm.
the smart person, but even the dummies are aware of it also. Have to be.
Yeah.
It's weird
Yeah, I
how
don't
some people
this is
are.
why I don't like talking about politics, cuz my opinion is
Yeah,
Not the
it's all right. I
popular one.
mean, there's
I
certain
mean, you can't
conversations I
save the
just can't
world.
have with people.
You can't
There's
save
certain
the
people you
world.
just can't.
Yeah, you
Yeah, there's
can't.
certain people you just can't
The
have
only,
certain
the only,
conversations
the
with.
only world, the only world you can save is the term in which you're alive in it, or try to affect what may happen when you go. But you really can't save the world.
No, you cannot. But you can
Yeah.
give
And I
somebody a
mean, I'm
book.
not saying you shouldn't try, huh?
You can give somebody a book though. You can't make them read it, but you can give them a book.
Hmm.
A book is more lucrative than having children for generations to come. A book is more um effective than having a child.
Mhm.
Like I'm being dead ass. Like they've
I
done
know.
studies on it. 'Cause your child will do something completely different. Somebody, a complete stranger, will read your book, soak up all of that information and all that game, and become the person that you even more than that you thought your child could have been.
Yep.
You know? Respectfully though, I mean your child is their own person. They can do whatever the hell they want to do, but y'all know how it go.
BGS
Chicken
says
Fil
drop a like. So if you haven't hit the like button yet, take this as direction.
Hang on a second. Let me check if I did.
Shout out to
Thank you.
BTS.
Shout out to
But
BGS for
yeah, I mean,
sure.
yeah, I mean,
Master teacher here.
your lineage.
I'm going to get
Go ahead.
myself some more water if y'all hear my footsteps.
Oh no, take your time. Uh, so Dre, how you been?
My bad. I was talking about it on the show. Like I'm surprised Michelle Obama didn't run for president. That would have been Democrats would have been showed their hand if she ran.
Nah, not really. Timing
I
is
think she's
everything, you know.
I think she saw the writing on the wall. I think she's a smart woman for not running
Yeah,
for president, to
not
be
running.
honest.
Right,
Yeah,
right.
Yeah,
yeah.
this is
Yeah.
not the best time to do it anyway.
But not only
Yeah.
that, like
Hmm.
again, this I think the scrutiny that it would have invited would not have been worth
Hmm.
the run.
Indeed.
You know, like
I
people
mean,
already didn't like how popular they were and how much people, idolized them. And, even down to us as Black people referring to him as Uncle Barry and, like Auntie Michelle, like we've trivialized it to be
yeah.
something cultural for us versus the
Hmm.
seriousness that I once looked at presidency as being.
Hmm.
But it's relatable. I mean, that's how people relate to it. That's how the black people we encourage that shit. It's the dumbest shit ever.
Yeah, and that exposes our lack of intelligence. That's really all I was
Yeah.
saying. Yeah, BGS says she's not interested, and I'm giving her kudos for that. I wouldn't have been interested either if I was Barack's wife. I would have been like,
Hmm.
okay, now I can nestle back into being your wife and these kids' mom. I'm good.
Well, I mean, it would have been dumb. They would have showed their hand if she had ran. Because the thing is that she don't have no beef with nobody. So to her to try to fabricate a beef with Trump, it would look stupid on her
Yeah.
behalf. And then that's the craziest shit ever. Like it's like America, and especially Black America, we don't function well if we don't have some type of boogie black man or some type of boogeyman to blame shit on. We don't function well.
Especially not Black people.
Yeah,
Specifically, I've
yeah.
already said this, but Black women are
Preferably,
not
yeah.
happy unless we have
Right,
something to complain about. So,
right,
Hmm.
right. We don't feel comfort unless we feel that we're in some type of controllable discomfort. Crazy.
and I think that can be linked back to epigenetics as well, because so much of our
Yeah,
coding is
but
based on being owned.
I'm fucking tired of hearing this slavery bullshit and all this. I'm tired of this shit, man. I'm tired of it because half the people they just talk about slavery. The gems of slavery is not about the actual slavery itself. It's what happened on those farms. That's what we need to talk about. How
Okay.
that can create Jezebel spirits
Okay.
psychological traumas and stuff like the stuff that happens on the farm. Most of the people haven't done their research to even understand how the farms actually work to talk about the different archetypes of of men. And that's why I said in the beginning, like like even in the manosphere is broken because all we have is Pookie and Ray Ray. Like it's not white and black. There's so many different archetypes of black men that doesn't get accounted for. Any type of knowledge being put in this space, it's gonna go to shit. You know,
Mhm.
because you got so many nigga nerds and geeks running around here hiding behind the moniker of nerd, and they're not nerds. They're just lazy black dudes. So, you know,
I kind of want to get away from this subject because I really did not want to
yeah,
talk politics.
yeah, I know politics is horrible. I'm sorry. So, what's your thoughts on this whole like little dirt case and stuff like that? Have you been doing your research on it?
No, I have no idea. No clue. Nor do I care. But at least at least Young Thug is free. How about that? Happy new moon in
Yeah, I wanted to
Scorpio.
ask you about the Young
Right.
Thug thing.
Yeah.
They didn't want to change the topic, but I want to ask about Young Thug.
Well,
I
like
don't
I
know
said
how he got
earlier,
released, but I ain't
Young
mad at him.
Thug is
I,
a
but it's, I don't know. It's dumb though. Like 15 years of probation. Like you going back. You going back at some point.
well, unfortunately, the lines between street life and the music industry are so blurred now that
Yeah.
like people think it's perfectly okay to commit crimes on your way to the quote unquote top. And that
Yeah.
doesn't do anything but get you right back to the bottom.
Yeah.
Yep.
I just saw recently too. Lil Wayne had the little Louisiana fest, and he um he brought out all the cash money. He had Little Turk and everybody on stage with
Yeah.
BG and everybody. I was like, damn, that's like
And
one of
I
the best nights of his life.
normally I would have been really glued to that, but because of what Lil Wayne has become, I wasn't.
Yeah, I mean,
Like,
if
Yeah,
you look at
he
the
fell
older
off,
Lil
but
Wayne and now, I mean, he didn't fell off. I just think
yeah,
his audience outgrew him. Like he still
yeah,
raps about the same shit. Like there was really no growth. Like he's so much in his world. I mean, he is a spoiled rich
I
kid. He's been a
I
spoiled
I,
rich kid for a minute.
I
So
don't think his audience outgrew him. I think that shit that was going on with him and Birdman, like that shit was going on for a
no,
minute, and like
that
he wasn't putting out any music, right? So and then he comes
that
back like years
stifled
later.
it stifled him, but his audience outgrew him because he's actually still spitting and got bars and stuff like that. But like the auto tune, he's using too much auto tune, by the way. And I know this
yeah.
as like a producer. He's been using too much auto tune, by the way, and he's used to his voice sounding like that when he's okay with his regular voice. Because the funny thing is that when you start using like studio created stuff and you're projecting your voice more into it, you actually develop your actual voice you need to use if you
Mhm.
haven't developed it already.
Mhm.
You know, so he could use his regular voice right now, and it would be and people would accept it and say and do what he's doing right now. But it's like his audience outgrew him. Like it's like he's literally saying the same things, but like his metaphors got really good. Like he's on God level when it comes to like metaphors and stuff like that, and stuff that he's doing, especially off the brain. But like his audience is just
I feel
they
like you have
outgrew him.
to be on shrooms now to enjoy his music. And that's just
Yeah, you
not
gotta be high as hell. Yeah.
that's just not where I'm
Yeah.
at. That's not what Toya's doing. So,
Yeah,
um
I listen to like a scattered track here and there, but then like after a while, I can't listen to a whole project. Like Carter Five was the last Carter, and I couldn't listen to the whole thing. Like it had a couple skips.
yeah, I think the Carter 2 was when I said,
I think,
"Okay, I'm going to check out now."
yeah, I think after four, Carter Four, is when I stopped. But he had some hits on Carter Four.
I'll take your word for it.
Yeah.
So getting back to the topic, Chef
hmm
Mike asked, "How often do I use tarot cards? Do I find them helpful?" circling back to the title of the show, he would love to hear the panel's thoughts. I do
Okay.
not use tarot cards. Um, I'll let you guys in on something. I'm very intuitive. I have I have clairaudience. Um, and a lot of times that scares people. And so for that reason, I have not delved into tarot cards because I think, and this is, by my own admission, uh kind of me um diminishing my power in honesty. Because I think it's very powerful to be able to intuit things, but I try to use that to um an advantage versus a disadvantage. I get to know things without even wanting to know them a lot of the times, and I feel like tarot cards would just amplify that. So I don't use them. However, I do um consume tarot readings. There's two people on YouTube that I watch religiously that do tarot card readings, and this is how I set my intentions for the month every month. But
Do you
I
think they
do
won't?
I find it helpful. I'm a spiritual person, so I'm always in tune with what's going on with me. Like right now, obviously I told y'all I have a lot of eighth house placements. Eighth house refers to Scorpio. So the new moon in Scorpio is very
Yeah,
powerful for me right now. I won money
yeah,
yesterday in tandem with the new moon in Scorpio. So
yeah,
again, that rules power and money for me. So it's right on target, which is why we're even having this
yeah,
conversation. So yes, I do find tarot cards helpful. Tarot readings are insightful for me. Are they for everyone? Probably not. But again, me being very steeped in the knowledge of who I was at birth and how that transforms itself to who I am today, I find it very helpful. What about
right.
you guys?
Yeah, I mean, as long as they ain't from Walmart or Target, yeah,
Oh my goodness. As long as they're not
like
handwritten tarot cards, right?
right, right. Nah, I think tarot cards are cool. I just be feeling some type of way. Sometimes I want to go see a shrink, but I think if I go see one, I might be going to hell. So I don't know.
Oh,
But no, yeah. I mean, I don't know, but yeah. I mean, tarot cards are okay. I mean, I guess I I don't know. I a Ouija board. What's your thoughts on a Ouija board? You have
um,
anybody have any thoughts on a Ouija board?
I've never messed with those. I think
Yeah,
that while I understand it as a tool, I think that I have better ways of connecting with my ancestors, so I just rely on those.
yeah, yeah, yeah. I'm learning a little bit of financial alchemy
Okay.
right now. It's kind of like masonry, but it's like a little bit different. It's like what Masons know about money.
Mhm.
So I'm learning a little bit about that right now, and it's called financial alchemy and stuff. But one of the good things to say, and I was gonna give it to you. I was gonna probably send it to you. You have to reactivate my Discord, 'cause, so I can send it to you. But basically, it's like basically like affirmations and stuff like that, which you already know about affirmations and stuff and things to
Oh
acquire.
yeah.
But it's
So
basically you saying that there's always an abundance of money in my life, and I can always pull from an endless amount from a surplus. Like an endless surplus of money is always flowing through
That's
and out of
manifestation
my life.
right there. I want to
Yeah.
bring in our new
If you-
panelist with a brief clip real quick. Shout out to the master
Man,
teacher.
it's just like
Okay.
how they say, man. It's a plenty of them out here, and you might run into a Toya or somebody who's gonna actually work with you. You know what I'm saying?
If you run into a toy, you grab her and you keep her. Okay.
Yeah.
You love that clip, huh?
I love that clip. I'm gonna play that clip whenever I want to. Hi, BGS.
Hi, Toya. How are you?
Yeah.
Very well now, thank you. How are you?
I'm good.
Good.
Yeah, well, but manifesting, and this is something that I've been in this game for almost 40 years. What manifesting is, what people don't realize is not to change the world. Manifesting is to change you first.
Yeah.
Hmm.
And that's why you do
Our job.
affirmations and manifestation is not to change the world, it's to change you.
Hmm.
And a lot of people think, okay, I'm going to change the whole world, blah, blah, blah. The world is already is as it is. The thing is, when you change yourself to attract, what is it? Like attracts like, right? Okay, so you have to change
Yes.
yourself to become what you want to attract. So people get manifesting wrong. Okay, people want something. I'm gonna sit there and manifest, manifest, manifest. I'm gonna think thoughts, da da da. But you don't actively start using those tools to do what? Change yourself. Because the whole thing about think and grow rich and changing your thoughts. Because my pastor used to say this all the time, right? If you keep thinking the way you've been thinking, you'll keep getting what you've been getting, right? If you change your thoughts, change your minds, you change your reality.
As
And people
within, so without.
and yeah. Or so above,
As above, so
so
below.
below. In other words, yes, you have to get in sync with the universe. If you get into the stream, you get into sync with. You get into sync with. Say, if you want to make money, you get into sync with making money. Okay, you start attracting. You change yourself so you fit in with people that do make money, and you start learning and focusing on the things that will bring that in. And then once you do that, you start changing yourself and you get in the flow. You become a rich person, okay? And rich people attract other rich people, which attract money. And people get that wrong. Just thinking a thought is not going to do it. Okay, the thought is a vibration, has to change your vibration.
Right.
And that's the
It's
first thing.
why,
That's the first thing you learned. That's why, and that's why I said, as a man thinketh, so is he. Right? Okay.
hmm
You become it today.
You
yep,
become what you think, and that's the whole thing. Is to become what you think. And a lot of people forget that.
a lot of people do. And as much as they might like to use the word manifestation,
Hmm.
don't make the connection that the other words that they're using are very much bringing forth that energy or
Hmm.
stifling it.
Hmm.
So you can't say you want to manifest more money and in the next breath say, "Man, I'm broke."
Hmm.
It's
Yeah,
all connected.
it's all connected. Yeah, you can. Yeah, if you think that you're broke, okay. And
Hmm
the thing is, why are you broke?
Exactly.
Okay, what makes you broke? In other words, okay, say, and this is what they do all the athletes do it all the time. That's like athletes are probably closer to it because they have to be. Okay,
Yep.
why is this person wealthy and why not me? So the thing is, how can I become that person? Okay, and thinking thoughts is fine, but the thing is, you got to study why that person is who it is, who they are. What do they do? How do they? What's their habits? Okay, was it how the 7 habits of highly effective people? All the wealth books tell you the exact same thing, right? Okay, how to think like a rich person. If you start thinking that way, you change your worldview. Then all the opportunities start opening up. Okay, because I've seen that with people that make a lot of money, right? They see money everywhere because they see opportunities to make money everywhere, whereas the average person doesn't.
Exactly.
Yeah,
As opposed to looking at something like I have to do, look at
yeah,
it as I get to do.
yeah, yeah. I remember I was
It's that
talking to this.
simple.
I remember I was talking to this guy that people that you would think would be broke, right? He said
Hmm
he said I'm broke. I can't make any money. So guess what he did? He stood on the corner where business people passed, and
hmm
he was I would take 5 minutes to clean out their car, okay, and I charge them $20 because they had the money, right? Okay,
Yep.
he'd make $400 or $500 a day on that little corner doing just that
Yep.
because he saw an opportunity to make money and people would pay him a certain fee, 5, 10, sometimes $20 for that little 5 minutes.
Yep.
Yeah, and that is what he thought. There's money everywhere because there is money everywhere. There's opportunity to make money everywhere. But the thing is, you have to change yourself and go out there and find out where it is and how can you access it. People forget that. I
See,
mean,
UFO Kamikaze said money started chasing him when he stopped chasing it. Now he has to be selective about the money he accepts.
yeah, because he's changed himself.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Shout out to UFO Kamikaze.
Yeah, they
Yeah.
got a saying that money is a great employee but a horrible boss. Yeah, this is
Yeah. Well, yeah. It is a horrible boss because you think you have to work for it, or you think that it's in charge of you.
yeah.
Yeah.
And
I was just looking at
once
this
you feel you
Business
gotta work
Insight.
for it, you gotta once you feel you gotta work for it, you open it up to be the thing that'll make you starve. So yep.
Well, the thing is, I hope. Okay, and this is something I talk about people with people all the time, right? Okay, and this is something I think it was Shinzen Young said it. Okay, and I never forget it. It's got to be 30 years ago when I heard him say it. He's a meditator, right? And his student is driving him to the next lecture, and they're driving down the same street at the same time, right? And he's hungry, so when he's looking, he sees all these great places to eat, right? Because he's hungry. Okay, so his filter's open to all these great places to eat, right? Now his student is on the other side, and he mentions, "Did you see that restaurant? Why don't you turn into that rest? Go back and get to that takeout about a few blocks back." And his student didn't see it, okay, because his filter wasn't open, but he saw all the beautiful women walking down the street. He could tell you every hot girl from the time they started to that time we actually mentioned it. Why? Because his filter was open toward what? Looking for women. Okay? Where Shinzen Young's filter was open to what? Looking for something to eat. Okay? We can't take in everything. Our consciousness can't take in everything. The thing is, what is our worldview? What are we open to? And that's what the whole thing about. That's what all the books are about. That's where all the sayings about the manifestations, the affirmations is to what tune your worldview and your mind to see the world a certain way. And people forget that.
I mean, I've talked about it for a long time. I mean, like I've even talked about it with like the the manosphere stuff, stuff with the black pill sector. I
Hmm.
should have been talking about. I should be able to go to the black pill sector and learn about Carl Jung
Okay, the thing is with the whole thing, and I just talked about this last night. The black manosphere is global now. The black manosphere is
Sure is.
exactly where it needs to be. Okay, exactly where it needs to be. Is we know it by the 2024 election, and they're mentioning black men and taking black men, uh, uh, their needs and their political aspirations seriously. Okay, the black manosphere is exactly where it needs to be. People don't think so. People say, "No, the black man's not doing it." No, it's doing exactly what it's supposed to do. Because, in fact, Dr. Neil was on last night. He came up with the Ice Cube effect and BMI, black male independence, and black male advocacy agency 4 years ago. Right? It's in effect right now. The black manosphere is doing exactly what it needs to do. Okay, and people read it wrong.
Yeah, but
Okay.
I think the people that originated though a lot of the stuff in it need to be at the controls of it. 'Cause it seems like a lot of people that put it out there, they ain't at the control of it.
Well, okay, the thing is, like anything, a baby doesn't have control of his body when it's first born, right?
Yeah,
Okay, so expecting a baby to be an adult is ridiculous, right? Not in control of
I'm
his
just
mind, his agency, his body, nothing, right? It has to
no, but
develop that, right?
yeah,
Mm?
but I mean it's the environment too, cause like look at the internet. Like my thing is like with it, right?
Uh huh.
I'm looking at it like this. I don't want us to build something up and then as soon as it gets built up and it's a tip top shape, I don't want a whole bunch of goofballs to be at the controls of it.
Okay,
Like,
you don't
Goofballs.
the goofball. The thing is, okay, how you gonna keep the goofballs out?
yeah, I know, and we passed that point.
No, but I'm saying it doesn't matter. Okay, what? Okay, anything is supposed to reach its destiny, right? It's supposed to fulfill its purpose, right? Okay. What is the black manosphere's purpose?
I don't even know at this point.
Well, no, no, no. What was it? No, you knew what it was back then. What was it?
Yeah. I mean, back then it was like, about camaraderie, it was about getting together and like,
No,
just
it wasn't.
rising and keep.
No, it wasn't. It's
No,
it was
back in the day when I
the
got
back.
into it, was.
I went back in the day and listened to what they're saying. It was to give black men a voice and to be heard. That's what it was about. Okay, go back and
Yeah,
listen to
ultimately, yeah,
go
I'm
back
saying
and
in the
listen to
beginning.
Avenue Rants and all those other people and see what they're asking for. Okay.
Right, right. Yeah,
Yeah,
I
that
mean,
would
in the
have been my
beginning,
answer. That the black
nah.
manosphere gives black men the
Oh,
microphone that black
it,
women took
Yeah, I
away from
mean,
it,
y'all.
yeah.
in the beginning, it did start like that. You know what I'm saying?
It,
With the coalition and Stardust.
what I'm asking you, listen to what I'm asking you because you're trying to
Yeah,
go away from it. What was his initial intent for the so-called black manosphere even before it was called the black
it
manosphere?
was no, no. If you were to say it was to give somebody give black men a voice, yeah, you'd be correct too. Yeah,
Okay. Then
absolutely.
if you go back to the original intent, okay, and I've listened to them very carefully, a whole bunch of guys. Okay, the original intent back what was called 1.0. The original intent was to give a black man a voice where they didn't have one. Guess what we have now?
Mike
Yeah,
supremacy.
yeah,
We have a
yeah.
voice and a big one.
So
Okay,
you know where that came from. It's a lot of people just running around with talking points they don't understand. It's
they
not
might be
really.
okay. How does a virus spread? Does it
Oh, it
care?
Infection.
affects other people.
Does it care about does the virus care about who it infects?
Nope.
No,
I'm
but I
asking
mean, I
DJ.
would say this is
No, no, no,
this
no.
this
You
is
have to stay
this
with
is
me.
more.
Stay with
No,
me.
I know
Stay
it's
with.
not
No,
biased,
no, no,
but
no,
what
no,
I'm
no.
saying.
The thing is, you have to stay with me. I'm
Mm.
asking you a question for a reason. Stay with
Yeah,
me. Don't
yeah,
go away
yeah.
from me.
I get where we're going. Yeah,
No, no, no,
yeah.
no, no. Well, then stay with me. Does a virus care about who it infects?
No.
What is a virus intent? Is to do what? Infect one person and do what? Spread to who?
Spread. Mhm.
Spread to the next person, right? Okay.
Mm.
That's what information is. Okay.
Yeah, I mean, I look at it more of like telephone than a game of telephone than more so an actual virus. I don't look at it as a virus.
Okay, we call
You
it a.
know.
I call it. They call it a viral meme for a reason. How do ideas spread?
Yeah,
Even,
but see,
but what? See what? Even
oh,
how does hip hop become popular? Is it because
no,
every
the word, no, the word.
does every knucklehead understand the meaning behind the song of hip hop? Okay, for it to spread and become popular.
No, the word viral is like a overall term used, but like viral doesn't mean that certain things are actual viral. Like certain aspects of things could be viral,
What does viral
like a
mean?
video.
Give me the definition. Give me the definition of
No,
viral.
viral. Yeah, it's spread. Like it's viral. Like
It means it's infectious, right? It spreads from one person to the next exponentially,
you
right?
can say
That's
that,
viral.
but I mean,
I could say, what
no,
does it mean? No, I could say, what does it
I
mean?
mean, no,
Nail it
because
down.
you got different terms of it. Because you can
No,
say
it doesn't.
viral. You can no, you can
Okay,
hold
what does
on.
viral mean?
Give me one second. You can say viral, or you can say trending. You can say,
N- No, okay.
trending is another word for
No,
it.
no, no. Trendy. You trying to go away from the word I'm trying to use for you. Okay. The thing is, and toy is a word Nazi, right? I'm using a particular word for a particular reason. Okay. I'm not trying
Yeah,
to use a synonym. No, I'm
that's
not
the
trying to.
thing on the
I'm not
internet.
trying to use. Not trying to use a synonym. I'm using that word because
Mhm.
trust and believe, man. I'm one of them
I
cats,
understand.
right? I'm one of them cats
Right.
in a whole lot of words. Okay. I use a particular word for a particular reason. Okay. That's why I'm asking you
Understood.
what does it mean and why they all use it? Because why do they want why do they want what's the difference between a trending video, okay, on YouTube and a viral one?
The difference is between why it could be trending or why it could be viral. That's what I'm trying to say. There's different aspects about a video that can
What
make it
okay,
viral.
listen to me. Stay with me for a second, okay? Stop trying to respond and listen to what I'm saying. What is the difference between a trending video on YouTube and a viral one?
A viral one could be for shock value. A trending one could be
No,
for something that's
no.
yes, that's the
No, it's not.
difference.
A viral video means it's exponentially spreading or exponentially trending, right? A trending video could be one day. or a few hours or something just at the moment. A viral
Same thing
video,
with viral.
no, a viral, a trending video could do 100,000. Okay, okay. A viral video means it's something that goes viral means it's well over a few million. Okay, exponentially different.
Same thing with trending.
No,
I
it's
think
Yeah,
not.
the same thing
trending,
with
no,
trending.
trending, I think trending points towards more of it gaining speed versus viral has already
Exploded.
been, yeah,
Yeah.
it's already exploded and spread, whereas trending, it points toward there being an uptick
Yes.
that could become viral. Trending is before you
Yeah, but
become
see,
viral.
but when content becomes viral, sometimes the actual content itself is not viral. The presentation could be viral, the thumbnail could be
No.
viral.
No. No. No.
Yes,
No. There's only one. It's how many people has it spread to. That's viral, man. That's what it means. Okay. It's not
nah,
what it
you got
could be.
clickbait. You got clickbait that
It
goes
doesn't.
viral all
It
the time.
doesn't matter why it goes viral. You try to put a reason why it goes viral. It doesn't matter. The fact that it did go viral.
Well, for example, Toya, have you seen that video of the dance party with Beyonce? That's viral.
Yeah. And why is
Yeah.
it? So what makes it viral, Andre?
Pretty much everybody's seen it.
Everybody's seen it.
Well, like when it's viral, like especially a video like that, even like kids are watching it.
Yeah. That's it.
But like
We
that
going
doesn't
down to the rap.
necessarily apply to
I'm
specific
trying to make.
people.
I'm trying to make an overall point. The thing is that we're going down to synonyms and trying to go down to the meaning of words. I said I know the meaning of the word. Okay, that's why I asked you what is the direct meaning of the particular word that I use. Okay, that's what I'm trying to say. I'm trying to say why, how. Because I've studied this for many years. Why ideas spread, what makes ideas popular, how what the spread of ideas, and what makes people change their minds and their worldview for an action to actually happen, right? Okay, that's why a viral video with the right information can actually cause change. And then
Yeah,
you
but
want you
I don't
go
know. I
ahead.
mean, because there's a lot of people bastardizing, what the manosphere
Uh,
has been now that
okay,
it's
so so
mainstream. So
so what would you prefer for the manosphere?
no, I don't know. I need it to be kind of in house, but I wanted to keep it in house, but now it's too many people that's
Okay,
just
why?
repeating people that they're stealing from.
So why do you want to keep it in house?
Not necessarily in house, like
No, no,
like
no, no,
the,
no,
the
no, no,
the
no, no, no,
ownership.
no, 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 no. Stay with it. You said you want to
Listen,
keep.
listen,
You,
listen to what I'm saying. This is what I
no,
mean.
no, no. What I'm saying is, you said I want you to stay with it. You said you wanted to keep it in house. I asked you why. Why do you want to
Yeah,
keep it
I'm
in
talking
house?
about the people. I'm talking when I say in house. I'm talking about the people that like that put it out there. The people that have intentions for it and stuff like that. I think that there. I wouldn't say there should be a hierarchy, but the people that actually put it out there need to be the ones running with it because like there's so many misconstrued talking points. Like on the internet right now, we're past the age of information. We're in the age of misinformation right now. So
You've
you still
always
got
had
to do your homework
you've
on
you've
in
always
the
had
talk.
misinformation. Okay, there's never been a
Yeah, I
there's
know, but
never
on the internet now is more. You run into misinformation way before you run
there
into
was always been. I've been on the internet since 1988. There's always been misinformation on the internet. That's not new.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is that I think we needed to be in charge of what actually goes on with it. But it's
Okay,
out
so
it's out of control. I
no,
mean,
no.
people
Okay, okay.
people want
Well,
to be done
you
with that.
so in other words, you want a non-structural, non-hierarchical entity that's the way it started, right? A loose connection of people, and then you wanted to be structured into a hierarchy. That's what you wanted.
No, no, I mean that's what it grew into. Like
No,
I
no.
just said the people that actually put
Uh,
it out there, they need
okay.
to be in charge of it.
I'm at. In other words, you want a hierarchy, right?
There should be, yeah, there should be a hierarchy at some
Okay.
point.
At some point,
There would
okay.
be a hierarchy,
There
but
would be a
yeah,
hierarchy at some point. In other words,
yeah,
you want the black manosphere or the manosphere period, whatever you want to call it, to be an institution.
yeah.
Okay. Why?
It was at one point. Yeah.
No, it wasn't. It never. No, it wasn't. It never was.
Well, I
Okay.
mean, it was a place where a whole bunch of dudes came and stuff. It
Uh,
was at one point where it was
w-
unspoken, but
w- it
you
was no, it
know,
wasn't. You had people that were more popular, but it was never an institution. Okay, it was never a hierarchy.
Yeah. So like I was saying, like I think the people that like put it out there should actually be recognized and be in charge of it.
Okay, yeah, but the thing is, you would slow the spread of the ideas, and basically
Yeah,
you
but I
can't.
mean they'll have more quality behind it
In other
because there's
words,
no quality now. It's just
you
repeated
you
cycle.
you can't control ideas. Okay, it's impossible to control ideas. You can't.
Yeah.
You can't. Once information gets out, you can't control ideas. In fact, the United States is trying to do that right now with technology. Once it starts to spread, you can't control it.
Yeah.
You have no control over the spread of ideas. And technology and good ideas and all that kind of stuff will spread, and over time other people will take charge of with the ideas that you spread out there. You can't lock them in. You push them out in to people and not expect them to change. It's going to happen.
Good luck getting the cat back in the bag.
Well, the thing is, do you want? The
Yeah.
thing is, either you have to keep the cat in the bag, okay, and lock it down because MGTOW went through that crap, right? Okay, um, they said they wanted to keep it in house. They wanted to keep a closed club. They wanted control over it, right? But thing is, okay, well, thing is, you can do that, but thing is, you're not going to change anything.
I
They
mean the
said, what do
space
you?
was doomed from the beginning. I mean like
Why is it
like I
doomed?
said, it was a lot of aspects of it because there's a lot of things that goes
Okay,
on in the pill spaces and stuff that hasn't gotten checked. You know what I'm saying? Because like the
Ex-
black pill space should have gotten checked because
okay,
the red pill people should be able to look to black pill content. To further their knowledge of quote unquote red pills, and then we go to the quote unquote these
okay. You got
free pill race spaces.
you have to explain that to me because I don't know. You just said something. I have no idea what you're
Well,
talking about.
the black pill is beyond the red pill. Red pill is more so awareness. The black pill is more so it is so, it's
Okay,
more
so
so
what's
like higher consciousness.
so what is the black pill to you?
I just told you what the black pill was.
No,
The
you didn't. No,
space.
what? It's just
I,
okay.
I just did. I said it's
Oh, well,
more
you
it is
told me.
so. It's more,
I'm asking you to explain to me because I didn't understand your explanation.
no, it's more higher consciousness. It's more. It is so. It's more of sometimes a lot of cases keeping emotions out of it. It's not nihilism necessarily. Can be a part of it, but it's either optimistic, pessimistic. So it's a
It,
lot. It's a lot more to it.
it
But
was a.
what I'm saying is,
Uh huh.
what I'm saying is,
if you read Nietzsche's Thus Says Zarathustra, you will actually understand because it
that's
was
I know what you're talking about. That's
hold
called
on.
science.
Can I can hold on, man.
It's
Hold
called
on.
that's
Okay.
called
Hold. I know you
Zarathustra.
want to talk through me. Hold on. Okay. Hold on. Okay. Is the Ubermensch and the nihilist. Those are the two. Those are the utilitarian and the nihilist. Those are the two branches of the black flip sides of the black pill. Okay, and they've been there since Greek times, which is the which is the which is which I think they were called Epicureans, which believed in bodily pleasure and stuff like that, and then the
Right.
what you call it, okay, which believed in utilitarianism, in thrift and control, okay, okay. So this stuff has been around for a long time.
Yeah, I'm not saying it's new. What I'm saying is that because I know the book they're talking about, the Superman complex and all that other shit.
No.
I've read.
Okay, you read it. Okay, I'll assume that you read it. Okay,
Yeah, I've read it. I've read it. I'm familiar with Thus Spoke Zar or Thus Spat
Zarutha,
Zarathustra.
Zarutha, from yeah,
Yeah,
with Nietzsche.
Zarathustra. Yeah. Frederick Nietzsche. Yeah. Um, it's funny how I found that book too. It's a story behind it, but like I said, I just feel like we should be in control of it. Now
Uh,
you got a lot of people just repeating our talking points.
uh, uh,
A lot of my stuff is wrapped up in there. A lot of people's stuff is wrapped up in there. So it's like
how how
I'm not.
how do you control
Huh?
ideas?
It's not even about controlling ideas. It's like you got a lot of people that's destroying that's okay with destroying something that they haven't created.
Okay, what
They
I'm
didn't
saying,
create
how do you destroy? How do they destroy it? I'm asking.
misquotations, plagiarisms, a lot of stuff they're doing
Uh
to
huh.
destroy it. It's like I said, it's a game of telephone. If I was to
Okay.
tell you something on one side,
Hmm.
like you know how the teacher like lines up like the students, right? and
Mm-hmm.
they give one student a message, and then the student's supposed to
Mm-hmm.
tell the other student,
Uh-huh.
student's supposed to tell the other student until it gets to
Uh,
the end of the classroom. Is a
mm-hmm.
completely different message. That's
Okay.
exactly what's going
Okay.
on with the message. These
Okay.
people are
So.
using talking points. They have no idea where they came from. What
Mm-hmm.
does it mean? They're not moving any of the chains forward.
Mm-hmm.
Like I said, I wanted back in the day before all the BS in the space transpired.
Mm-hmm.
I wanted to give the talented people the microphones because I knew the people with the equipment coming in will be here. But the thing is that they got the equipment and production, they just don't have the spark or the talent. So what they're doing is they're bastardizing talking points. Like
Mm-hmm.
if you haven't been paying attention to what's going on right now, you know what's going on right now. If you pay close attention, it's actually kind of funny if you think about it.
Mm-hmm.
All of Kevin Samuel's talking points are running out on the people that just now discovered this space.
Okay. Yeah.
So you have people right now running out of content. They got to figure out a way on how to still keep creating the content that they were plagiarizing in the first place.
Yeah, and which a lot of stuff came from me, but it does, the thing is, it doesn't matter. The thing is, okay, let me ask you a question, okay? Christianity was a very small sect. How did it spread? And did they bastardize Christianity? Hello, am I am I gone?
Oh,
No, you're still
you can
here.
hear me? Can you
Okay.
hear me? My
Yeah.
bad. I'm
Yeah.
back. No,
Okay.
I was saying, yeah, like after Constantine the second,
Even even before
popularized it and stuff like that.
even
But it was
before
like an
Constantine,
underground religion.
even before
It was like an
Constantine.
underground religion for like, yeah, it was like an underground religion for like 300 years, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, it was like an
Eh,
underground religion
eh,
for like 300 years, and then
eh,
Constantine the second kind of, yeah,
So, and after 3,000 years, is 2,000 years, is Christianity still around?
absolutely. But it's still a
It,
game of telephone. People are reading the Bible out of context.
they still are, but is it still around?
Absolutely.
Is it destroyed?
No, but I think it is bastardized.
It has been that, but is the core of what Christianity is about? Is it still here?
I guess you can say it. I mean, there's a lot of perversions and bastardization.
Well, that's okay.
Bastardization
Well,
is there.
stay with
So
me. Is the core of the message still in Christianity?
I don't know. I'm not. I get where you're going with it, but like now I'm like
Well, if you
reading
get where
like
I'm
new
going,
text,
if
so
you
I
get
don't
where I'm
know.
going, then you
Yeah.
should be able to answer my question. Is the core of Christianity
No, man.
here, still here? Yes or
I'm
no?
reading. No, I'm reading the book of Saint Barnabas, and I'm starting to
Is the
rethink the whole
core
Bible again.
is the core of Christianity still in the religion or not?
I don't know. Somebody else will have to answer that. I don't know.
It actually is. What is the core of Christianity? Which means forgiveness and redemption. Is the core of Christianity even down to the little corner church that drinks wine instead of grape juice, or grape juice instead of wine? Okay, is the core of it still in the religion, the core message?
Yeah, I guess. I mean, the tradition is still there. Yeah.
In other words, redemption and forgiveness is still the core message of Christianity, and it's still there 2,500 years later, right? Even though it's been bastardized and been trending in the game of telephone for 2,500 years, and books and messages and handed down, it's still there, right? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So, in other words, we want to spread the core message. Okay. And you're going to have to go through bastardization, people getting it wrong, people misquoting it, people using it. I don't people that's why I told Dr. Johnson I believe in the tar baby, okay? Because I'll take an example that you know of that's pretty recent, Passport Bros, right? Okay? Okay, it's been used and misused and retold and bastardized. It's been tromped on by black women. Guess what? Guess what they did? They spread it, right? They spread it, it became viral, and now it's all over the planet. And guess what? So the core message, there was a very tiny group of people. I mean, so small, it was like maybe 20 people at most, right? Now it's global. Now white women are complaining about their white men are becoming passport bros.
Well, I mean, they've always been passport bros. I got thrown under the bus for telling the truth about that shit. So it's
Hey,
like, you know,
okay, you're getting away from what I'm talking about, okay? In
I know
other
what
words,
you're talking about. It went from something small that got
if you know
big.
what
Yeah.
I'm talking about, stay with me, okay? Stay with me instead of branching out. Okay, stay with me. You can branch out
It
after you
got
stay with me.
it got dumb. Like
But
passport bros get
the
that.
thing is, the core idea of Passport Bros and being able to travel to meet your love, whatever you wanted out of it, is still there. That's what it initially was there
Yeah,
for.
but
That's what that that
it's
that
not a new
that's that.
idea though.
That's what
Yeah.
it doesn't have to be a new idea. The core idea of the movement of the people and the name is still there, isn't it? There's no
Well,
new ideas under the sun.
well, it
No,
doesn't have
because
to be a new idea.
they're doing too much with it. It's like not like anytime somebody passes away abroad, oh, it's the passport bros. That
Of course,
it's been
yeah, yeah.
bastardized. Like yeah,
But the thing is, did it kill the idea though?
Well,
I don't know about
Kuda,
the
you're right.
idea. I mean, it's another every
I,
year. It's another weird
did
dating
no,
idea.
it's either yes or no. Did it kill the idea?
I don't know. I think it amplified the idea. I don't think it
Yeah,
killed it. No.
there you go. It amplified the idea, so it actually spread the idea even further, right?
Well,
Yeah,
Kuda,
but
you're right.
a lot of the dudes that it was marketed to already had pre-existing problems and stuff
The-
like that. Like honestly,
but it did the thing is the idea of any movement, okay, or any idea that you want out there, you want it to spread. You don't want to keep it in house. You actually want it to become popular and become the norm. Okay, for it to become the norm, it has to become popular.
So what
yeah,
I
I
was trying to
guess.
get in and say was
Go ahead,
like, Kuda,
Adrian.
you're right about that. Like, it's not new. Like, white boys been doing it for the longest time. Like, even like the white MGTOWs and shit were calling it fucking geomaxing. But recently, I've been seeing on social media like white boys are talking about passport bros, and it's like y'all already
They're
had it at
taking
the
over the
time, right?
passport bros, and thank
It's
God.
Yeah, exactly.
it would
But
okay.
that
You
They've
want
been taking over.
they've been taking over the thing, which can be a problem. The thing is, guess what? But the idea of
it's
passport
spreading.
bros has spread and become and actually infected into other communities. Now you have people in Asia doing the same shit. Okay, it's becoming you normalizing the idea.
Yeah. I mean, they always had stuff like that in Asia, but it's like now you just got trivialized. I mean, like I said, it's always been
and
happening. But
what I'm saying is you're normalizing a mindset. Okay,
yeah,
and
but
that's what you're trying to
a lot of the a
is
lot of these.
was the man because I always ask guys this because I always had this problem with inside the manosphere, right? Because there's two different groups. Okay, there's a group that wants to affect change. There's groups that wants to make it into a club. Okay,
Mm.
so which is it? Do you want to make it into a club and keep it closed? Do or you want to affect change?
Macro versus micro.
Backward versus
Both.
micro, huh?
I would rather have change, but the people that's in charge of the change can control the narrative of what they put out there instead of it being bastardized into
Okay,
something that it's not. Yeah.
okay. How does a powerless group do that?
Right.
Instead of powerless groups,
A powerless group, yes.
no, we got a lot of power. You know, power
Really,
being powerless.
really. Okay. How?
Yeah,
Tell me what the
absolutely.
power is. Tell me what the power is.
Okay.
I mean, shit, having an internet connection is fucking power.
No, it's not.
Influence and stuff like that.
No.
Absolutely, yes, it is.
You have access. The thing is, what I'm saying, do you have power to control people? That's power. That's what I'm talking about.
Exactly.
No,
Do
your
you
voice is your power.
okay? Okay. Do you have power? You have power to make people do something. Okay.
Yes, your voice and your influence, and if you're putting out content, absolutely, that's
What
power.
what
Okay.
good is that without an aggregation though?
And
No,
other
you can
and,
build a community that will do all of that stuff. Like that's not.
in other words, a billionaire or a group of billionaires with access to media and all that kind of stuff, they have power to actually make people do shit with their money, and their access and influence. They can actually make people do shit. Did the black manosphere have that?
Yeah,
Okay,
absolutely.
all right. Okay, I'm done. Okay, all right. If you believe it, I'm not gonna try to change your mind, man. Okay.
I mean, if you're
Yeah.
gonna say the black manosphere is in mainstream, you've admitted the same thing. I mean, if it's in,
You know what? You know what? What I'm talking about when I came here, guess what? It was a powerless group, man. Trust and believe.
Absolutely, I understand. I was around.
Okay, are you gaining influence and power? Yes. Okay, that's what I'm trying to say. But you can't do it unless you change people's mind. Power is the ability to actually change people's behavior. Okay, either by force, either you pay them with money, or you influence them. Influence takes a long time. Okay, and
I
we
mean,
did
not
not have.
necessarily. I
Uh,
mean,
uh,
these days it's a little bit different. I
no,
mean,
what has changed?
what's changed is the algorithm. The algorithms
No,
is
no, no,
telling
no, no.
people how to
What
think.
the three ways you get people to do something? What has changed?
It
Like, what do
remains
you mean?
so.
There's three forms of power. One is hard, two is soft. Force, which is military power, he has to come down with spears, guns, bombs, and make people do shit. Okay, that's force. Your police officer is force. Okay, that's why I call it a police force, right? Okay. Your business class or your economics, you pay people. Okay, I need you to do shit because I need Toya. I'm gonna pay Toya $100,000 to be my spokesperson, right? Toya might not even leave my message, but guess what? She wanted 100 grand, right? She gonna do what I tell her to do because I'm paying her 100 grand, right? That's called wealth, right? Okay. Okay. If I don't have those two things, I have to convince Toya to adopt my message and spread my message. That's
Right.
called influence, right? So what has changed?
Yeah,
That's called
influence.
soft. Yeah. So what has changed out of those three things that's been around since human beings were human beings? What has changed?
I mean, like I said, the algorithm, but I mean, the power is you can equate like someone's beliefs and convenience, especially
Oh,
in the West, to power. That's
okay.
power. Convenience is
Okay.
power.
Okay. What you just said.
Knee
Which
jerk
cat?
reactions.
No. Which? No. Okay. You guessing now. What I'm
No,
saying
I'm
is.
not guessing.
Oh, yes, you are. Okay. In other words, what I'm saying is. Uh, what you just said. Which form of power is it? Okay. Out of the three.
I mean, you can give people the illusion of choice, but I mean, if you can influence someone's choice, like I said,
Influence. You
influence.
just said influence, right?
I
Which
said influence 3 times. Yeah.
okay, influence is what? That's the third form of power, right? Right?
It's one of the forms of power, but like if
No,
you
no.
make something,
What's the other two?
you said force, but what I'm saying is that if you make something convenient and
No,
you
no, no.
can, and
Oh,
you have,
okay. What does force mean? Okay, when I'm gonna force you to do something. Okay, that's physical force, right?
yeah,
Okay.
we already mentioned that.
Okay. So in other words, out of the three forms of power, what has changed in human beings?
You said change.
Change. Yes.
I mean, change can occur at any time, whether
No,
willingly
no,
or
no, no, no,
unwillingly.
no. I'm not asking. That's not a question I asked you. What has changed since human beings have been on this planet about power? The three forms of power. Okay. What has changed? Is there a
I
fourth
mean,
or fifth
nothing
one?
really has changed. It's just choice.
Exactly.
I mean, like
It's, it's,
it's
it's,
really
it's,
more.
it's, it's not even choice.
More
It's
people have
a
choice.
lot. Your choice is
Yeah.
your choice is actually embedded in your environment, right? People can give you more options, okay, with the internet and electricity and all that kind of stuff. Thing electricity goes out, you ain't got no internet, okay?
No, I'm saying more people actually limit themselves because sometimes you have more choices in your real life than utilizing your phone or the internet and stuff like that. Like
So,
we living in, like I said, we're living in the age of misinformation. You got smartphones and dumb people.
okay,
So
so
what I'm,
when you have false prophets and false preachers and false doctrines, was that in misinformation?
you have people that are spreading misinformation.
So
Like I said, we're living in the age of misinformation.
when you have people spreading false rumors about people, was that misinformation?
Yeah, absolutely,
So in other words, misinformation has been with us always, right? Why do you think they used to even
absolutely. I mean, but that's why you got.
hold on? Can I finish a sentence?
Yeah,
Okay. Even in the Bible, what did it call? Why did it say, "Do not bear false witness"?
okay.
That's misinformation about a person, right? Okay. Misinformation has been with you always. The form of it is changing. It has changed and evolved, but guess what? It's been with you always. We're looking at it right now.
Yeah, I'm not
So
saying there's nothing wrong with misinformation. You got to do your homework and your research on stuff and cross-referencing and stuff. But
And sometimes
what
you
I'm,
can, and sometimes you can't.
yeah, what I'm saying though is that when you have a bunch of people that call themselves creators. Creators mean that you came up with something, that you're creating
Mm-hmm.
something.
Uh
You're an
huh.
artist in your own right. If you regurgitate other people's talking points, butchering them,
Mm-hmm.
passing yourself off as a creator and stuff
Mm-hmm.
like that. That's wrong on a bunch of different levels,
Yeah.
not even
Well,
plagiarizing.
okay. I
Manosphere
mean,
involved.
they've been doing that since human beings have been around. What's the difference?
No,
So I
absolutely.
think
But I'm saying, like I said, we should have been we need to be in charge of that shit. I don't like
How?
people
How?
misquoting and
How?
yeah, it's kind of
oh
impossible to
shit.
be in
I'm
charge
gonna
of
say
it.
shit every single time. I don't like people
No, no,
misquoting
no.
me
It's
and other
how
shit
you can
and then starting bullshit
Ke-
arguments and stuff like
Ke-
that.
Kevin tried, man. Kevin tried that when he was alive. He couldn't do anything about
So
it.
Yeah, but I
I think
mean,
a part of the
yeah,
You,
go ahead.
uh, yeah.
Right on.
you
I
all
think a
right,
part.
Toya? Is it time?
So
No, I'm here. I just wanted to interject and say,
Okay.
like the great hip hop historian himself, Mike Geronimo, said, it's funny, but still nothing to move but the money.
Yes, and the money
Yeah.
changes how it moves. Yeah.
Hmm.
so
If you
what
want to get paid, what do they call people that uh, allow bastardization of their message or their music? It's called sellouts because they want to do what? Make money.
so
I
I
mean,
think a big part of like this
it's a cheap form of advertisement. But yeah,
If, man, I grew up with a whole bunch of people called poor righteous preachers, right? That wanted to hold on to their
right,
message and stay
right,
pure. And guess what? They died broke and they died lonely. Okay.
right,
yeah.
and that's what
Like
happens. Yeah, not the movie,
I
yeah.
quoted you a bunch on that on this no poor righteous teachers. But like I think part of like where Clued is coming from, I get where he's coming from. Because like
Okay.
obviously
Wait.
like
Oh,
you're
wait.
one of like
Wait.
the early people.
Andre, translate
I mean, because
for me.
we gotta move the chains forward. Like they're resetting
Hold on.
everything.
DJ, hold on. Andre, translate for me.
Well, I can't exactly translate exactly what he's trying to say,
As best
but
you can
the best that
translate.
I
No,
can,
no,
like my
translate. No, translate what he said for me because I'm not getting him completely.
so
Okay.
my understanding, listening to the conversation, is that like if like you're one of the people that was here from the jump, like obviously you're gonna want like to be up there with everybody else, right? I get that, but like when he's talking about like people are bastardizing the message and stuff, I get that as well. But the thing is like at the end of the day, people are gonna gravitate to what's real. This is why I listen to both of you, right?
Okay. Well,
Like
what I'm saying is, people will always bastardize the message. If you put it out in public, okay, it's going to get bastardized. You can't control that. Why do you worry about it?
Because I
well,
mean, you worry about your message. You got to worry about your influence. That's your influence. If people are misquoting you, and saying you said something when you said something completely different, or misquoting your intentions as to why you're saying or doing certain things, yeah, you gonna have something to say. I mean,
You're going to have to.
if you're an artist,
Go ahead.
if you're a content creator, you are an artist to a certain degree, and if you're sensitive about your damn art, you're not just gonna. And then you got people that don't even fuck with you saying that shit, misquoting people that talk shit about you in the beginning. I like it how everybody here was an incel a couple years ago, but now the world is riding on all of our sayings and every single thing we do. We've influenced urban America.
Was that the point?
Nah, but it's like everything's not gonna go the way you think it's gonna go, and I get that.
You have to answer
But
my question. You have to answer my question.
I'm
Was that the
answering
point?
your
No, no,
question.
you didn't.
Let me get
No, you
my.
no.
I'm
Okay,
trying to. All right, go ahead,
okay.
man.
Because I have to keep asking you a question over and over again because you don't answer it. Answer the question first, and
I'm
then give
answering.
me answer.
I'm giving you an
Okay.
explanation to the answer that
Give me.
I'm giving you.
Okay, man. Go ahead.
so for example, like BJ asked when he was asking a question about like whether like he wanted whether he wanted to like affect change or make money. So for example, like I'll use Angry Man, right? Like
Uh
he was
huh.
trying to do both, right?
Uh huh.
Which is what you said you wanted to do. He was trying to do both, but after Kevin Samuels died, he started doing the pandering stuff. And look at him now; he blew up, right? So it's like you got
Because
to
you
pick
want to
one
make
or the
money.
other.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Pick your poison, right? And I've been fairly true to my message. Guess where I am?
Because the Angry Man been saying that shit for years. He was like, if y'all men don't support me, I'm gonna start pandering to women. And look what he did. He started pandering to women. He
Well,
never lied. He
because
never lied.
that's where the money is. Okay. Because women also attract other men that are more sensitive to that message. That's
Women are more
well,
loyal to women are more loyal than men. It's the
women
truth.
women measure the middle ground. Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
men is the middle ground. Women are way more loyal than men.
And so if you get women and white men, basically that's the middle ground. Okay. That's where you make your money. FD Signifier said the exact same thing. Okay.
Yeah, I said suburb America, but yeah, I know what you mean.
That's America. And it's also the planet. It's not just America.
Yeah, it is the planet. Yeah.
So that's what I'm saying. It doesn't matter. Okay. What I'm saying is, but we go ahead and even forget the question. Okay.
I
That,
mean,
that
it's really not no question. I mean, it's over with. I mean, this people are just gonna pop back into the space when it's convenient, and that's all it's gonna be. The space is done. It's like you're gonna have the new wall of silence coming in, and like I said, it's gonna be gay people here and all kinds of people
Rest in
running
peace,
around.
Kevin
so
Samuel.
so why
Yeah.
okay so why is the space done? I'm trying to get the question answer to that. Okay. Why is the space done?
You said why did the space die?
Now, why do you say that the space is done?
Oh no, I mean I just know what's coming. I've
No,
been here for a long time. I know what's coming.
I've been
It's
here. I've been here for years too. Why is the space done?
it's
It
it's it's
finished.
over, man. Yeah, it's
No, no,
finished.
no,
Like
no. Okay,
it's
okay, okay. You said that like 10 different times, 10 different ways.
it's
Why
a
is this?
reset. Everything right
No,
now,
no, no, no,
everything
no,
right
no.
now.
Oh no! Explain to me
No,
why is the space done to you?
Yeah, he cut out again.
Okay.
everything,
What?
Uh,
everything right now that's going on right now is a reset. There's nobody new here that's gonna move any type of change forward. We're going backwards. We're not moving the
Okay, okay, okay.
conversation forward.
Okay. I just told you that you're not going back. You actually are going forward because I just told you about the 2024 election, right? Okay, that's part of that
What
message
about
was.
it? It's
Oh,
BS.
why is it BS?
We
Well,
already
Kuda,
know.
like,
Come on, Trump versus Kamala. Really?
No, no, no.
Come
This,
on, man.
Trump versus Kamala. Okay, is that all it means to you?
well, Kuda,
Listen,
you
I
No,
you
mean,
no,
got
I'm not gonna
no.
tell y'all who's gonna win. I
I
I,
mean,
I know
it's
Trump
okay.
is gonna win, but it's like it's BS. It's like
Okay. Well, the thing is, have they actually catered or tried to cater to black men specifically before?
no, they have not. No,
So why are they doing it now?
it's BS. That's why they're
No, no.
doing it now. They want,
It doesn't matter whether it's BS. Have they tried to
what
do
is
it before?
what is there to cater to black men? What are you gonna
And,
get? The
to get them to
25,000 off a house that's already inflated,
no, 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 no.
fake business loans, and some
D-
weed?
okay, let him finish. Let him finish. Let him finish. Go ahead. Finish, man. Go ahead.
No, that's what they're giving black men.
I'm not.
Twenty-five
It's not.
thousand off a house
Okay.
that's already inflated.
Hmm.
Stupid business loans and some weed.
Okay. Okay. Have they even offered you that before?
That's a bad deal. I
I'm
wouldn't
not.
even take it.
DJ, you're gonna have to answer my questions.
Huh?
You have to answer my question. Okay.
What's the
Have
question?
have
I'm not. Oh,
uh,
hell no, I ain't gonna take that.
no, no, I'm not.
Why are black people making themselves a face of weed?
What was my question, DJ?
You said you just asked would I take it? I'm like
No, no,
no,
no. I
hell.
didn't. That's not what I said.
You asked a bunch of questions. I'm
No,
not sure
I
which
asked
question.
one question. I said, have they offered it before?
No, it's an insult for them to offer it now
It
and before.
and it might be an insult, but they haven't offered it before. Why? Because now they're paying attention to you. Okay.
They're not paying attention to us.
well,
We're nothing but a head count. We're a head
Okay.
count. That's
but
all. That's all it is.
Oh, so
well,
so 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 why are they offering you anything and making this
Because
big
they
push?
got to look at the numbers. They got to
So
see
so
if
so
they
no
if they
so
if they
so another for them to offer you that you have to be paid attention to
they
in the
got to
first place. right?
Well,
they gotta see if they can actually tap into the
And
black class and actually
so
get men
so
out there to vote and how much numbers we can
so in
get.
other words, now they're paying attention to you, right?
They've
to
always
be
paid
fair,
to us. They've always paid
the last
attention.
time,
Okay, all right, okay, all right. I'm
That's
well,
okay.
because
I'm gonna
they
mute
sent
up.
out.
I'll mute up.
well,
Go ahead.
No,
Go ahead,
they've
Go ahead,
always
Andre. I'll mute up.
wait. Hold
to
on.
be fair, the last,
They've always paid
If
attention
you're gonna
to us.
talk,
That's why,
if okay, I'm trying. Okay, if okay, if you're gonna
and
listen to
I
respond, if you're gonna listen to respond, I might
I
as well mute up. Okay, I'm trying. Oh no,
and
I'll just tell you directly. Okay, no, they haven't. Okay, they have not.
well,
They have not paid.
they've
They have
been
not.
paying
They have not. They have not paid attention to you at all. That's the point.
well,
Okay,
they've
that's the point.
paid
yeah, that's
No,
attention.
they haven't. No, they have not. They
well,
have not paid
to be
attention.
How
fair,
They
haven't they
paid.
paid attention to
They
well,
black?
paid attention. They paid attention to black women. Okay,
well,
offer black
So
women all
what
that
was?
shit. Hold,
Hold on.
hold on. Okay,
Wait, hold on.
they have
So
not.
what was no vote, no bucking? Who was that directed to?
Huh?
that
The
was
voting,
Wait, no vote.
no
Who was that
voting, no
directed
voting
to?
toward black men, right? Okay.
Okay. And before that, the year before that,
But no, no,
what you call it? Get your booty to the pole. Who was that promoted to?
that was the same. That was the same thing. Okay.
Okay, and then before that, they had another version of Math Hoffa and the other battle rapper.
Where at?
It was
What
on the
did,
internet. I play it. There's three different videos. I play.
what year?
It was I think with Biden. I think either with
2020.
Biden or
It
Bush.
was those are all the same years, man.
like what I was trying to get in to say is
But
like
you
in,
said that
What
they weren't paying attention to black men.
what did they offer you back in 2020?
There is
Hats
no
off.
offer. You said
No,
no.
no, no.
You said
No.
hold
DJ,
on. You
DJ, hold
said
up.
are they paying attention to black men?
DJ. Before the black manosphere, they didn't pay attention to you, okay?
I
Okay.
know, and that's what I'm saying. That's why
And,
I said we need to be in charge of
well,
what goes on.
you can't be in charge of it, okay?
How can't you be in charge of it when you originated stuff in it?
And
How?
it's because
digital thing.
once you spread the information out, you can't be in control of it, okay? You don't have control like that
You
unless
do
you
have
God.
just
control of it.
No, you don't. You're not unless you
it's a
God.
digital thing. It's impossible to control it. Like I was trying to contrast the two, like talking about what they're offering now versus what they offered last time was you ain't black if you don't vote for Biden. Yeah,
Yeah, they've been
that's
And
focused
basically
on black people.
that was flat blackness, okay? And what did they offer black men?
nothing. He literally
Nothing.
said
They're talking
you
to
ain't black
black
if you don't
men
vote
through
for
their
me.
women. That's what they're
DJ,
trying.
hold on a second, man. Andre, what did you say?
Like I was just saying, I was just trying to contrast the two. Like them offering something at all, which actually isn't for black men specifically, but it's something rather than you ain't black if you don't vote for me. I would say that's a huge difference.
In 2022, with Stacey Abrams running for governor in Georgia, right? Okay, which is the first instance of the Ice Cube effect. Okay, black men, we forced Stacey Abrams to actually say you got to offer black men something in specific. Okay, that was her first attempt to actually do that. Right? That's actually forced by the black male political agenda by the black manosphere and these kind of folks. Okay, the first instance, 2022. I followed this stuff very closely. Okay, they couldn't run around and do the same thing in 2024. They had to. She said herself, "You got. I have to earn your vote. Black men, I have to earn your vote." It's never been said before. Okay, it's always black women or black people, not black men in specific. Okay, now it's actually in specific. Okay, and that started with Dr. Neil talking about BMI, black male independence, the Ice Cube effect, and black male advocacy and agency and black male empowerment. He actually spoke that when Ice Cube got disrespected by the queen the Fox Queens, okay? He said it, right? 4 years later this stuff shows up, okay? So I'm trying to say that's the effectiveness of the black manosphere. Okay?
Yeah, but it's through plagiarism. They've been listening to us and biting us the whole time.
Why does it bother you if you want to change?
Huh?
You want people to carry your message. Why does it bother you?
it gets bast. That's what I'm trying to tell you. It gets bastardized. It's bastardized.
It might be,
I,
but
I
but your message will still be carried. Okay.
okay, yeah, but that listen. If any look, anytime you record something,
Mm-hmm. Uh
these
huh.
are recorded. So
Okay.
it's still your intellectual property. You know, I know a lot of people didn't understand when I was telling you guys with this whole pearl thing.
Says
Still get
who?
a match,
Says who?
huh?
Says it's
That's property. It's a recording.
says who?
But you don't get you don't get to choose how it gets disseminated. Once
Yeah.
it's out,
No,
it's
no, no.
out.
You do get to choose
Yeah.
how it gets distributed,
Uh,
but if
You
it's
uh,
don't,
recording,
man.
no, you don't.
Once
No,
it's
you
out
don't.
there, it's out
can,
there.
Uh, I mean,
hey,
how? I mean, DJ Cuter.
can I fully
How,
explain?
how do you think NWA got popular?
Can
It's called
I explain
people
about
dubbing their tapes.
if
Okay.
if if you wanted
Well,
to record on a DAW, you can control where you put it and how you put it out and stuff like that. Like I said, it's still your recording. When
No,
you
it's not.
record something, yes, it
well,
is your
well,
Not
recording.
once you
This
release it.
well.
What?
Like
Oh,
Kuda,
so
once
so
you
when?
release it,
Oh, okay.
once you all right, can
Okay.
I explain?
What happens when people
Once
mix it, cut it up,
once
mix it up, and put it back out? Okay.
once you release it, it's
Uh.
still your recording.
Okay.
Once you make it public, it's still your recording. You can take your recording on here and put it
Mm-hmm.
on Instagram. You can chop it, you can remix it as much as you want. It's when other people, y'all are not paying attention. When other people doing it,
Mm-hmm.
that's when it changes it because
well,
people can change it for it to
Okay.
mean
No,
something
no.
else.
Let him
well,
finish. No, hold on. Let him
People
finish. Let him get it all out.
No, people can change it for it to mean something else. People can bastardize it. People can misconstrue it. That's where even on YouTube, that's where you see the terms of fair use. That's where even in music recordings and stuff like that, it's the same thing. It's a recording. Of course, it's your recording, but if it's all on YouTube, yes, it's under YouTube. YouTube have its stamp, its encryption on it, and everything. But that's still your master recording. When your channel gets deleted or something like that, you know what you got to do? You have to hit up YouTube for them to send you your masters. Those are your masters.
Okay.
You know,
So
I know a lot of
so
people.
okay.
Uh,
But thing is, once you make it public, okay, how do you control it?
you can still control it. You can
How?
shit. You can if you want to take
how,
something
How?
man?
down.
No, how?
You can you can control it. You have control. I don't know why y'all
How?
like have your control.
No,
You
no.
have control. You can private
Okay,
something.
okay,
You can take
okay.
it down.
You're saying it, but I want you to explain to me how.
They have African Kevin Samuels out here running around.
They
you can
do
take
in
down your
Kenya,
recording. That's how
in
you
Kenya.
control it. You
Also
can
Russian
Yeah,
unlist
even
it.
even
That's how
and
you can
Chinese.
even
control it.
China,
You can
even China's
if
getting bait.
somebody now if somebody wants to rip it from the internet and still produce it and mass produce it, yeah, that can happen. But also, if you don't want it out there, you can still sue them.
How? Oh,
Well,
no. In other words, you said all that. That's not control. How do you actually control your
That
masses and
is
what you produce?
control.
No, it's not.
well,
Control. You can
well,
controlling
Kuda,
access to
like
something is control.
And once it's public, how do you control it, especially in the digital space?
You can control access to it.
How?
I'm just
well,
explaining. You can
How?
unlist it. You can put it on private. You can only have 15 copies of it. You can control it.
Okay,
well,
DJ Kuda. If I press record on this conversation right now, okay, and I have a digital copy of it, okay, how are you gonna control access to it?
exactly.
I can have my
Like news.
copy of it, but if you
No.
decided to
That's not the
listen,
That's the
can I?
question I asked you though,
Why
DJ.
do you ask the question? And you don't let me answer
No.
it?
What I'm saying, you give me a completely different answer than the question that I asked you. Okay.
No, I'm telling you what actually I'm telling you exactly what's gonna happen.
Okay.
I can have access to it, but if you decided that you wanted it to mass produce it or chop it up or rearrange it and stuff like that, whatever copy that you have a copy of, you can do whatever you want to with it. But if I say that, hey, I want this taken down and do a cease and desist, not cease and desist, but like,
They
you
they
can
could
make
do
it.
that, but
And
They
you
could
on
do that, but
YouTube
it's just up to like Cash App.
on YouTube you can, but the thing is, what about Weibo, TikTok, and all the other
But
unregulated people?
that's
Hold,
and that's what I
well, let me finish,
I
okay?
explained earlier.
You can't control that, can you?
I
Well,
explained
well,
that to you
Kuda, like,
earlier. You can take your recordings and you can go to other
well,
different
Kuda,
websites and distribute it. I literally
well,
I
explained
know
that.
what I'm saying. You can, but things, but people can on those websites and on those mediums can actually record your stuff and then we put it out the
That's
way
what
they
I'm
want it.
saying. But
So,
you
well,
so,
can
well,
so
control it.
oh no, you can't. Okay, all right, good. All
You
right.
can
Oh,
you
well,
can
okay,
control it
okay,
if you make it private or if
well,
okay.
you whatever. But
Oh,
what
oh,
I'm
oh,
saying,
but that's
okay,
not
good.
like
what
that's
Okay,
I'm
gonna
good.
make
saying is
money off
somebody
that.
if
Like,
somebody again
I
if somebody
I used to be a pirate, Cuda.
I used to be one
Kuda,
too.
like,
But
all right,
Exactly. So
I,
you
We all were.
you
well,
know what you're saying is not
well,
true. Okay.
Yeah.
just
what
to get
I'm
in
what
quick, it's
I'm
like,
telling you. Hold on. What I'm telling you is that if somebody decides to rip it,
Mm-hmm.
you are in control of the only copy. If I put out something for 2 minutes,
Uh-huh.
stop. Can I finish what I'm saying?
Well, the thing is, you okay? Well, give me the same grace then, if you're gonna say that, okay? If you give me the same
If
grace then.
I
No,
have,
no,
I've
no.
been
Hold on a second. Hold on a second. Hold on a
I,
second. No, if you I do that for you, you have to do that for me. Is that fair?
I've been doing it the whole
No,
time.
no,
Like I
you
said,
haven't. No, no, you have not. But go ahead.
if I if I put something out for 2 minutes
Mm-hmm.
and I say, hey, I don't want this out there anymore, and I
Go
take
ahead,
it
man.
back. If
Go ahead,
if
man.
somebody if somebody hasn't ripped it off the internet, I still own the master copy.
If they haven't ripped it off the internet, right? Okay.
That if is where you
Everybody
lose
doesn't rip
control.
everything.
That's where you lost the control at. As
Control.
soon as you said if. That's
Yeah,
what
that's
He
what
BGS is
is
trying
a
to.
I
child,
but I said
folks.
I
Let
know.
I understand
us.
people.
What
I understand people rip
with,
things off the internet, but
oh,
that's something that.
DJ Cuda, you know what you just did? You just cut her off, okay? When you said let me
Wait,
finish,
hold
right?
on, but what?
No, no,
But
no.
I've already.
DJ Cuda, you just violated your own rule, okay?
Go ahead, yo.
Let her,
Go ahead.
you didn't let her finish, okay?
That was it. That's really all I was trying to say when
And
you say if. And you
anybody that's
just
been a
explained.
pirate selling DVDs and CDs on the street that just movies just came out yesterday knows that you can't control this stuff, okay?
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah,
and I
man.
said
Yeah,
it,
yeah.
I said it,
Disney has trillions of dollars. They can't control it. How are you gonna control it?
yeah, I said it in the chat. Like, I've been pirating shit for years. Like, I pay for the shit that I want to see. So, well,
Hmm.
yeah,
And
there's no way to control,
there's
like,
no way to
especially if you're
control
just
it.
on
What I'm saying,
YouTube, like, you can't control that.
I mean, people still ask me, okay, can you get this movie, right? Okay, there's sites where I can actually go get movies that have been out 2 days. Okay, do the people
But
that
as
actually
soon as
put the
you put
movie?
something
Oh,
out, everybody,
DJ, what did you just do? What did you just do?
go ahead.
What did
Just a
you
I'm
moment.
listening.
Let him
what
finish.
no what did you just do?
Y'all are assuming people are
No,
ripping
no,
you. As
What did you just do? You just did
internet.
what? You just cut me off, right? Right?
I've been getting cut. All right, go
No,
ahead.
no, it doesn't matter. Well, you want us to give you grace, right? Right?
All right, go
Right?
ahead.
Okay. Thank
Listen.
you. Okay. Disney has trillions of dollars, right? Okay. They cannot control it. Okay. I go to sites all the time. The movie's been out 2 days. I get a copy of it. Okay. They cannot control the access to their product. It's impossible to do, especially in a digital
Well,
space.
BGS after 2 days, like, you probably got like a couple people walking in front of the camera, but it's still watchable.
No, why avoid those copies? Okay. In other words, millions of people in thousands of theaters see this movie, right? Okay, you
Well,
cannot control access. Okay,
well. For example, that there was a dude in the chat earlier. I'm not going to say his name, but like, it's one of those channels that, like, just covers, like, all the shit in the manosphere, right? And, like,
mm-hmm.
he's gonna,
Oh,
like, clip this whole shit, and what can you do about it? You can't do anything.
is that what's his name? Reg?
No, that
Oh, he's
was
Which
Soul
talking about.
Provider.
is who?
Sole
Which one?
Soul
provider.
Provider.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
I
yeah, he
don't
was
even
in
know who
chat
he is.
earlier. So
Oh,
he's gonna clip the whole shit. Like,
okay.
Shout out to
So what?
Soul.
Yeah, good. Spread it. Okay. How do you think you become famous?
well, the point that I was trying to make is, like, he's gonna put it on his channel. He's gonna make money off of it. So how are you
Okay,
gonna stop
good.
him from doing that?
And
Because
and, and
like,
get
yeah, like
and guess what he
YouTube.
does for somebody like Toys that's going to spread her message and spread her name. Okay, good. Let it go. It's
Yeah.
Well,
called advertising.
the point that I was trying to make is like you could like complain to YouTube and copyright the video and get him demonetized and stuff, but like if he's getting payments through
Exactly.
Cash App, like what is
Well,
YouTube gonna
Mhm.
do?
the
Can't do
thing,
shit.
and once he puts it out, and with 100 people watching it, guess what they're going to do? They're going to record it too,
Mhm. And disseminate it how they
Exactly.
and
see
and
fit.
how how
But
yeah.
that's the thing that like people ain't screen grabbing and recording stuff. In a lot of cases,
They
some people
are
are.
Kuda, they
No,
are.
they are.
I, I've
I trust
I've seen a
trust
lot
me.
of channels
I
where they're doing this stuff.
I get it.
My
They are,
they
but
do it to me all the time. Okay.
Mhm.
yeah, but this is fast food content.
Yeah.
Like people
No,
Excuse
forget.
me.
I have I know there are no 6 people that actually record everything I do and store it someplace. Okay, six
Well,
people.
well,
Mm.
Absolutely.
well, Kuda, you can call this fast food content, but what do you call the people that just like they only go off of like what they see on channels? They don't actually do their own content. All they do is
Like I
just
said,
like
it
record.
that's a part.
They record
That's
panels.
what helped.
I've seen a lot of
That,
people that do that, and it's quite
I mean,
that's
popular.
what fucked
you
up
have
the space.
people that have nothing but reacting to TikToks
Yep.
and
They if you
Instagrams and all
don't
that kind of eat Cuda.
well, he asked me a
No, no,
question. I mean,
I,
if you
okay,
don't
go ahead.
create
Go ahead.
content, they don't create content. If you
Okay.
don't create content, they don't create content, and that's another part of why the manosphere fell off. It's a lot of dudes doing gossip girl content. You're
How
not
did the
gonna see
how,
gossip
how,
girl content.
how did the manosphere fall off when it's actually getting stronger?
Okay, who's the strongest person in the manosphere right now?
Hmm? The idea itself.
No, who's the strongest person in the manosphere right now?
The
Probably
strongest
me.
one
Probably
person.
me.
You said you
In the man or the black manosphere or the manosphere period.
If
in the black
Black
manosphere.
Manosphere,
Probably
Black
me.
Manosphere, I would say
Yeah,
BGS.
but
Manosphere in general,
most people
that's
are
a
not gonna.
toss-up.
Most people, and respectfully, because I mention you all the time. Most people are gonna mention you, but most people are not gonna say BGS is running the manosphere. Most people are not gonna say.
You do. That's not the question
You
that you
just changed the
asked.
question.
You just
Yeah.
changed the
No, I
question.
didn't change the question. What I'm
Yes.
saying is
Do
that most
You
do
did
you
change the
actually listen
question.
to yourself? Really?
You
can
did
I,
change the question to
I
be
can't even
fair.
finish what I'm saying. I'm
Yeah,
saying
yeah.
most people
No,
are not.
because you're wrong. But what's the
All
question
right,
that you asked me
all right.
initially? You said who's the strongest person in the manosphere, right?
In the black
In the black
manosphere,
man, who's the strongest,
and
right? Okay.
yeah, and I'm telling you that like most people, they probably will mention you, but they're not gonna put you at like at the top. Like go around and ask the question.
Okay, then, who do they say is the strongest person in the black manosphere?
Yeah, I mean,
Ugh.
Well, Kuda,
No, no,
like
no.
Kuda,
Hold on a second. I'm asking, who's the strongest person in the black manosphere?
who me? Wait, you're asking me who's the
I'm
strongest?
asking you. Yeah,
I don't know. It doesn't exist anymore.
it doesn't.
like there's a difference between the
Wait a minute. Oh,
manosphere.
so what we're doing right now, and the people, this whole network of people, it doesn't exist. That's what you're saying.
There's a difference
Yeah,
between
I
the
mean,
Black
shit. The people
Manosphere and the
that's
general
the people
Manosphere.
that's
No, no, no.
the people that's biting and plagiarizing. They don't acknowledge it. It doesn't exist.
What I'm saying. So before people even knew what the black manosphere was, did it actually exist?
Yeah, I said it exists at one point, but it's gone now.
So
Well,
in other words, the people that are still acknowledge it, that are still here, and it's actually bigger, it doesn't exist.
okay, who would you
well,
say is still other than yourself?
It only takes one person. The people that actually follow you actually make up the black manosphere, not the content creators. Okay.
Not
I
necessarily the
mean,
Kuda, like
they
Dr. Neil,
T,
Dr. T, Dr.
GG.
Dr. Gigi, Dr. Thunder, basically Mr. Z. There's a whole bunch of people that are still here that's part of the Black Manosphere. Okay,
well,
yeah,
I can
like
name you a whole host of people.
Kuda,
it's
like
subjective. Huh?
Kuda, like just so you know, like you already know I fuck with you. I don't know smoke for you, no shit like that. But you should go to
Yeah.
DJ Hamp route. Just get a bunch of bitches on the panel. Like niggas like are gonna watch this shit regardless.
Bro,
Niggas like to see that kind
and
of shit. You already know
that's
that
it.
shit.
Space is
I'm just
not about
saying,
fuck the
like
bitches.
Okay,
I don't give a
niggas
fuck
like to
about
watch
no
that
fuck.
shit. And then
what?
like once you hit half a mil or a mil, Then you can start going back to like what you wanted to talk
I
about.
I don't
But
I
like,
don't give a damn. I don't give a damn about no fucking
So,
broad.
so what do you give a damn about then?
Nah, I give a damn about black men, but like I said, the space just went to shit.
Okay,
black men
okay,
are simps for the
no,
most
no,
part.
okay. So what do you want for black men?
I want
Wait,
better.
hold
I
on a
mean,
second. Did he say black man butt?
Yeah, yeah, stop, Nema.
Stop,
Go back to
Namer.
sleep.
Jeez.
Let's stay in adult land.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. What? Give me the top 5 things that you want from for black men.
you said the top 5 things
Top
that I want.
5. Yeah.
Prosperity.
Okay.
Definitely. Freedom, financial independence. Them to understand their choice in dating, and knowledge. Yeah, that's about it. Prosperity,
Not
freedom,
knowledge. Okay. So
yeah,
knowledge is pretty broad. Prosperity and financial freedom. Those same 2 things, right?
That's
Which is
starting to happen
money.
very slowly, but yeah.
Yeah. So,
Fraternity rights is a good
I mean,
one.
basically, okay, just on my sphere alone, right? Okay, CEOs trying to train guys, 100 guys to make $150,000 a year. That's prosperity, right? Okay,
Hmm.
yeah,
is it not?
yeah. I said yeah.
Is it not? Okay,
But he's
that's
not. But
and he says that he's part of the Black Manosphere. Okay, the Black Manosphere conclave we had what its biggest crowd in since right had like what a couple thousand people there, right? Okay, that's the Black
right.
Manosphere. Okay,
Well, and
okay.
BGS, what you said earlier, when you said that like Toya, you should like you be paying her 100K a year to be your spokesman, you got to give her at least that 150.
I heard that. Toya,
Andre,
Toya,
you're hired.
Toya would not argue with that point. Okay.
Nope.
Hmm. You also got to bear in mind, Kuda, that the Black Manosphere really isn't on YouTube now either. It's on Rumble. It's on
Yeah.
Facebook.
It's on
Got,
TikTok,
it got, it got,
and it's actually in politics because they have a lot of people that are politicians that are part of the Black Manosphere now. They just won't say it. Lots of them.
yeah,
Yep,
it got forced to those spaces, but
that's the point.
Why should it get forced to the spaces? Okay.
no, it got,
Yeah.
it got forced to those spaces
Oh,
because I
okay.
remember
Oh, okay.
those,
So
those,
is that a good
those,
thing or a bad thing?
I don't know, to be told.
This
To be
just
Okay.
told.
goes right back to your argument about trending versus viral, though.
Hmm.
Yeah, yeah.
So I don't know where people get this Black Manosphere fell off, it's dead, and all this kind of stuff when it's actually moving forward. I just don't get it. Okay.
I don't. It's being reset.
Okay, reset means what? Go back
Isn't
to
that
zero.
forward movement,
No.
though?
Reset goes back to what? Back to zero, right? That's reset, right?
Not necessarily. I mean, being
Oh,
reset.
what does reset mean?
Well,
It
he's
could be
basically
starting.
Hold on. Let him answer it, Andre.
Yeah.
It could be
Let's,
starting over, like because reset. A lot of times means you probably sometimes have to relearn. Re-go through something, re-pick up
you
something. Like
know,
I'm talking
I don't
about.
want those.
you got to go.
Regenerate.
You got to go back to zero. That's what reset means, right? You got to go back from
Not
ground one,
necessarily. You
right?
can reset yourself and be in the negatives.
No, no.
Thoughts that
Well, if you say negatives, that's fine. But the thing is, what does reset mean? Okay, when you reset something, what does that mean?
I
Respawn.
would say we in the negative. I would say we in the negatives. I say
Say
this
what
is
say with me, Kuda. What is because you actually use the word. Words have meaning, right? What does reset mean?
okay. Okay, if you want to say it means start at zero, okay, starts at
Okay.
zero. But then
So,
we got to relearn.
Toya, what does reset mean?
To
Toya got it.
regenerate, to respawn, like you
Uh,
said. Start at
To
one. To start
start at zero again. In other words,
zero.
and start over. Okay. Reset means to
Hmm.
start over. Okay.
Or refocus. Yeah.
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 So
Yeah.
what I mentioned earlier, is it
Refocus is
valid or
different.
not?
Refocus is different. Is changing your focus. Reset in any
Okay.
term. You're actually a computer guy. What does reset actually mean?
Start at zero
In
or
other words,
what?
you wipe everything off, right, and start at
Hmm.
zero. That's reset, right? When you reset your machine, right? Okay.
Hmm.
Back to
Well,
back to its native state. Okay. When it
so
any
what? So
device
what?
go ahead. I'm sorry.
No, no, I interrupted you. Sorry. Finish what
A
you're
little bit
saying.
No,
more
no.
complicated than that now, but yeah.
What I'm saying is when you reset a device, okay, any device, a phone, a computer, a tablet, any kind of machine, right? Okay, wipe out all the old stuff and go back to zero, right? That's called a reset,
Hmm.
right?
Yeah. What I was trying to ask is like what I said earlier, is that valid or not? Is that like
Uh,
even if people are
you're
doing
reading
resets
better.
or regurgit, like even if people are doing resets on their channel and regurgitating talking points or bastardizing them and stuff, like aren't the people, because like you said that you want quality people on your channel, right? So quality people are going to gravitate to the stuff that's real. They're not going to watch the bullshit. Like I said that you should do
That's
the
not
DJ
necessarily
amp
true, bro.
route, but I said it jokingly because like I don't watch them type of dudes, because once I see that goofy shit, I'm out.
Yeah. The thing is, how do you police an open space? I don't get that.
You can't.
No, it's not about policing an open space. It's about basically owning your intellectual property. It's our intellectual
Is that
property being
is okay? You can own it. You can own it, but things can you control it?
Well, the
And what
thing
is
is, it's like how you gonna
and what does ownership mean?
and how you gonna
ownership
own your intellectual
is
property if you never patented it?
oh, huh?
How
And
you gonna
and
own your intellectual property if you never got a patent for it?
patents are
I,
less than
I
patents are
I
about
mean,
100 years old. Okay.
we quote people and give them their credit and stuff like that and know where certain things come from, but even if we use it or don't use it every day, but what I'm saying is that like there is a way to control and own certain things on the internet. I mean, we can say that there's no way now in hindsight, but there is a way. You keep
Okay, make
certain
an
trophies.
NFT.
Okay.
Huh?
Basically with AI, that's blowing all that stuff out of the water.
Yeah.
Yeah,
All that stuff is gone. You don't even control your own
yeah,
voice anymore.
but AI has to constantly be updated because
Eh,
like I said, algorithm is just going over and over
no,
and
no, no, no. All that stuff is blowing out of the water, man. You can't control that stuff no more. Not even your own voice.
you can control it with a prompt.
Not even your own likeness.
Not your own likeness. That's all that. All that stuff is blowing out the water.
Oh yeah, pretty much.
Well,
Yeah,
And
It's
but
gone.
eventually man will get tired of AI.
And
So
well, okay, okay.
Good luck.
From your lips to
AI should be
God's
okay.
ear. Okay.
no, man will get
Yeah,
tired of AI.
Yeah, you know that how?
uh,
It's happened before. It's happened in music. It's happened in a lot of cases.
AI
Where?
hasn't been out that long.
Where did it
Where,
happen?
you said where did it happen? I'm a DJ.
hmm
It happens in music all the time.
There's more electronic music now than there's ever been, man.
I
Oh
know,
yeah.
And
and then that goes back to college, back to
guess what?
college.
AI is actually doing resampling that stuff and actually remixing it faster.
Hmm.
Yeah, but that doesn't really mean too much in the music industry. Like
You know,
it's just
really? Okay. What means most in
Oh,
the
is that
music
why the
industry?
music industry is laying people off? Go, okay, go ahead. I'm sorry.
What does it
no,
mean in
So,
music? What
no
means most in the music industry? Not music stuff, but the
the
industry.
problem
It's called
no
what? In
the
any
problem
industry, it's
that
called what?
the
Profits.
prop the problem that they're having in the industry now is
hmm
basically people aren't going through what's called career development. They're not your artist development is gone in the
Okay.
music. It's
What-
just basically everyday people creating
Okay.
content.
Okay.
Most
Every day.
most
Okay.
create most musicians nowadays are literally just content creators, and people haven't
Okay.
caught on.
In other words, they had to go with the flow. In other words, all that stuff that you just said is moot. Is because the environment is actually shaping these people and what they do, and
Hmm.
they have no control over this.
well,
Wait, what?
Kuda, for example,
In other words, the artists, whether you draw, whether you make music and stuff like that, you have to become a content creator. You can't be, you have to become one of the crowd because
Yes.
you can't control it.
I mean,
Kuda, for
I
example,
guess you could say that. I mean, they literally have to become entrepreneurs. I mean, you can do everything independent now. Like now, it makes no sense really owning or signing to a label. I
Uh,
mean, other than the loan,
Why is
you
that?
can organically do it
Why is that?
because you can sign away your creative control,
No,
all
no, no,
kinds of different.
no. How are you allowed to do it?
You said what?
How are you? How can why can you do it now when you couldn't do it maybe even 10 years ago?
You can do it 10
YouTube.
years ago. It's more. It's just more. You got to do more footwork. You got to be known.
YouTube is the
Got to
main
be on
factor.
more.
And,
But
oh,
social media now. Social media now allows you to reach a bunch of different people.
exactly,
Um,
exactly. So
yeah. So I mean,
in other words, access to knowledge, access to music, access to anything is you don't need gatekeepers anymore, right? It's
Yeah, like Kuda will understand this one because like look at like a dude like NBA YoungBoy. The reason why he blew up because he had YouTube. Like he was independent for the longest. I don't even know if he's signed right now, but like he was getting
yeah, he's
views on
signed.
YouTube.
He,
the big and you know this CUDA is called distribution, right?
right, right.
But
Yeah.
before YouTube, before social media, what was your biggest bottleneck?
You said what was the biggest bottleneck? Like, what was
Yes,
the biggest problem?
yes.
You can say distribution. I mean, I think honestly, it was more so because like I said, like back in the day, you had artist development. That's gone now.
Okay, it might be gone, but thing is, what was the bottleneck? It's called distribution, right? Okay, now anybody can do it, right?
Yeah, I mean, back in the day, you would have to like physically go out and stamp and print CDs, and yeah, it was probably,
And then sell them on the corner, right?
yeah,
Right? Like
yeah,
remember the mixtapes back in the '90s, the mixtape
absolutely.
guys selling
Now it's
sell,
a file. You just
and now
you push it
now
around.
now now it's the push of a button, right?
Yeah,
That's the
Well,
difference, right? Distribution, okay?
yeah.
well, well, Kuda. Even though I was like somehow like I was joking a little bit when I was talking about like you should go the hemp route. Like you already got some baddies in your chat, man. All you gotta do is tell them hop up on the panel, cam up.
Bro, I don't. I listen. I'm not. I'm not
You good to go.
Uh,
doing
uh,
it.
Andre, please.
he's a pookie. You can't never mind him. He's a pookie, okay?
I, I'm
No,
just saying,
no.
like I'm looking at these channels where
Andre,
like
a little maple leaf is a pookie, okay? So you have to take it with
pretty
a
much.
grain
I'm
of
just
salt.
saying, I'm looking at these channels and
No,
like
no, no,
all these.
no, Andre, you're a pookie.
I'm,
Okay,
I'm
calm
not.
down.
I'm not trying to.
Yeah.
I'm not trying to be no passport, bro. I'm not trying to showcasing women all through it. I'm not trying to make my channel about that.
What I'm saying is, okay, and I said this last night. I'm trying to affect change, man. All this other stuff I don't care about, right? Okay, rights and creative rights. I don't care about this shit. How do you affect change for people to make people's lives better, especially black
Yes.
men? That's what I care about, right? Is that what you care about?
Yeah, but you do got to know your rights in Creative Commons and stuff.
There's always a but. Okay, so what do you care most about?
Like I said,
It's
black
money.
males, but
No, I'm
you
asking.
know,
Let me answer. Okay, what are you willing to sacrifice for black males' lives to get better?
I've already sacrificed.
No,
But
no, no, no. What I'm saying is, in this context, not what do you already sacrifice? You said two things that you wanted. What do you want to sacrifice between those two things?
I mean, whatever needs to be sacrificed. If I'm
So in other
doing
words,
it, whatever
so in
I'm
other words,
sacrificing,
your rights to an ownership of whatever your ideas are has to be sacrificed for the greater good, right?
not necessarily. Not if
Why?
I'm handling my business, I'm on top of that.
No, no. In other words,
It don't
when
have to
if
do
you
with-
put your ideas out, if you want them to spread as widely as possible and affect change, you got to let it go.
Hmm.
And
You
this
know, not
just brings us
necessarily. I
back
mean,
to the original
people can
point
bite
of
from you,
the
huh?
fact that we're talking about the new moon in Scorpio. I already said in order to make room for something new, you have to let go of something
Since
old.
old, yes,
So that is sacrifice.
there's sacrifice.
We
Yeah,
brought the
Yeah,
conversation full circle.
I'm
and
talking about. I'm talking about even like our speech and just stuff that we say. There is shit. You put some of the Breakfast Club recordings on your channel and see if you don't get a copyright strike. People know how to.
that is YouTube. But thing is, the ideas that are spread from the Breakfast Club, okay, the
Yeah,
ideas from
what I'm saying is that there's.
DJ. What did you just do?
Go ahead. I didn't get to finish, but go ahead.
Okay, okay. Oh, well, finish what you were saying. I'm sorry.
No, I was saying that there's ways to put people on notice like, hey, this came from my show. Hey, this is my intellectual property. This is your intellectual property. People just feel like if they don't get a certain amount of fame and stuff like that, they can't monetize or they can't, you know what I'm saying? But this is your intellectual property. These recordings, that's why, like, when that whole Pearl thing was going on, when Pearl was signing people, I'm like, and people was talking about how much they're making and all this other stuff. I'm like, y'all looking at the wrong thing. You got to look at the recordings. Like I said, record labels are gonna start to sign podcasters and stuff like that, because there's no difference between giving somebody a bag and letting them create content, or putting it into a radio show or a podcast and things like that. So podcasters, and this is stuff that I've been talking about for years, podcasters have to be aware. Yes, your voice and your likeliness and your recordings and stuff like that, yes, that is being used. Yes, that is being spread. They got all of our manosphere talking points on trading cards. People that
Okay.
didn't even, you know, fuck with us and stuff like that.
And okay, and
Oh,
is that a
oh,
good?
you're talking
Why
about
why is it, so why is that a bad thing?
oh, you're
Cause
talking
that's
about
your
Mr. Lego,
shit.
like
That's Imagine
So,
if you come up and you say something and you put something out there and you really put and not everything's gonna get patent.
so,
You're
so,
not gonna
so
capture
so
and
ownership. So to you, ownership is worth more than the idea spreading and affecting change.
you can help
he
black men,
want
but you don't have to
No, no,
be
no.
stupid. You don't have to
So
give up
so
your
so so
ownership.
so, so ownership. What did I just ask you?
You don't have to give up your ownership to talk to
Yes, you
black
do.
men.
Yeah.
No,
No,
you don't.
no, no. What did I just say? What did I actually say?
You don't have to give that up to talk to black men. You
No,
can
no.
still
That's
handle.
not what. That's not what I said. For your ideas to spread and affect change, you have to give up what?
You have to
Ownership.
sacrifice.
You have to sacrifice
Hmm.
ownership.
Yeah, but that don't
in a
necessarily mean your own.
in a
You
digital
can
space.
sacrifice time. You can
Exactly.
sacrifice other
Uh,
different
uh,
things. That doesn't mean your
okay.
ownership.
For your ideas to spread, you have to sacrifice ownership.
That's not true.
It
That's
is
not
true.
true.
It
Look,
is true.
It is true,
Prove me
Kuda.
wrong.
Kuda,
Okay, when Eckhart
2020.
Tolle says something, they mention they quote Eckhart Tolle.
Does
When
he go?
when
Does he? When they quote him, does he have to go after people about ownership
when you were talking about thus spoke Zarathustra, who did you mention?
Nietzsche?
Okay, so how comes everybody else can get their credit, but when it comes to black man, all of a sudden you got to
Uh,
give up your
do most people know that Nietzsche is the one that came up with Ubermacht Superman?
Yeah, I talked about that earlier, but what I'm
But
saying is
what do people mostly recognize? Nietzsche and Ubermacht or Superman?
they recognize him for other stuff, but
No,
people
no,
that
no.
know about
Okay,
the
you have to answer my question though, sir.
Ask the question again.
That's what I'm talking about. Do most people recognize Ubermensch or Superman? Well, they're the same thing.
Superman.
Superman. So the idea of the Ubermensch, or the overman or Superman, is a spread because Nietzsche came up with it and somebody actually used it and spread it. Okay, that's where it
No,
came
I mean
from.
the people only know about Superman because they know about superheroes. He's a type of superhero.
He's a type of superhero. But the thing is, Superman, Ubermensch is Superman. Okay, the original idea came from
hmm
Nietzsche. Okay,
And
but it
most people
spread.
don't know. Most people only know Nietzsche in image.
Exactly.
That's
They have no idea who he is, or if most
right.
people don't even know his name. Okay.
Most people don't know that Popeye the Sailor is actually based off an actual sailor.
Yeah. It-
Right.
Yeah, y'all got the game fucked up. So 2025, I'm gonna start simping hard like a motherfucker. So
like you haven't been simping yet. You stop.
Oh,
When did you stop
I
yeah,
haven't
simping?
yeah,
simping.
exactly.
I'm
When
gonna
did he
start
stop?
simping.
When did you stop? Okay.
I never started, but
Okay,
I'm gonna start simping hard
okay,
as fuck.
Andre. Okay, Pookie.
What?
Oh, excuse me, Canadian Pookie.
The thing is,
I prefer Ray Ray,
uh,
MD.
I'm trying to explain a complex strategy. Okay, about how you get things from one end to the next. Okay.
hmm
Yeah.
I'm trying to
Giving.
demonstrate.
I'm not with giving.
I'm trying to demonstrate how you get an idea or a set of ideas, a set of principles from one sphere to the next, right? From the bastardized internet, okay, where we actually look down upon to where we actually looked up to in 10 years. How do you do that? The people don't actually calling you names and saying you're not worth anything to us. We're actually quoting you and biting off of you. How do you do that in 10 years?
people are stupid. It's called influence.
How do you do that? Because they don't pick up everybody's stuff, do they?
You stay relevant. You stay with the times and you
Yeah.
stay relevant.
And no, in other words, you recognize the environment, okay, and you tune your message to the environment, okay, so that your ideas will propagate. I'm gonna
Or you
start putting.
just
I'm gonna start putting all this stuff on. Start giving this stuff away for free. I'm gonna actually put all this stuff on Patreon, okay? Because you
but
guys
see,
ain't getting it.
but that
Because
doesn't
y'all
make you
ain't
no
y'all ain't getting it. Y'all ain't getting it. Go ahead,
that
man.
doesn't make you no different than me because that's like what I say. You
I,
gotta
in fact, it doesn't. Okay. So in
yeah.
other words, I'm giving that stuff away for free, and people are not
Right.
getting it. Even though I have demonstrated it for the last 10 years,
And
people still
same
don't
here.
get it.
Likewise.
Okay. All right, DJ.
Yeah,
Well,
You,
likewise. We
you
said
want
the
you
same
want
thing.
you want credit. Okay. Okay.
It's
yeah,
not
that,
even
that
about
that's
it. If you
it is
can't
about credit if
comfortably
you're
talk
being
about
honest, bro.
something, it like first of all, if for you, for example, right?
Mm-hmm.
A lot of your stuff is being bastardized. Alan
Mm-hmm.
Roger Curry, a lot of his stuff is being bastardized. People don't
Okay.
even know who he is and what the hell they talking
Yeah,
about.
but the
The-
principles are still there, right?
Hmm.
oh, yeah, but they don't even get the principles right. They don't know where it comes from. They don't know the
Okay.
nomenclature
Well,
that
It's
talking
part of the
about.
game,
well,
Kuda.
So
Look at Kevin Samuel's
okay, and I'm
content.
there, and I
Okay.
don't want those people. I don't
Oh,
want those people on the megaphone
oh,
misguiding people because
okay.
people. You know what people are gonna. Can you stop for
Okay.
2 seconds? You know what people are gonna turn around and say? They're gonna say that's the manosphere, and the niggas are gonna be like, no, that's not the manosphere,
Okay.
because
Give me an example what you came up with has been bastardized that you disagree with. Okay.
too much stuff I came up with, man.
Give me
I'm not
give me one example. I don't do too much stuff. Give me one.
third shift. I could just throw out third shift.
Third shift. Okay. Is that prevalent amongst in the manosphere or all over the world? Third shift been around a long time. Okay.
Yes.
It's called labor. But third shift, what does it mean?
No, the third
the only
shift
people I see,
wasn't
No,
for
go ahead.
labor.
No,
It was a show and it was a style show.
okay.
And yeah,
A third shift means third shift has been around since people have been working. Okay, what does it mean for
Yeah.
you? Oh, hold on. I'm at. Oh, hold on. I'm asking. What does it mean? How do you mean it?
that was the nickname for a show. I listen. It was the nickname, the style, and
No, 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 no. I'm asking. Okay, third shift. Okay, because I used to work third shift in the '70s.
I
Okay,
know. I'm
Cuda,
what
Cuda,
I,
Cuda. Let me
oh,
finish. Let me finish. Okay. It has a different meaning. Okay, so the word third shift has been around for 100 years. Okay, how do you mean it? Third shift.
I'm talking about that was the name of a show. It was a type
Okay.
of a
Okay.
show, and yes, it was something that was influential in the space. It's something that contributed to the space, and it's something that's being copied from.
What is it? What
Uh,
do you mean by it? It's a show. What does it mean?
How do you
it's a style show.
contextualize it?
It happens at a certain time. Certain things happen.
That doesn't
Panels.
mean that doesn't mean anything. Description,
It
sir.
doesn't mean anything now. What
No,
I'm
no, no, no.
saying,
I'm talking about describe what it is. Okay, what is
Like, what
it?
are the
I would
parameters?
describe it.
Okay, all right. I give up.
Aside from it being a nod to a working shift, what are the parameters of third shift?
Hmm.
so
Because
the
it
only smoke
derives
that
from the shift that you worked at some point,
Yeah,
right?
the time slot, what we were doing, what we were talking about, how
Okay.
it was ran.
Okay.
Um,
So what time did it
certain
start? What
certain
time would it what time would it come on?
third shift, it starts like I'll say from like 11 to like 11 a.m. Kind of like an overnight
well,
thing. Sometimes
what
it's
Is
better.
what
is oh
time
it's a
zone?
so it's an overnight thing, basically based on what third
Graveyard
shift
shift.
graveyard, yeah,
Yeah,
which is
pretty much.
third
Yeah,
Yeah.
shift. It's
so it's
third
called
shift.
third shift.
Okay,
I didn't want
that's
to
third
say it
shift.
out
So
loud, but yeah, that's pretty much what it is.
Okay, so
Yeah.
now it's popularized. Okay, how many people actually use the term third shift? Actually use that overnight thing? I know one who was Machismo. There's probably the only
yeah,
one.
like that's what I was gonna say. Machismo TV, they don't
Is they're the
say
only
third
ones?
shift,
Yeah, yeah.
but they're the only ones that actually do that.
Yeah, I mean, it became popular right now.
Okay.
Because I know you did an overnight show also back in the day.
Okay. What I'm saying, what I'm saying.
You, Bon Cherry, a couple people did overnight shows. Overnight shows weren't really popular because most people were asleep.
Okay,
You know.
okay. The thing that's made what reason panels are popular now, okay, is because when I first got here, in 2013, 2014, the people are actually regulating their panels. Only their friends and people that they knew could actually
Yeah,
come up.
it was
Okay,
made for conference calls. Yeah.
Eh, and I said, okay, I didn't believe in that. Guess what I did? I put the panel, I put the link to the panel in the description and then into the chat. Okay.
Right. Google
I was one of the
Hangouts.
few. I was the only person to actually do that. Okay, and it became popular. Okay, do I actually care about who takes credit for it?
Okay.
I don't. Okay. Have I ever said I take that I'm mad at people for actually using my format?
Yeah, but that's you.
I'm not saying. What I'm saying is. But guess what? Okay, that's one of the most popular formats on YouTube now. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but I mean, mentioning it is you shouldn't be demonized for mentioning it, right?
I'm not saying demonize. What I'm saying is, well, me not taking ownership of it and not beating up people about it. Guess what it did? It spread. Okay, now it's one of the most popular forms of entertainment on YouTube.
Of
Okay,
course, but see, you
What
have to
what
mention it,
well,
and you have to
well,
even let me know that it's one of the most popular forms, and I'm like,
well,
yeah. So it's the
Eh,
same thing. It's like
uh,
you
uh,
shouldn't
uh,
well,
uh,
you shouldn't
I'm,
feel
I'm,
bad for
okay. What I'm trying to do right now, and you're not taking it
if it's
in.
true, right?
I'm trying to do, and you're not taking it in, is I'm trying to show you an example of why you don't take ownership of certain things if you want it to spread. The idea to spread. That's what I'm trying to do.
well, BGS. What were you realistically going to do to stop it? We're going to be like, I'm going to get a patent to stop anybody from
I,
having a
I,
panel
I,
with
I, I
No,
couldn't
but
people.
do
see,
it.
I don't know.
I couldn't, and I couldn't, and the
It wouldn't be
reason,
worth the money.
and I didn't want to do it is because I wanted this to be the norm, okay, and not the exception.
Right.
Well, the point that I was trying to make is that like it's a like it's a useless effort. Like
It is.
you're not going to get anywhere with that.
Yeah, it is. Man, my first computer I got in 1982. Okay, I've been doing this for a very long
Oh,
time.
gosh, that's before I was born. Good lord.
Yeah,
I was
yeah,
about to say, dang, you as old
since
as your computer.
1982 with Commodore 64. Okay, in 1982.
I'm
Okay,
not saying that we got to be
BGS.
DJ. Hold on,
panel.
I'm
How
talking
much
right
did they
now.
have? Like a kilobyte of RAM?
No, 64 bits. Okay, 64 bytes. Okay.
Ooh, that's even worse.
BGS, the old
Si-
niggas
no, si-
coming
no,
out
60,
here.
64K. That's what it was. 64K. Commodore 64. Okay.
BGS had one of them computers they were using in the army.
No,
Did
army was the pets, okay, the little square things, okay,
Hmm.
those were in the army. I actually use those in school. But the thing is, I've seen this thing evolve over the
broke
last 40 years, okay. So people think I don't know actually what I'm talking about. I've grown up with this stuff. My kids have grown up. My grandkids actually use this stuff. I still
Oh
use
yeah,
this
yeah.
stuff,
I
okay.
have nothing to hide. I might be a computer guy, but if I want to know about older technology, I go straight to BGS because he would know.
I wouldn't know. People talk about Call of Duty. I played the first Call of Duty and the first Medal of Honor. Okay,
It was
MOAs.
called Doom.
No, no. Actually, before Doom was actually Count Transylvania. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah.
well,
Wolfenstein.
Oh,
yeah.
Yeah,
what is it? Wolfenstein. Castle
Wolfen.
Wolfenstein. Yeah.
Yeah, Wolfenstein. Then
Yeah.
Doom. Yeah.
Yeah. Then Doom.
gotta
BGS
Okay.
gotta the
BGS
Diablo.
had one of those computers that was decoding Morse code.
You believe it or not, that was actually when I was in middle school, right? Where you actually had the punch cards. Okay.
Oh,
Yeah,
In
I knew. I
70,
knew.
73. Yeah.
I've talked to
wow.
an old programmer. He talked about how they had to use those punch cards to actually
Yeah.
program the
Yeah.
machine.
Yeah. And in fact, they used to have women doing the punch cards for actually
What a
programming
time.
machines back in the day. Yeah, yeah. So that's what it used to. Actually, used to say
Binary.
employ women. Yeah, my old-fashioned binary. Yep. So in other words, I go way, way, way back. I've seen this stuff grow up. So basically, everything that you talked about, I already know about it because I was there when it first was actually introduced. Okay, about the mixtapes on the street, about the
Shout out to
dubs.
that Piff.
NWA got popular because we actually dubbed their tapes, okay, and spread their
Hmm.
name, okay. So by the time NWA went out on the road, people knew who they were, okay. That's how they
I'm
actually made
curious.
their
When
money.
did you start burning CDs?
Burning CD burns used to be expensive. That was like
I know they used to
90.
be expensive
Yeah,
hell.
yeah. It's about 97, 98.
Okay.
Burning
98.
CDs. Yeah,
It
when the
was
price
98.
actually came down. Yeah, I remember mine was my first one I got was
But
97.
nowadays, everything on social media now is all about advertisement. You know, even your personal social
Yeah.
media
Yeah.
advertisement. We used the internet when it was honest, like the millennials.
Mhm.
We beta tested everything. So it's like nowadays, if you even on your dating profile, I keep telling y'all, if you don't got your business card or something up there, you know, you could turn a love interest into some
And,
business or something.
and guess and guess what they find out the internet dating does not work because in fact I just
Never.
hold on.
You
Well,
know,
Hold on, hold on, okay, hold on for a second, right? In fact, you have less people matching up and dating and having sex now than you did before the internet dating. Okay,
Doesn't surprise
yeah,
me.
my
the
pushback for
connection is a lot less
Because
than it was.
it's
The,
not an organic connection anymore.
Exactly.
exactly,
It's not
exactly.
organic.
my pushback for Kuda
people don't
was
know how
like,
to make.
when was the internet honest?
Good
That is a
question.
good question.
That is a
But
question, and I can
that is
tell
a
you, it
great
never
question.
was. It never was. Okay,
He said,
Because
when was the internet?
trolls come from 1991. Okay, that's when the first trolls came out. Okay,
Damn, you would
because
know. Yeah, yeah.
and
I was
it's
on
actually
the internet
on
in the early
Usenet.
days.
Okay, Usenet trolls was an old term. Okay,
Because I was on the internet in the early days, and it was like ASL, and it's like,
what
bitch, you lying.
talking about ASL? What you talking about? America Online?
ASL,
Age, sex, location.
Oh,
yeah,
okay.
it's like, bitch, you lying.
Hmm.
I think it was more honest then though, because you couldn't there was a much less license you could take towards creating this fantasy profile.
Ooh, I don't know.
You
See,
could
yeah,
still do it, but it was not as you didn't
yeah.
have as many variables as
Toy,
you do
toy,
now.
The internet, the Usenet was wild, man.
mm.
All kind of kitty porn and all
Oh
kind
yeah.
of
Yeah,
stuff
No,
was on there. It was just
hold,
horrible,
hold, hold
man.
on. Wait a minute. Wait
that
a
was
minute.
back before
Hold
profile
on. Wait.
pics.
Wait a minute. Let me get in. As a web developer, the internet has always been dishonest. If you know how that stuff works,
Mm.
Yeah.
yeah, I don't trust dating sites
Oh yeah,
for
yeah,
specific reason because I know how the stuff in the background works.
Well,
I'm like,
yeah,
Ashley Madison, anyone?
yeah. Oh yeah, that's
well,
true. Oh yeah, it's been that way.
Right.
All your dating sites use bots. Okay,
Right.
yeah,
they just
like to
now
anybody on the
they're
panel,
actually
like
better bots now.
yeah,
Right.
20 body,
More believable
20,
bots.
Oh yeah, yeah.
20 on the panel. Have y'all been fatfished before?
Who?
I was just talking about that
Fat,
yesterday.
yeah,
How, as a
fatfish.
woman, I'm friends with other women who date online, and I be calling them out down to the carpet about taking pictures from certain angles.
Mm-hmm.
That's what we call neck up Twitter. You
Mm-hmm.
know,
oh yeah,
fatfish. He's
oh
talking
fat
about
fish, yeah,
people who
yeah.
Oh,
take
fat
pictures
fishing.
who, yeah, yeah. I was just talking about that with Indigo Flow yesterday. You have to be careful because there are women who really think that if they show you a picture of what they think you want to see, that that's all it takes, and that you'll fall for it, and then you meet them in person, and it's like, well, this isn't what I thought I was
Yeah,
getting.
yeah.
But
Well,
they hope that their personality will actually win you over, so it doesn't matter when you actually
Again,
meet them. Yeah,
girl
yeah,
math.
yeah, yeah,
that's yes, that's exactly what they do. Like they
yeah.
take pictures, it's like their head and their shoulders, and then you meet them, and it's like it's
What happens when
crazy.
you used to call them on the phone? Didn't know what they looked like.
Hmm.
So again, back
Yeah,
then
y'all
it
took
was a
the
little bit
cute
more
missing out.
honest. It
Not
was a
really,
little
because
bit
you
more.
had no idea what they looked like. So,
And then
But you
that
can
camera
hear how
phone.
they've taken their breaths.
sometimes, yeah,
Yeah,
sometimes.
but
Yeah.
they got to worry about the ones who perform what I call witchcraft with makeup.
Oh,
Uh,
it's getting better, but yeah, it's getting better. But the thing is, has it actually paid off with these women?
no, I think what you said a minute ago is true as far as yeah, we're doing more dating online, but it's not producing as much results as it
Yeah.
was before we started doing that.
Hmm.
So the thing is, because we got to remember, this is only since what for this version is only since what the iPhone
Probably '05.
2006 to
Yeah,
2000.
Yeah,
yeah,
early
Yeah,
2000s, yeah.
yeah,
probably '05 because they had the first smartphones and stuff. But
yeah.
Most most people don't know how to date. They don't know what they're
No.
doing.
That
They don't know how to transition
so
from
so
from
so
meeting somebody on the internet to
so, so
Well,
turning
Kuda,
it
you
into.
missed a little bit of the conversation. We were talking about fat fishing.
and
Like,
another okay, DJ Kuda.
Now what?
How do people learn how to date?
No, you're supposed to learn in person. They're using the internet basically to enhance their regular life. You got to
I
learn in
mean,
person. You still got to
you're
get the
supposed.
person off the
Okay,
internet, and you still got to get them in person.
now
I've talked about this.
my grandson's learned going through it now. He's 12, right? By interacting with women and actually
Oh, here we go.
talking
Yep.
to them and on the phone and
Hmm.
and, 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 and doing meetups and stuff like that. That's how you actually learn how to date. Okay,
Good old
in
puberty.
person,
yeah. So
good old fashioned way.
yeah. So even though I'm a millennial, like the way I was raised, it was like like going to the mall with like my homies and family and
Yes.
shit. It's like
Hmm.
who
In
gets the most
person.
numbers, and
Yes,
whoever
in
don't
person.
get the most
In
numbers
person.
is
Yeah.
clown.
Yeah.
Yeah, like
In
if you don't get
person.
if you don't get no numbers, you get clown.
And others we had to go out and meet the woman, right? To
Right.
get her number, right?
Exactly.
It's in person,
You
right?
gotta you gotta do it in real life and in person. But the thing is that the phone is meant to the phones and dating apps are meant to make arrangements and stuff like that. Now, if
What
you're talking to somebody on the internet or on the phone or whatever, your whole goal, aside from just having even a frivolous conversation with them, is basically to build real estate with them. Got to build real
what
estate with them, build comfort with
Okay.
them. So when they're in your presence, you know
well
you can. Yeah, go
well
ahead.
Kuda, like dating
You
apps
already
are
have a relationship, even though it's vocal. The thing is, how do you learn? Where do you
Yeah.
learn that? Where do you learn that though? Okay, where do
well
you learn it?
No,
Kuda, like
I mean,
Kuda,
you can do things over the phone that most people won't do in person and stuff like that. I get that, but
Kuda.
what I'm saying is it's building real estate with them to even get them in person. It just,
I understand. I understand that, but the thing is, where do you learn that from in the beginning? Okay,
Kuda,
how do
yes, you
people
have
learn
to
to
like
do
have
that?
real interactions. You're trying to pull them from the internet into real life, so it's
I, I,
basically building comfort,
but the
building
thing is
real
that,
estate.
well
but that hasn't worked. So the thing you still have to
Oh, it
go
worked
through
for
the.
me.
You
It's
have to.
other dudes
well
that a
You
lot of
still
well
dudes that have it.
you still have to go back to the old fashioned method, actually meeting that person in real
Absolutely.
life,
well
okay,
You
in
got to get
well
person,
them in
okay.
bed and deal with them.
well
Absolutely. You got to
well
get them in
well
person.
Kuda, like
But people aren't learning that.
Hmm.
well Kuda,
I
I don't
know
think
because
dating
they're
apps are
projecting and then they're.
No,
Go ahead. I'm saying.
they're relying too much on the goddamn internet, on the dating app to actually
Yeah, but they
pick
don't
these
know how
people
to
for 'em.
they don't know how to communicate. Like honestly,
well
there'll be two couples sitting in a room, and instead of talking to each other, they're texting each other, and they're in the same room.
yeah.
So
You know, a
no,
lot of people.
so how do they learn how
Okay.
to communicate?
It's
Now they
online
people
shit.
learn
Like
how to communicate via
that's
text, but
it's
like I said, I'm a millennial. Half my life, I had to go outside. I had to talk to women. I had to
Exactly,
hold them close. I had to do
exactly,
everything.
Kuda.
and that's where you learned, right?
Well, Kuda,
Yeah, and
like
that's what I
you're
said.
mentioning.
When you're using the internet,
And then
you pull them off the
you
internet.
transfer those skills to what? The internet, right? Okay, but that's not where you learn. You
Well,
didn't learn on the internet,
But
did you?
but the new generation Z's they learn on the internet. But
nah,
Yeah.
nah, nah, nah,
it's
Eh,
but
Kuda.
so much
Okay, let him
it's
finish. Let him
but so
finish.
much you can do. It's but
Let me
so
get
much
in
you
that
can
bitch.
do on the internet. That's what I'm saying.
So,
The internet is literally for setting up appointments and building real estate, i.e.
eh,
trust with certain people.
you can't build trust over a dating site. What I'm saying
You
is,
can build trust over the internet.
you cannot build trust over a dating site. Okay,
You
Yes, you
can't.
can.
Not real
You
trust.
can't,
you
bro.
can't build
Not
trust over a
really.
dating site.
No.
You can. You can build a lot of trust over a dating site.
How?
Nah, you can't build trust on a
Pray
dating
tell
site.
how
How
you
you think
build
people?
trust over how you
How
build
you
trust
think
over a
people
dating
get
site.
catfish? How you
Well,
think people get catfish,
well,
scammed, and all
Kuda,
kinds? You build
well,
the
well,
dating site
Kuda,
is to
like,
get them to trust you enough to give to meet up with you. That's what it's for.
well,
You
Kuda,
can
like,
build endless
what, I,
trust
what, I,
over a
what,
dating site.
what, what I've been trying to get in to say is like, Kuda, you never been on Black Planet before?
I've been on Black Planet. I've been on everything. I've been on all of
That
that
was
shit.
out
It's the
before the
same
dating app.
shit.
Good Lord, Black Planet's
That was
old.
before the
Hmm.
dating app.
Yes, I got
Because
Black
I
Planet. I
remember
got
like
MSN Messenger,
Black
AOL
Planet was out when
Messenger,
like when Windows 98 was
Google.
out. Like
I
I
got
think
I got
like
the original tag. Like
Okay.
all of that shit.
Okay. Okay.
Nah, that was like Windows 2000.
It's a
MySpace.
okay. So if they're building all this trust, okay, and doing all this stuff, how come it's actually not working for them?
It
Mhm.
works for me. It don't work for them
Not,
because they're lazy. A lot of dudes are lazy. These
why
dudes are
why
lazy,
why are they lazy? What are you
hiding behind
depending
the
on?
term nerd. They're
What
lazy. They want things given to them. Convenience. They work out of convenience.
and what's convenient for them?
Did you say hiding
I don't
behind the
know.
term nerd?
You gotta ask them weird ass niggas what that
Eh,
shit is. They
There's
they hide behind
dating
convenience, man.
sites don't build relationships or trust.
The
Okay,
dating sites gives off the illusion of convenience.
it's convenience, right? That's how come it's not working for
You
them.
got these dudes that believe in dating sites. They believe in swiping right and swiping left, right?
So it's not working for them, is it?
No, no. You want to know why it's not working for them? And I talked about this vehemently. I don't know why I gotta keep talking about it. Look, if you're swiping left,
Because you're not listening to us, DJ. You're not
I
listening
know
to
what
us.
the hell I'm talking about.
No,
It's not about listening. I know the dating sites are
but you're not
swiping.
listening to us that are talking to you. You're not
Listen,
listening to us.
no, listen to what I'm
Wait.
saying.
What does being effective look like first?
Hold on. This
Do
is
y'all have a
it.
clear
Hold
version
on,
of that?
bro. Hold on, bro. No. This is my thing.
Are they forming relationships, partnerships,
No,
having
first of
sex?
all, first of all,
But
DJ,
they don't.
DJ,
But they
DJ,
don't
hold
want
on a
no, let me
second,
answer
relationships.
the
man.
question. Let me
Goddamn.
answer
Hold
this question so
DJ,
we can
DJ,
get
hold
there.
on a second, man. Calm down, all right?
God,
They don't
Calm
want
down.
relationships.
Yes,
yeah,
they
I'm not
do.
a.
No,
Don't
No,
yes, they
they
listen to
don't.
do.
me.
They want
I
pussy,
said it.
No, they
and they
won't
think
relate.
that's how you get it.
No, they don't. Okay, no, they don't. I
They
talk to
Yeah, they
want.
do.
They
I,
want
I,
pussy.
I, they want connection. That's what they're starving for. Okay,
They don't. They want. They're
Okay, but
starving
they
for
aim at
connection, but they.
hoes though.
no, they don't.
Hold
What?
Yeah,
on.
they do.
No,
Hold
they
on.
don't.
All right.
Yeah, they
Wait.
do. They
First
don't
of
know what
all,
a
hold
hoe
on.
is.
Sixty
All right. Hold
percent of
on.
your
Hold on.
DJ, can I finish,
Let me.
please? No, no,
Hold
no.
on.
Can
Wait.
I
I
finish?
didn't
Can
even
I
get to finish
finish?
my
Can
first
I
point. You
finish?
cut me
Can I?
over.
No, we didn't. Okay. Can
Yes,
I
you did. I
finish?
was going into something and I got cut off.
DJ, can I finish?
Go ahead, man. Lord
He
have
asked a
mercy.
question, okay? Unless you got the answer. If you got the answer, go ahead and tell
Yeah,
him.
I was answering it. You was asking about the
No,
social media
he
website.
asked me a question, okay? What is effective, okay? Go ahead and tell him.
No, what I was saying about the social media websites is that it's
What? No,
bogus
that's not the
emulating.
question that he asked. What did he ask?
Hold on. No, we were talking about
Ask it again.
social media.
Ask it again. Uh, what you
Rogus,
just
we were
asked.
talking about social media, and he asked about the social media
Roguish.
website.
Ask the question
What
again.
the question? So I almost forgot the motherfucker.
What is
Um,
effective? What's the
yeah,
definition of effective? Right?
yeah. What is effective with it, and what is ineffective with it? Because people are staying with it for a reason. They're getting something
Okay,
from it,
and let me answer your question. Why the social
and
media
it ain't
websites are?
relationships.
Yeah, it's definitely not relationships. It's really for hookups. And I'll tell you why the social media websites are not those websites and dating apps are not effective. Because first of all, men don't get the same app that women get. Okay, there's no pressure for no monthly subscription for women on Tinder and all this other. There's no pressure for none of that, and they can get attention. Second of all, when
That's
you're
smart.
swiping right and swiping left, this fucks up your confidence and it fucks up your psyche because it makes you feel like you have the choice between those women. Half the women that you see on the internet, you would never have spoken to them in real
Exactly.
life. They would have
Exactly.
walked right past you.
Yep.
So first of all, thinking that you can just swipe right and swipe left fucks up your confidence because it insinuates that you were getting at this person anyway when you wasn't.
So is it
Right?
effective? Is it effective?
I'm going down how it's not effective.
Uh, so,
Most people with these
yeah,
dating
no,
apps don't know what they're doing.
okay, so let me know.
The dating app has
Let me
nothing to do
know
with
when the
everything.
conclusion actually pops up. Okay.
Let
Is
them
it the
land. All right, go
conclusion?
ahead.
Yeah,
Not,
yeah.
not.
Because
Let them land. Let them land. All right. So that was the con. What's the pro in it? How's there any pro if that's one of the cons?
I mean,
Well, you ain't
the pro
you
in
ain't
it,
asking no question.
I mean, because I didn't even, I mean, the pro in it is basically you have is the same thing as the clubs. So, like I said on Player Talk Radio, because I've been the player, I've been a pickup artist, I've done all of this stuff. The only thing that the webs that dating apps and social media and websites what they do is they do what's called the club effect. They will get women that you normally wouldn't brush shoulders with and get them all into one space or even create a concentration of them. Does that make
Interesting.
sense?
Yeah.
So you have access to these type of women, but
Through your
the
stats.
majority of the majority of guys and stuff like that, if you don't know what to do with the access that you have, you might as
Cyberpunk
well not
dating,
have
nigga.
the access. Huh?
That's cyberpunk dating.
Rogas, you gotta
Yeah, I mean, you might
understand.
as well not have the access because you don't know what to do. Like those, like I told y'all be asking these women goofball ass questions. Like I said,
Why they goofball? We didn't insult you.
because they're goofball ass questions. You got dudes that
We
get it.
didn't insult you, did we?
No, I'm not talking
That
about y'all on the. Just
what,
relax. I'm not talking about y'all on the
what,
panel. I'm
what
saying
then?
Speaking
in
about the
general.
culture. He's speaking about the
Well,
culture.
Yeah, I'm saying
well,
dudes in general. You got dudes
It
that
sounded like
you
you
got
talking to
dudes
me.
who
It sounded like you
no,
talking to me.
not you.
well,
You don't gotta take it personal. I'm not talking
well,
about you. What I'm
I
saying is
just did
that
because you said y'all. You said y'all. Who's y'all?
I'm saying
well,
in general.
go to
I don't
moderation
expect to
midair, but let
hit
him land.
dogs, but what I'm saying is dudes are in women's inboxes talking to themselves.
Okay.
Earlier, I did a show and I was talking about it. Like you got these dudes trying to get like passport bros the game, and it's like stop trying to talk to women on Tinder. The best thing you can do is when you talk to a woman on the internet, you be like, yo, you can befriend them. Stop trying to get with them. Be like, yo, where's the popping spots? She gonna tell you clubs that she go to and frequent. Yo, where to get the food and stuff
So
like
they
that.
holler through the internet. They actually try to holler through the internet.
So
They try to
That,
so
get
that,
at women
that,
through the
that's not
internet
what he
when
said.
it's best to just be
so
in the same
That's not what
vicinity
he said.
as this woman and
He's
her
talking
friends are
about
gonna
like,
gonna meet her in.
so in other
If
words,
you
is this tactic for the desired result? Yes or no?
no, most dudes don't know these tactics. They're
It
misusing
can't
them.
be.
Most dudes don't even go
One
outside. They're
one said
using it and trying to get
so
on the internet.
so in other words, basically, what the avenue that they're using is not effective for most guys. Like seventy
No, it is
percent of guys.
effective for most guys. Most
It
guys
is.
don't know how
no,
to do it.
it's
Well,
not
Most guys
effective for
don't
most
know.
guys.
okay. All right.
It's
Most
not
Maybe
it's
most
effective
not
is a
effective for
different
most
term.
guys.
Okay.
it is effective for most guys, but most guys don't use it and they don't know how to keep their head
So if
together.
it, so if,
Wait. What do you get? What do you get in its effective states? Wait a minute. What the
I
fuck?
know, I know. If
Wait,
Rogas
what?
is saying this, that means it must be something, okay? Because Rogas is
No,
normally
it's
would vibe
effective.
with it.
It's just that most
It
guys
depends on
don't
the
know
guy.
how to use it. They don't have the balls to use it. They don't know what they're using it for. If
Then
you don't
it's,
know what you're,
then it's
if
not
you don't know what
effective
you're
for those.
using,
It's not
You
effective for those
hollering
guys.
at a bitch through the matrix, man. What the fuck? That
Anyway,
shit ain't hard.
let me go, man. Let me
What?
go because this is getting more and more.
it's not getting. It's common sense. I'm not saying that
No, but it's not even a
hard.
conversation, man, because it's going all over the place, man. Okay.
Why is
Can I
it not a
can I can I
conversation?
change the conversation
Yes,
then?
you can, please.
How about we chew on this? Let me
Okay.
read this to you guys.
Okay.
That's a screenshot I took from Twitter last year. This is the thing. You can't say F men, but your only safety and self defense plan is contingent on the very people you don't want around. You also can't make a man 100% responsible for your life and your safety without giving that man some type of authority over what he's responsible for. If you believe your safety should be outsourced, you have to actually listen to the person you've entrusted that responsibility to. It's not about control, it's about predictability. You can manage predictable behaviors. You can't manage a wild card. This is common sense.
Okay. If you really want all that, pay for it.
All right.
You want a
Well,
man to
you
protect you.
Boom.
If you want general men to protect you, give them an incentive to actually protect you. Pay for it.
Boom.
you can manage the wild card, but it's gonna be temporarily.
How you?
The issue with relationships is that they're highly transactional and
Okay.
toxically so.
Basic.
And that's a
If you can
two-part.
manage
That's a
something, then
part.
guess what? It's not, Andre. You manage it. Guess what? It's not, Andre.
A wild card.
A wild card.
I mean, depends
I
on
would
the
hate to be.
situation.
I would hate to be a grammar Nazi, man. I'd be ruthless. Okay. I'm glad I'm not you,
Well, like
Toya.
I said,
I'm just
well,
saying, it's a hard job, but
It's
somebody's got to do it.
yeah. You're good
well,
at it because you don't. You're not as brutal as I am. Okay.
BJS, like you said, you called me a pookie. Like, yeah, I can manage wild cards, but temporarily.
No, no, you can't manage a wild card. That's why I call it a wild card. That's the whole meaning of it. A person that you cannot control is a wild card. Okay, you don't know what they will do. So I call it a wild card. Otherwise, if you can control it, it's not a wild card.
Yeah, my
That's why I
response to
said
that is
temporarily.
you can't. My
No,
response to that is that you
not even
can't.
temporarily. That's the whole meaning of a wild card is that it's unpredictable. Okay, if you can predict it, it's not a wild card.
Yeah, my response to it is that you can't protect somebody that has not even acknowledged but are unaware of how vulnerable they really are. You can't let them
We
really
we we,
decide
we
your
do it all the
vulnerability.
time. They're called children.
Right, absolutely.
Okay. The thing is that uh, uh, you can't expect grown people cannot expect it without some kind of compensation, right? Because children are what? Okay. They depend on you. They're entrusted to you. They give you. They
They're
give you.
innocent.
Yeah, they're innocent. Okay. Grown people can't expect that unless they do what? Incentivize people to protect them, such as police. Okay. And other kind of folks. Okay. You pay them to do what? Protect you.
And what
Yeah,
happens
I
if the
agree.
police stop protecting, i.e., the people? Mainly, we're talking about females. Have they have? What are y'all gonna do? What are the females gonna do to compensate us for
and
that
and and,
protection?
So that
and,
No,
and for
no,
and for
they
police to
don't.
protect you, you have to do what? Follow the law, right? If you're doing some dirty deal on the other
That's
side of town
bullshit.
with some drug dealer, okay, yes, you do,
Nah,
okay.
nah, they getting
Yeah,
out of pocket with entrepreneurs and people following the law, dog.
What what what
These police that went straight gangster.
what I'm saying is, if you want a modicum, even entrepreneurs and police, entrepreneurs actually are very well protected, believe it or not, more than you,
Okay.
more than you, okay.
but
They
Hmm.
make one phone call to City Hall. Guess what? They get off. You just don't know about it.
that's what I was saying on the other show. Women believe in the patriarchy more than a lot of men because they protected under a patriarchy. It's that matriarchy they're not protected under.
Even under
So women
matriarchy,
believe,
you're protected. You just do it a different way.
yeah, but they don't believe in they don't. Women ain't going to put their lives on the line for other women, not like that.
They may not, but thing is, the thing. Okay, this is something that I think an older woman actually said about a matriarchy, the old-fashioned matriarchy, right? Okay, women actually compensated the men for protection and provision. Okay, they compensated them. They had to give something. Okay,
Yeah.
they gave submission, they gave sex, they gave provision, they gave a whole bunch of other things. There's for actually to actually get what they were getting. Okay, they don't do that anymore. So now they expect all this stuff for nothing. Okay, basically in the old-fashioned matriarchy, the warriors actually put forward. They actually got fed first. They got fed the best. They got clothed the best. They actually protected these people, right, and put them up front. Okay, because they had to actually protect the tribe. Okay, they were compensated for it.
Yeah, like you get, I guess you could say it's compensation.
That how a matriarchal picture is nothing but an agreement between males and females. That's
No,
all it
no,
is.
I understand that. No, but I'm just laughing at like the compensation part because it's like it's compensation. It's like if
No
men
ticking,
wanted
no
it, they could just
washing.
take,
Okay,
if men wanted it, they could just take it anyway.
okay.
Well,
You
Yeah.
could. I mean, okay. You could. Okay. You could allow your females to be taken. Okay, if that's what you want. Okay, what happens to your kids and your next
No,
few?
I was saying if men wanted it, they
Well, if
could
they
just take it
already don't
anyway.
belong to
It,
you, then
it,
who do they belong to?
if you take them,
Who do
okay,
they belong to?
okay. If
you
Take
oh,
property,
belong
okay,
to
okay,
property.
you
me.
could
Yeah, I mean,
you could abuse women and take them and stuff like that. What happens to your next generation in society?
No, I was just saying I was laughing at the concept that it's compensation when men could just take it anyway. Like that's all I'm saying. It was just funny.
Okay, okay, you can take it and all that kind of stuff. But the thing is, what happens to your surrounding society, all that kind of stuff. The thing is an
No, I'm
agreement.
not
Okay,
saying men should
uh,
take it. I'm just saying it was. I was laughing because they could take it. That's all I'm saying. I'm not saying they should. I'm pretty sure nothing good happens to the next
and she
generation.
can kill you in your sleep.
God damn.
Yeah,
Savage bitch.
yeah, but you can stop that before it happens. But yeah, I get it.
So in other words, you when you bust that bad boy and you fall asleep, does she wake up in the middle of the night with a knife and stab you in the back? Or does she
Yeah.
Man,
poison you?
you like a violent bitch, huh?
Or does she poison your food?
You like a villain bitch, huh?
How do those
Some do.
propositions sound to you, sir, after you wake up?
Or does
Like
she
you said,
find a stronger dude that actually kill you?
hello.
What the fuck?
What does that provoke? That's
Evil land
chaos,
out
right?
this
That's
motherfucker.
chaos, right?
Go Lilith.
What I'm saying is it's a give and take. No matter which form of that you choose, it's a give and take. Okay. And matriarchies are not what we think they are. Most people don't even know what a matriarchy actually is.
Absolutely. Yeah.
And
Most
most people
people don't
don't
even
even
know,
go ahead. I'm sorry.
most people don't know what words mean in general.
I
Hence
know.
the reason for your conversation with Kuda going back and forth. Bastardization of actual definitions to words. We've gotten to this place where you know what I mean
Yeah.
means nothing, because if I know the definition of a word but you have a different experience with it, who's right?
Yeah.
And that's the thing, like about the manosphere. I don't want the space to just turn into bro science. You know,
Okay. What was it before?
it wasn't bro science.
What was it before? I asked you a question. What was it before?
There was original talking points. There was intellect. There was people. There was talent in the space. The talent is gone. Um,
There was a bunch of bro science back then.
I mean, well, look, the
some
product
of it
has went
was bro science.
McDonald's, bruh.
Some of it went bro
The
science, but
product
it
with
wasn't all bro
McDonald's
science.
once KS
I,
stepped on
I,
the scene.
I
That's how
mean,
that goes.
you had game. Okay. This is bro science. Okay. You had politics.
Game isn't
Eh,
necessarily bro science, but it is
Game
bro
is
that,
bro
science.
science, man.
eh,
Game isn't bro science.
Yes, it is.
Absolutely not.
Game is
one,
bro
Why
hold
is
science.
it?
up,
Why
one
is it?
game was put down. You know what I'm saying? Y'all didn't
Yeah,
always claim
game.
game.
What saying game is bro science. What is bro science? You actually define.
A lot of game is bro science, but game is not bro science.
Define bro science for me.
Game is nigga
Hold,
wisdom,
hold on,
cuz.
hold on,
Fuck all that bro science shit. You know,
hold
because
on.
that bro shit could
Don't teach
include
the
Peckerwoods
kid,
and everybody
Hold
else,
on,
cuz. That's
hold on.
like hip hop, nigga.
Hold on. What is bro science, man?
That's Peckerwood shit. I don't know what
No,
this
no, no,
bro
no, no,
shit.
no, 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 no. What is bro science, Kuda?
We ain't say no bro.
Hold on, man. Hold on. What is bro science, Kuda?
Kuda, you have the floor.
That's what bro science is. The man's
You must be in a bad spot.
Yeah, because I'm trying to figure out. Because I have to go through definitions because you say stuff I don't have absolutely no idea what you mean. You said what is bro science? Well, I don't want to break into bro. What is bro science? Okay, how do you define it? Because people actually define these words like 50 different ways. What is game? 100 different ways to define game. Okay,
Game is skills that you receive from the wisdom and skills of another being delivered unto you.
it's interpersonal skills is game. That's game. Okay, directly from the pimps.
For sure.
That's what it
Well,
means.
according to Copilot, bro science is a term used to describe misinformation or unproven advice that's often shared among men, especially in the context of bodybuilding and fitness. It's typically based
Peckerwoods.
Hold on.
it's typically
okay. I'm
based,
back, right? Okay.
yes.
No, my
It's
bad.
typically based on anecdotal evidence or personal experience rather than scientific
Right,
research.
right. I was saying, bro, science is like trust me, bro, advice in a
Okay,
nutshell. Just like,
and
yo,
and
bro,
and,
trust me.
that's been in the manosphere and the black
Yeah,
manosphere
it's
for
always
ages.
been around, but the manosphere wasn't built off of bro science. Game
Oh
wasn't
yes, it
built off
was.
of bro science.
Oh yes, it was.
No, there were statistics.
No, it
There
wasn't.
were memes and stuff that came from the dating coaches. It wasn't necessarily all bro science. The
Um, uh,
manosphere it has bro science in it,
g-
but it wasn't necessarily just bro science.
game was built on bro science. Trust me, bro. Okay, there were no
No,
stats on it.
What? Yo, what you just say?
no, game wasn't built on bro
Really?
science.
Oh, what stat? Pimps come up with what kind of stats, man?
Bro
It,
science. What is it? Bro
it's
science ain't
a, it's
got
a,
nothing to do with the game.
right.
The
It's an
game is
Ga-
unproven
original.
science.
game have stats, right? Do they have stats?
every
Well,
so often
okay,
we
what
say,
No,
game
no,
you
no.
talking about? No one's talking about a sport game, man.
And
When you say
no,
game, when you say game like that, we talking about
it's
trash.
it's passed down from person to person. It's called trust me, right? Anecdotal evidence and
Not
experience,
stats.
right? That's
not
not stats.
necessarily. I mean,
Hold,
new
hold on,
people.
Cuda. Hold on. I'm asking a question, okay? Where were stats in the pimp game?
The stats was in your dough and your hoes, and the tracks that you draw.
That's not stats. Well, so there's cumulative
That is your stats.
I think
cumulative
those are
stats.
metrics.
Those are metrics, not stats. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so I guess so you would only need stats unless if you was in competition.
Was
Like,
saying
why would anybody else matter except your stable? Who the fuck
game
else matter before your stable?
game was not built on stats. It's actually built on personal relationships and wisdom passed down from person to person, right?
Exactly. Yep. Just
Okay,
like that.
that's the definition of bro science. Okay,
Yeah, okay. All right, I'll accept that.
okay, that's what I'm trying to say. Okay, what she just read as far as bro science is exactly what game was actually built off of. Don't ask me how I know. Down the street from Hollywood Park with the cats and the Sevilles with the double wheel wells, okay, with the tracker hose, okay.
Gangsta white
Yeah,
wall.
in '73, yes.
Mm. TV antennas
In
in the
the
back.
back, yes.
In the
Yep,
black,
yep,
in
yep,
the black.
You
yep,
be
yep.
Go ahead,
And
nigga.
when they when they
What
stop,
you say? It's life on wax, right?
let me holler at you,
Mm-hmm.
young. Let me holler at you, young blood.
Young blood.
Yeah, okay.
Don't say
Yeah.
You
shit.
just
Just
can't be
watch me.
walking around here being a jive turkey now.
I mean, can you prove it,
Mm-hmm.
nigga? Don't take my word for it, nigga. Don't worry about it. I'm trying to give you some
That's it.
wisdom, okay?
Don't say shit. Just
Don't
pay
say shit.
attention.
Let's pay attention, right? There ain't no
Yep.
stats. Ain't no government stats and with metrics and all. No, wasn't none of that. Okay,
Yeah,
that's
that's
what
the
the game
game.
was built on. That's the game was built on. All right.
I
True
enacted a
that.
BGS tax about 2 hours ago, and nobody has hit my Cash
I,
App. So
I,
this is a
Oh, that's out of pocket.
yeah.
I,
They is
I
heat.
guess I gotta leave. I guess I have to leave then,
I
since
think you
they want
do.
don't it? Yeah.
Yeah. But thank you for joining. I love when you ride shotgun with me, BGS.
You allow me to ride shotgun. Oh boy.
I guess we can go ahead and wrap this live stream up. I've done
Yes.
enough chit chatting about the happy new moon in Scorpio. I hope you
Yes.
all
Yes.
set your intentions for Scorpio season.
Interpersonal relationship, which is Scorpio. Okay.
Yeah.
Which is what they maximize. Got too many Scorpios in my family. Okay.
Love Scorpios. Love
There's a
Scorpios.
love-hate relationship with Scorpios. Okay.
It is, but I'm a masochist. So this explains my love. Like it don't make no sense, but I'm loyal to it.
They're fun to be around. Let's put it that way. The
Hmm.
life of the party.
You ain't never lied about that though, BGS. My grandfather was a Scorpio, and it
Oh
was
yes,
love-hate relationship. I
it
loved
was.
him, but his daughters hated him. His wife, she loved and hated him. But you know, I mean, he could walk in a room and just make everybody just. I mean, he could captivate the whole room. But if he blew his top, oh, you
Yeah.
better keep running.
That's when the stinger comes out. But the thing is, Scorpios never meet a stranger. Everybody's a friend. Okay.
Yeah.
Everybody's a friend. You can judge them. If a Scorpio don't like that person, that means don't fuck with them. Okay.
Right.
My
Yeah.
mother, my daughter, my grandmother, my best friend, a few other people that are Scorpios. If they don't, like them, don't fuck with them.
Yeah,
That means
that's
they're bad
that's a
people.
good yeah, that's a good thing to go off of
Mm,
because Scorpios will be able to sense when something is afoot.
yeah, and basically their threshold is pretty low as far as accepting people. So if you don't
Yeah.
make it, that means you are a pretty bad person. Okay,
Yeah.
yeah,
Big time.
big time. Anyhow, all right, good people.
All right, BGS, you enjoy the rest of your Sunday. I'll see you on
I
Monday with your apple.
appreciate it.
Hmm.
Watch that next. Just
Trying to
saying.
get it grabbed.
Just
Yes, I'm
saying.
trying to get it grabbed.
Just saying. All right, baby. Peace
All
out.
right, peace. If you're still here, hit the like button. If you're not, peace on to you. I love to always end my streams in a specific way, and I think y'all know how. But before I get to that, I just want to thank you for joining today. The Cash App remains open, so you can always hit that up on the back end. Thank you to the replay gang. And leave me a comment. Let me know what you thought. If anything stood out to you, if you have any questions about the new moon in Scorpio, I'm happy to answer them in the comments. But as always, peace, ease, and whatever you please.